What's going on? It's your dog Art Man Boxing, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Woo! Charlo versus Canelo, or Charlo versus Caleb Plant. All I know is that man's moving up to 168, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it right now. I can't wait. I'm getting messages and shit. Hold on, let me let everybody know we are live now, cooking. Ooh, who's this? It's crazy. You know, don't you hate when you just trying to find something to do? When you're doing something, but then you pull up social media and then you see a fine chick on your social media, and you're like, God damn. They make you lose your whole train of thought. That's what just happened to me. That woman show was fine. But anyways, so, okay, I got an ad officially monetized. Yeah, Young Art Man is monetized. Congratulations to me, man. I've been working so hard, dude. You don't even understand how hard I've been grinding. Like all these live streams, staying up to fucking 3 a.m. Said Plant just posted on his story, easy work. I know what you mean, Art. Yeah, you know what I mean. When you try to do something, then you see some fine chick on your page, and you're just like, damn, what the fuck? But anyways, yeah, dude. Canelo versus Plant. Charlo versus Plant. Shit. I'm all for it. But I just want to see how that's gonna play out, to be honest. Because Caleb Plant, he's cool and all, but he's just coming off a knockout loss. So it's kind of like, you know, if Charlo goes in there and knock him out, people will be like, well, Canelo did it better. Canelo did it, you know what I'm saying? Canelo already knocked out Plant, blah, 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 all that bullshit. You know what I mean? But it's all good. I cannot wait to see what happens, with what news come out next. At first, I really honestly thought it was just going to be, Canelo versus Charlo. Because let's be real, Charlo, he struggled against Montiel. It was a tough fight. Not saying that he lost or anything like that, and it was a robbery or anything like that. But he did have a tough fight with Montiel. And Canelo's track record shows whenever opponent has a tough fight, that's when he chooses them. After they look terrible, that's when he chooses them to fight. And we've seen it with the Caleb Plant Truex fight. Caleb coming off his worst performance, and Canelo picks him right up. Who else? Triple G showed signs of vulnerability in the Danny Jacobs fight, and what happened? He picked him right up after that. So it's like, let's be real. It is so many more. There's so many more. Kovalev, yeah. How can I forget Kovalev? Kovalev, yeah. We all seen less than 2 months prior to the Canelo versus Kovalev fight, we seen Kovalev struggle against a guy who was a prospect. Dan there got stopped in the 8th round. And Canelo decided to fight that motherfucker who barely won that fight. So it wouldn't be surprised if Canelo picked Charlo. And a lot of people were upset with me on Twitter today because I posted, let me read it word for word, bar for bar. Word for word, bar for bar. What did I say? Give me one moment. One moment. I said, Canelo stepping up to fight an undefeated Black American champion? Shit. I'm not surprised seeing that Charlo is coming off his worst performance and is going up in weight to 168. So who's surprised if Canelo picked Charlo? And I know people are going to be like, oh, well, you guys wanted Canelo versus Charlo. You guys are screaming for that. Yeah, we were screaming for that at 160. And then what happened? Somehow, some magical franchise belt that we've never, ever heard of in the history of boxing came up out of nowhere when it was time for Charlo to originally fight Canelo Alvarez. And these fans, they like to skip around it and say some bullshit, talking about Charlo turned down the fight. How the fuck do a contender turn down the fight for the champion and end up with the champion's belt? Make it make fucking sense. And they always revert to a golden boy. Golden boy, golden boy, golden boy. The same golden boy who is not in Canelo's pockets today. So what the hell are you talking about? Obviously, the man was a slousy businessman, and he don't got Canelo Alvarez today. So what are you talking about? Oscar sent the contract to Charlo. This shit doesn't make any fucking sense. But here I am, here to end all that shit. So I wouldn't be surprised. Canelo has a pattern of this shit. He definitely does. He definitely has a pattern of this shit. And don't get it twisted. I like Canelo, but I'm gonna call it how it is, man. He's seen that backlash when it came to that Macabuti fight. Everybody's on his heels, Art Man specifically. Cause I'm like, dude, there's no way that you guys are cool with Canelo fighting a cruiserweight that don't pose no threat to him. Everybody's talking about, ooh, cruiserweight. It ain't 200 pounds he's going to be fighting this man at if he was to fight him. It was going to be at 190 pounds. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was a rehydration clause. So Canelo did all that fucking ass kicking and taking pictures with Makabu and shit just to turn around and fight whoever now, because it's like, dude, he got too much backlash. But we got Canelo, one of Canelo's #1 fans, Polo, saying I'm making excuses. It's not making excuses. It's the facts. It's the facts. Yep. Here's that link for anybody that want to join and tell me that Art Man's tripping. Tell me that I'm tripping. These niggas are stupid. Said bring it. Ain't no bringing it, nigga. Come on now. I debunk all that shit right now. Hell yeah. Hold on. What's going on, Mr. Julius?
All right, man. What's up with you, brother?
Shit, I'm feeling good. I just left the gym, but I've been waiting to cook on this topic all day. Canelo Alvarez versus Charlo, or Charlo versus Plant.
It's a good topic, man. I'm gonna tell you, if I'm Charlo, I would take, if they're gonna give me Plant, which would be a good payday, before Canelo, because I'm pretty sure if Canelo fight at super middleweight, he'll fight a Black American, but it's gonna be Anthony Durrell. You know what I'm saying? That's who he'll fight first. Anthony Durrell gonna get that payday first, man. And then Charlo can get it, which would be okay, because to be honest, man, Charlo ready right now. He could fight. He don't need a tune-up, really. But
you think you can jump in there with Canelo Alvarez right now?
Yeah. I mean, Charlo, 30 years old. He got over 30-some fights, over 10, at least 10 fights, championship fights. The only thing, he just hasn't fought anyone as good as Canelo, but he's ready. You know what I'm saying? He ready to fight him. If he bring that performance he did against Chanko, I think he'll be right in the fight, win, lose, or draw. But he had an off night. Sometimes you got to get motivated with a real challenge, man. Sometimes these guys need a real challenge. You feel like
he can rise to the occasion?
I think he can rise to the occasion. Like I said, win, lose, or draw. If he bring that fight that he did with Devinchenko, I'm going to tell you this, man. I think a lot of people think that the way to get to Canelo is just to box him and do this. I think that the best thing to do is to come right at him.
Come
right at him. Yeah. Because this is a guy that has had endurance issues through his whole career. I mean, if you got Vada, whomever testing, push him. That's what I would do in this fight.
Then that's how you're not gonna get the fight.
Yeah, you're right.
You're not gonna get the fight if you already talking about pushing.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be no drug testing, right? Gotcha.
If Charlo fight Canelo, the fight will get announced April 20th from May 5th.
Right.
That's how the fuck it's gonna happen. Because we all know how Canelo get down. And Polo Sanchez said, y'all said that about Plant. What did he say about Plant?
Polo, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You ain't never heard me say that. You must be just making an open statement to try to group all fans with one another. I never said Plant had a great chance because I know that Plant in every fight that a fighter did real good against Canelo, because a couple times he lost and got the decision. The guy was aggressive. You're not gonna be able to beat Canelo and you just trying to win 7 rounds. When I heard Plant talking like that, yeah, and then
that
saying,
wasn't part of my prediction. Him chatting with him was not part of my prediction. So he fucked up the game plan.
Canelo, am I doing good? Yeah, come on, man. That guy
How do you like my skills? Get the fuck out of here.
My skills.
God damn, man. When I seen that shit, I said, man, what the fuck?
And check this out. And I know D-Hive agree with this. Plant will never win a big fight. He'll never beat a real good fighter because he doesn't have it in him. He could talk the talk, but when he get in the ring, he's just trying to do enough to hope he win. You know what I'm saying? He's never going to beat a
He's banking on going to 12 rounds.
That's it. He's not elite. Hey, it's called, look, I saw Max had responded to you. This has happened through boxing, man. It's called cherry picking. Fighting guys at the right time, fighting the right champions that's not going to push you, but you still fighting champions, so no one can say, oh, well, at least he fighting a champion. Get what I'm saying, Art, man? It's just called, it's cherry picking. It's a different form of cherry picking, but it's cherry picking.
And that's why I'm looking at the Charlo fight as a potential cherry pick, because Charlo will be coming up from 162 fighting Charlo to Canelo at 168 off his very first fight, knowing that Canelo Alvarez, is a little juicy.
Right. And I mean, it's trying to catch a guy at the right time. Thinking that, look, Oscar De La Hoya was good at it. I mean, I got to bring up fighters. Sugar Ray Leonard before the Marvin Hagler fight. Now, the difference is the guys of old would say it where these guys won't. Sugar Ray Leonard admitted, I saw Marvin Hagler fight John Mugambi, and it was a hard fight. Even though he stopped Mugambi, I said, "Oh, I can get in there and win." See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because he was coming off.
I did my Googles. On that one. I went back. I did my Googles and I was reading on that, and Sugar Ray was doing a little bit what a Canelo does. Yeah. What I mean by that is, he noticed that Hagler was falling off his game, and he said, "If you want to fight me, you're gonna have to do this, and that. The ring got to be this size. The gloves got to be this fucking size."
Exactly. And it went from 15 to 12 rounds.
And the 15 rounds is now 12 rounds.
Right.
So of course, it's like, dude, you everything that you listed plays into your favor.
Right.
And then I wasn't born around them, but I'm pretty sure Sugar Ray Leonard was the most popular guy. Or more popular than Hagler. So of course, if it went to scorecards, it was going to go to Sugar Ray Leonard.
And I'm going to tell you another reason too, man, that you can know guys weren't juicing back then like they are now. When Hagler fought Thomas Hearns, that was a hardcore fight, but people forget it only lasted like 3 rounds. It was almost a year and a half before he got back in the ring with Mugambi. And then he went from that straight into the Leonard fight. So Sugar Ray looked at it like, man, this guy's inactive.
He already on his way out.
He on his way out. I can come back from a detached retina and win this fight. That's why I'm not as concerned as about Earl Spence as a lot of other guys. I've seen guys go through detached retina. William Joppy broke his neck, came back and won a world title. Vinny Pazienza broke his neck, came back and won a world title. You could come back.
Canelo not having those type of fights, or he would have retired at 35.
Right. And think about that. He had hard fights against Triple G, and since the Triple G, he been cherry picking. He been picking and
We had
choosing
we
who I'm gonna
had Polo
fight.
Sanchez on, my boy Polo. We asked him
All right,
direct. I said, hey man, when was the last 50-50 Canelo fight? Triple G.
that's it.
And do you feel like his opponents got better since then?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
not at all. Not at all. I'm gonna keep it 100. I rate Triple G higher than Caleb Plant. Caleb
Of
Plant only
course.
beat Hostotegi.
Yeah, that's
And ever
it.
since then, he been on his own European tour fighting white dudes.
And
I didn't even know
and
PBC had that many white dudes.
and Uziteki, his claim to fame is getting punched by Darrell uncle.
Yep.
Now he beat Darrell, but we talking about a Darrell who heyday was he was in the Super Six with Andre Ward. So we ain't talking about no prime Darrell. You get what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
Uziteki wasn't no strong fighter, and he struggled against Caleb Truex. What's good, D Hive?
Yeah, D Hive real quiet in the back. What's going on, brother
I
D
know.
Hive?
Nah, I just y'all was getting it in. I didn't want to fuck up the rotation.
Okay.
Nah,
Now,
go ahead.
trying to bust open this drink real quick. Got to be careful.
Oh, I hear you. Well, you know, Art Man gonna since I ain't want to mess up the rotation, y'all gonna take two and pass.
There we go.
Yeah, you can skip me.
We just work it, man. On my channel, we just work. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Nah, but I definitely agree with what Julius said. The only thing though, as far as Caleb Plant not being elite, like I said, I'm gonna need to see one more fight before I make that determination. If that motherfucker looks any kind of rejuvenated in his next fight to where he just like demolished dude, I'm gonna be like, oh okay. So now I see what happened there. But if he looks like regular old Caleb, I'm gonna go ahead and be like, yeah, he's super B plus, maybe slight A minus, but not on the A level.
He
And
got that
you
big
know,
payday. He gonna
right.
be worse. He gonna be a worse Caleb because I can look at the way that he's buying things and the way that he's posting. He
He's
doesn't look
traveling
like
the
no
fucking
fighter.
country. He traveling
Yeah,
the world and
exactly.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
don't look
nigga,
like no fighter that like most people, they lose their first fight, they devastated. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Where they
they in
gotta
the
have
gym. They in
yeah,
the gym super hard. Yeah,
right.
it
yeah.
seemed
This
like he was
motherfucker.
playing, huh?
This motherfucker traveling the world. He's just happy to be out of the trailer park. Got some in-house pussy. He's straight. He don't even.
Mhm.
And
He
his
don't
wife
really
happy
seem.
as fuck too.
Oh yeah, she like shit. I don't have to work at PBC no more and be around all them sweaty ass niggas. I don't got to do none of that. I can go ahead and chill now that we got this bread, and then it's not gonna get serious until the money get a little low. He got to fight again like Amir Khan and them.
Well, he'll jump back in there. That Charlo fight will be another $2-3 million payday for him. You know what I'm saying? And he can keep the rotation going. But I'm telling you, man, Charlo gonna beat him up, and then people are not. Charlo's not gonna get a lot of credit if he beats Plant. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be honest. He's not
Everybody
gonna
that
get a
fights
lot of credit.
Canelo is instantly
Yeah,
branded a damaged good, so no one
yeah,
else could
damage. He gonna be a
have a
damage
quality
goods.
W. Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be some bullshit in the game with that one. But honestly, I understand that he has a pre-existing relationship with Showtime, but I don't think that I don't know where his weight is now, but I don't even know if he'd come back down to 168. I think he might try to because Joe Smith Jr. Callum Johnson got replaced due to COVID, so he's fighting some fucking nobody who he's probably gonna run through.
yeah,
So
the
I
black
figured,
dude is 16-2 or something like that.
yeah, he's nobody. So I figure Canelo might just go through the WBA route and relieve Joe Smith Jr. and run through them fucking idiots real quick.
He got to be careful with Joe Smith, man, because Joe Smith can punch. Now, Joe Smith he's not a boxer. He can be out slicked. He can all of that. But Joe Smith can punch with one punch. Now, Canelo ain't never been punched until by anybody like he would be punched by Joe Smith. I'm just saying cherry picking could go wrong in that situation because Joe Smith is a puncher.
I think the most dangerous opponent up there is, I mean, I can appreciate what you said about Joe Smith, but, Dimitri Bivol took two of his overhand rights flush and, he got a little wild, but he didn't go nowhere. I think that the most dangerous opponent up there is probably going to be Bivol, to be quite honest, because Better Biev only comes right at you. He leads with his head. Canelo significantly faster, but Bivol is real good on his feet, knows how to box, lets his hands go on the inside. Only thing is, he doesn't really protect his body that much. So none of the Eastern Europeans really do. So it just depends. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be worried about Charlo right now. I think he kind of treats Charlo like Andre. He's like, man, what the fuck have you done? I don't give a fuck. Oh man, fuck you. You're not even good. I don't gotta really fight you or anything. The only reason why I'm saying I might be wrong is because of the bank he just got off of Showtime, and like out of PBC. So he might say, shit, let me go ahead and break off another one that's not Benavidez real quick before I decide to make some light heavyweight moves for another massive fucking paycheck. So I don't know.
That's why I said the Anthony Durrell situation might be the way he go, because you think about it, they could put together. Now this is what they used to do to try to build a fight. If they really wanted him and Charlo to fight, they could put Charlo on his undercard, and they could put him against Anthony Durrell, and then Charlo against whoever they want him to fight.
I wouldn't be surprised if the play went out like this. If they somehow set up David Lemieux versus David Benavidez, and then right around that time they say, oh, well, you know what? Since David Benavidez is caught up fighting David Lemieux, Canelo should fight Anthony Durrell.
It might be Andre Durrell because
Andre Durrell, you know what I mean?
Because Anthony, I think is still at 168, whereas Andre Durrell, his older brother, is actually at 175. So that might be his intro to 175.
Oh, you think he might fight the other
You might
one?
think he fight Andre. Okay, I was thinking maybe
the reason
Anthony.
I was saying, I'm talking about the one that just fought on the Showtime card and he did the uppercut.
I know. So y'all think he's gonna actually go back down to 168?
He's on that WBC line too. So I wouldn't be surprised if they mandated him to Canelo's mandatory while David Benavidez is fighting David Lemieux or signed to fight David.
Let me look at them rankings. Let me see where Andre.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Anthony is.
Anthony.
Yeah,
Anthony is number 5 in the WBC. He's number 5. Danny Jacobs is busy. Caleb Plant ain't fighting. Damn, you're right. He would be next. Wow.
Hey,
wow.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's why they're throwing out that Lemieux, because Canelo can fuck around and sign. David Lemieux and Benavidez can fuck around and be in negotiations to sign a contract, and then the WBC will pull some fuck shit like, oh well, since they're tied up, Canelo should fight motherfucking Durrell.
And Durrell's a former champion, so it's not gonna be no problem signing that fight.
Yeah, Durrell thirsty ass.
Al Heyman would love to give. Look, one thing that people got to admit about Al Heyman is that he will take care of some fighters, and I think that this would be like a retirement. You know what I'm saying? A cash out situation to give Anthony Durrell a payday like Canelo out the door. You get what I'm saying?
No, well, that's what Durrell said. Durrell said, I want Canelo, I'm going to retire. And I'm like, nigga, you don't sit down somewhere.
Fuck around. That's his homecoming in Mexico, man. Anthony Durrell. They're doing it with O'Hara, fuck it.
Oh, shit, you going to take Durrell down to Mexico? Damn.
Hey,
them cartel boys really.
Why not?
First of all, hey, Julius.
Why not? Right in Mexico City?
No, where he's from. No. You can you get his crowd. He got a home base out there, so. But here's the thing, though. How did Caleb Plant not look spectacular with Caleb Truex, where he whooped his ass? Like, Caleb Truex got on a couple, but he was beating the shit out of him. I don't understand this, bro. Like, you always.
Forgot?
He had a broken hand as well.
You forgot in that fight.
That fight
wasn't
even close. He whooped his ass. He didn't struggle. Caleb, like, out of respect, Caleb, from Minnesota, respectful gentleman, he's cool, but. He didn't like Caleb Plant won that fight clearly.
Plant had a broken hand that fight though.
Yeah,
and also what's your name? Pablo, right?
Pablo, yeah. Here's the thing.
Pablo, I never said that was a life or death fight.
And now it's making it. I don't understand, bro. Charlo should have moved up, like, bro. He fought in June. He could have fought in October, November, December at 168, Talk to Suleiman. Suleiman could have been like, okay, we'll give you an interim belt. Then fought Canelo. But I don't know.
Suleiman is the one that put his career in this position. Why would he talk to Suleiman?
No. But listen, he could have fought. Now that he's fighting Canelo, what's the excuses now? Now it's like, oh, this and this.
He's not fighting Canelo, dude.
Canelo.
Yeah, he's not.
But I'm saying, how do you want him to fight Caleb Plant, not Canelo, though? Like, where's that energy?
Oh, no, I want him to fight Canelo. Let me say this.
Like I said,
Canelo has a fight, apparently.
Are you asking me, or are you asking just the panel in general?
the panel, everybody. You too, man. You were like, oh, I want to see now.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
reason.
energy
Okay, I'm
change.
gonna tell you the reason why I want
Yeah.
to see Plant versus Charlo, because I feel like that's a good introduction fight
Bro, no,
to
bro. Let him
168.
make history, man. I thought the
Yeah, a
American
guy
style,
coming off a
he can go
loss,
undisputed. Imagine, bro, two brothers.
Bro,
We never
Canelo's
have two brothers
introduction to
go undisputed.
168 was fucking Rocky
Rocky
Fielding. Let
Fielding.
let
So what are we
Charlo
what are we
fight fucking
saying
Plant,
here?
bro.
What are we
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
saying
mind
just
it.
here?
Like I
chill.
said, bro, Charlo. Like I said, bro, anybody want to bet and Carnelo, drop your cash out, bro. We can bet big money on it, man. I don't run for my bets, bro. I pay up, but shit, I made a lot of money, uh, just from a lot of people on here in the boxing group. But anyways, like I
Okay.
said, bro, Charlo versus Canelo, he'll bring the dog out of Canelo. Canelo will bring the. It's gonna be a good fight. I'm not gonna lie, but I see Canelo, man, closing out the show. But I mean, Charlo, respect though.
Hey,
I like the.
I was gonna answer your question you asked me about the Truex and Caleb Plant. I never said that Caleb Plant almost lost that fight. He
He didn't.
clearly won the fight. I think he
Yeah,
knocked
about that.
Truex down. But if you watch that fight, now he said that he broke his hand. I never seen him with any pictures of cast or I heard about a surgery. I never saw any of that. You know, I think that was an excuse for that fight getting rough in those middle to late rounds. So see, to me, that showed me that if Canelo put a little pressure on him, not just boxing pressure, but mental pressure, that he would break down. I saw it in the Truex fight. I said, no matter how the fight going, Canelo gonna break him down and stop it. He was in
Okay,
that
yeah.
fight. He struggled. Truex, and another thing, as much as he hit Truex, he never hurt him. So how are you gonna
Wow.
beat an elite guy? Even guys that they say can't punch, like Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, all those guys. You didn't see guys running and rushing them because they were good body punchers. They was good at making you miss and countering you.
Nah,
Caleb
he did
Plant
hurt
just
Truex.
want to
He
play
did
it
hurt
safe,
Truex.
bro.
Caleb Plant
Yeah.
was playing
Want to
that fight
play it
safe,
safe.
dude. And I was watching that fight with my dad, and he was boxing him, but then he just like
Who?
just
Truex
started
or
showing him way too much respect. And then when I
who?
seen that clip of him talking to Plant afterwards, I said, "Oh yeah, of course
Man,
he's
but
gonna
it
lose
come
that
on, bro.
fucking
It's a
fight."
gentleman's sport. What do you want him to start saying shit? I mean,
Man,
bro,
you
you
don't
just
you
Gentleman
don't
fight.
have
sport.
time to
Gentlemen,
talk
yeah,
when you
You
fight,
don't
man.
Man, there's
you
that's
don't
that
cheat
old
in a
Come on,
gentleman
HBO.
man.
sport. That's
That's that old
garbage.
hey, like I
HBO
said,
shit that
D-Hop, he won
that fans be
undisputed.
falling for. You
Like
don't
I
have
said,
to
bro, he
be a
would still
gentleman.
win
Who told you
undisputed.
that you have to be
No,
a gentleman?
no, I'm just saying.
Roy
No,
Jones
no,
Jr.
no. Hold
Why
on,
Was
you
real quick.
mute me, bro?
undisputed.
That's
It's
childish. Why'd you
still
mute
No,
me?
no,
Bro?
because
steroids.
I was about to say something real quick. My thing is that whole, you have to be a gentleman thing. Who came up with that? Why are we
Right.
following that?
Anybody
If you
on
don't if you
steroids is
genuinely
not a
don't like the
gentleman.
guy, you don't have to be
Oh,
like, oh, let me be
excuses,
friends with you
excuses,
and take pictures
excuses,
with you and shit.
excuses. Anybody that says they want to kill another man in the ring ain't a gentleman.
And
Well,
that's what it is.
hey,
Shit.
You can die
Like
in
I
the
Yeah,
ring.
said,
You can
yeah, you
die in
can
anybody
the
die
that's
in the
ring.
ring.
actually
Hey, shit,
done
fuck
it,
it.
Friend,
anybody that's
you know,
actually
friends
You
with
done
can
it
die in the
isn't a
ring, but
gentleman.
don't be, bro. You announcing it, telling the world that's dumb as shit. If you want to do it, you
Stop
move
trying to
aside.
deflect. The dude's on
Yeah.
Yeah,
juice and you're
exactly,
cool with it.
exactly.
Just
Like
say
I
you're
said,
okay
bro,
with it. Just say
undisputed.
you're
No,
okay
I ain't
with
saying
steroids.
he's still undisputed, bro. He's still
Yeah,
undisputed.
he's
Bro,
still a
how
cheater.
in the
You
world
picked
Take
can
away
fights.
the
Canelo
You
Moving get
steroids and he
wrong to say
loses
you
to
no,
want to
Triple
kill a
G.
man,
no,
but
he
you got
didn't.
a
Like I
guy
said, he
who
beat.
Take
tested
away the
positive for
juice and he can't even
steroids?
beat
Y'all
up
can name
Triple
all his
G.
fighters. He's gonna beat him, line them up. We'll give him like he still beat him. But like I said, at the end of the day, y'all discredit him. So I'm not worried. Like I said, bro, he's made me some money. Ever since, like I said, since Triple G, I've been betting on him and I always win. So I'm not tripping. I
Yeah,
know
a
that.
dude. Of course,
And
you
he
should
bitches.
bet on the guy who managed to get a draw card in the Mayweather fight.
Of course, right?
My
Yeah, that
God,
shit was hilarious. That shit
managed
was
to
That's
get a
what
funny.
I
damn
bet on that
draw
Caleb Plant
card.
fight. I
that
said
That was
fight he
$0,
funny.
lost what,
man.
11 rounds?
He didn't
He
win a
won the
single
no. He
fucking
won. Yeah,
round.
he did, bro. Stop
No,
capping.
he did.
He
What
won the
did he
first round,
do? He didn't do
bro. He only
anything.
no.
He
He won the
sat there and
Hey,
first
got
round,
beat the
please
fuck up.
change so I can
bro.
plug it
So
in
like
so
I
it won't
said,
pop.
What?
bro, it doesn't matter. He's
And I'm
bounced
gonna be
back,
off in 15 minutes.
bro. He look
Come
what he's
on
won
now,
and
Polo.
accomplished. Shit, a loss
Look, here's
doesn't
the thing.
define you.
We respect your
Listen,
opinion, but
I respect
Canelo, he
yours,
did
but
not
like I
get no
said,
damn
bro,
draw in that fight.
which fight?
Yeah. The Mayweather fight, he got a fucking draw
Oh
card.
yeah, of course he lost, bro. Like he clearly lost, bro. Like
That's what I'm saying. It makes sense to bet on that guy because clearly he has some political power. Because which rounds did he win in that fucking fight?
The first one.
That
and
shit
maybe
is
like,
wild. A draw.
Here we go. Stick this.
yeah, that was that was kind of suspect. I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, like I said, bro, he's bounced back.
He
He's
said
proven the world.
Canelo
He's
didn't
still
even
winning.
land 10 clean punches in that fight.
Man,
Bro,
who said that?
McGregor,
Somebody in the
Conor
comments.
McGregor only landed 6 fewer punches, and he went around 2 rounds less than
Bro,
Canelo.
you're right. But here's the thing, though. You act like
That
Mayweather
shit's crazy.
You really think? Hey, listen. You think Mayweather was cornered? If Mayweather wanted to end that shit, he would have ended in 4 rounds. You know damn well he was playing with McGregor. He was trying to give the
Shit, if
fans.
he wanted to end that damn Canelo fight, it looked like he could have did it too.
Bro, that's different. He could have ended it. Hey, same with the Tyson Fury Wilder fight, man. That shit could have ended in round 7.
I mean, he
and
did.
shit.
Fury did end it. That's
another situation where you're fighting a juicer, which is why it's dangerous.
Like I said, bro, he beat him. He beat him twice. He beat him the first time, bro. Someone said
that's
that
what
Wilder
happens
was
when you
winning
fight
the first
guys
fight.
who are on the juice,
Listen, man. The moment that I heard somebody that be on your live stream said that Wilder was up in the first fight, that's when I knew I was like, man.
So let me ask you, Polo, as a Canelo fan, diehard Canelo fan, how did you feel the day that the news broke that Canelo Alvarez tested positive for clenbuterol?
He said, "Of course not. Couldn't be. No, impossible."
No. I was like, damn. Let's see what happens. I was like, damn. I wanted to see the second Triple G fight. I was kind of like, damn. You fucking man. I was a bit disappointed, but then news came out. He said it. But anyways, like I said, bro, he proved himself. He explained. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it was fucked up, right? It made you think, like, God,
damn.
Can this all be a lie?
Like
the people that failed drug tests are at the top of the sport. Wow, who would have thought? Crazy. They're better than everyone.
Yeah.
They're just like Lance Armstrong. Oh my God, he's so much better than all the rest of the bikers. I wonder what he's doing. Lo and behold, the entire time.
I feel like boxing as a whole likes to skip over the fact that this actually happened and it's documented. Like, man, like, as much as Canelo gets all these knockouts and look spectacular and I draw all these nice paintings of him and shit, it's still in people's mind that, is this guy on the juice?
Bro, as he failed
with Floyd, it was never like that, dude. And that's just crazy.
Hey, like I said, bro. So you're saying this is the first time we've seen someone that tested, and then they're in the. So you're saying this is the first time you've seen it?
No. I just said.
Hold on, y'all. Yep, it is the first time. This is the first time I've seen somebody get caught up for pads and the sanctioning body up the dosage.
Man, you're not a real boxing fan, then.
No. Hold on a second, bro. Before you throw that at him, what he said is exactly right. He didn't say he ain't never seen nobody test positive. He said he ain't seen a sanctioning body say, well, it was 4 grams of steroids. No, the threshold has been changed to 12. That's what he's saying, which is true. Because I've seen James Toney, when he went up to heavyweight, test positive. I've seen a lot of guys I never thought that was juicing juice. And I ain't making no excuse for him.
No,
Vitaly Klitschko.
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. We can go on and on with guys that have got caught juicing.
Roy Jones Jr.
Pernell Whitaker. No.
Yes,
Pernell Whitaker was cocaine, bro. Cocaine. It was cocaine.
Yeah,
he was a cokehead.
Same with Mike Tyson. Yeah, we don't call
drug addict.
We don't call Benavidez a drug cheater because it was cocaine.
It was cocaine. Come on, man.
Yeah, we don't call Benavidez a drug cheater.
Man, now cocaine is legal in Mexico, bro. Come on, man.
Pernell Whitaker is not on the list. He didn't. No PEDs.
Hey, first of all, how come Benavidez ain't on the list? I saw the list, bro, and Whitaker was on it. So
because we really don't look at that as a performance enhancing drug.
No, but I heard how come Benavidez
is a completely different thing than
cocaine. Roy Jones Jr. got tested and he stayed on the.
We just said Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, I just said Roy Jones Jr. I said that first thing.
See, Pablo, I don't blame you because you know why? We see this. I see it every single day.
Pablo,
the guy only want to hear what they want to hear, And I feel you, man. I look at the Antonio Brown case, right, in the football. And the coach was saying, because he knew that fans and the media would go with it. So he said, you know what? This guy's crazy. He needs help. But nobody believed anything about what Antonio Brown said until he started releasing text messages. Then Bruce Arians and them guys start saying, oh, okay, well, it happened this way. Same thing in boxing. Every time something like this happened, we try to change the goalposts. We start talking about Canelo juice, and they say, well, you just said, oh, well, Pernell Whitaker name is on the list. You see what I'm saying?
Some random black
I saw his
dude.
list. I don't know, but no, I saw him on the list. I didn't look.
Right,
into,
he's on the list for, but it's best to
you
ask
told me,
why
thank
they were
you.
on the
Yeah,
list.
thank you.
It was
That's what I'm saying. But
steroid.
here's the thing,
I mean,
though.
it was
Here's the thing,
cocaine.
though. It was cocaine. How come Benavidez ain't on the list? That's the thing. So I didn't really.
You
I
just
saw
said
Van Der-
Pernell Whitaker because
Yeah,
it's cocaine.
Because people have
but
changed their perspective on that. That's why Benavidez. That's why Benavidez. Like people have changed their perspective because cocaine doesn't actually enhance your performance. Pernell Whitaker was active
nah, that's
when
not
compare
facts,
that with
bro. That's
Benavidez.
not true.
Then what
That's
did he
not
test
true,
positive
bro.
for? What did he test positive for?
No. You talking about that isn't shit. You do. I don't know if you ever boxed or did anything with combat. You do a shit online and see how that shit works out for you, bro.
Well,
Yeah,
You go in there
it
to
I
can
fight.
hurt
understand.
guys too
I
now.
understand cocaine is a stimulant, but it could also hurt your chances of winning the fight because you can't focus. It
Bro, you
stifles your
can't feel the
vision.
pain. First of all, it numbs the pain. You can't feel. No, I'm telling you, bro. You do a line, you'll see that shit help you out, man.
But your reaction time is probably off, and not
Yeah,
to
it's a bit
mention
sore.
your
No, but
vision. Your
And
vision won't be perfect when trying to
and
dodge punches.
here go another thing about cocaine. Bro, you do cocaine. You're not doing that particular drug to try to beat the test. You're doing it because you got a habit. You're not saying, you know what? I need this cocaine so that I could go stronger in sparring for these next 6 weeks, so that
Unless you
I can
Tyson
lose
Fury.
one of
this
the
weight.
best, one
Right.
of the greatest soccer players named Maradona. He used to do a line, and that shit helped him. He admitted
Yeah,
to it, and it's soccer, bro. That's soccer, and
but
I can see.
You talking about the guy from Argentina, right?
Yeah, Maradona.
Okay, Maradona. He was a drug addict.
Yeah,
Love the
and he
guy.
even admitted to it. He even admitted to
Yes,
it. I
he's a
used to do a
drug
line,
addict. That's
and how good was he? And don't lie, but don't be, because I almost, like I said,
but
I played the sport. How did he perform during the time, like in his
hey,
prime? Was he
how did
good?
let me ask you this? How did Pernell Whitaker perform? Performed pretty good. But guess
Yep.
what? It was a guy, Adrian Broner, when he won his he was already the world champion at 130, right? And Adrian Broner knocked this guy out on an HBO card. And the guy he ended up actually dying, getting killed, I believe, a couple years later. But he had tested positive for cocaine, and Adrian Broner stopped him. The guy admitted that he did a line a night or two before the title fight, and I'm gonna get his name for you so I could tell you. But he
Yeah.
got stopped. He got suspended. I think his promoter released him, and all that good stuff, man. So it don't. His name was Eloy Perez.
Oh, the
Eloy
Colombian
Perez.
dude. The
Yeah,
Colombian
no,
dude.
he was. No, I think Eloy was a Mexican from California.
Hold on,
He
let
was a
me look into it.
Chicana, and
Oh,
his record was like 23-0, something like that. He got knocked out, and
oh
so
yeah, no, you're right. He
so
died actually like 2 years
yeah,
ago.
he got killed, I believe. So my
He was
thing
with
is
the
this,
Lola.
bro. Hey, cocaine didn't help him that night. Why didn't it?
Shit, that's him.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey,
Hey, bro. Like I said,
With recreational drugs, it affects everyone differently. With PEDs, you're
yeah,
most
that
likely
is
going to
true
get the
though.
same results.
right.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, man. Yeah, like you said, man. It depends. I don't know. How do we know that he sniffed something that wasn't even, like you said? It could have been some other shit. How did you know it wasn't? But like you said, bro, we may never know. But I've heard that it affects everybody different. It makes everybody,
Now,
Everybody
what we
needs to
talking
be on
about? Steroids or
clenbuterol.
cocaine?
Everybody needs to be on clenbuterol. Like if you're thinking about being in the Canelo sweepstakes and you're not using clenbuterol, you're a fucking idiot. You need to be
and
on
then
that shit
use
like
it, and then
crazy.
that'll be hilarious. They take it and they still end up losing. That shit will be hilarious.
Hey,
Like
man.
even Cowardell
Yeah,
said,
make
what
make
about
everybody
that
take it.
tea?
Hey, it's
Yeah,
just
Bro,
like,
everybody.
listen. This dude just said Wilder was winning the first one at 8-4. Is he the kind of people you attract, right, Art Man? Someone
He
that
won the
thought
first fight. What now?
8-4. Like Wilder was up 8-4. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They cheated Wilder the first fight, but he was losing that fight. That knockout, that was a long count. The 2 knockouts made a drop, but he wasn't winning that fight. The first Wilder versus Fury fight. How'd you guys score it?
What did Fury
Let's just
do
say
that was
Wilder did
special
better
for the
than
first
Canelo
Bro, it
in
was
five
his
giving
rounds?
prime.
him. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fury was
In
winning
the
that fight, but they
in the
did cheat
first five
Wilder.
rounds, he didn't do anything but throw his hands up like Mikey Garcia on the way back to the corner.
Shit, he was gliding on Wilder.
Right.
I'm
He
not
didn't
like,
do
hey, but
anything.
they cheated, bro. But they cheated Wilder though. That was a long ass count though. That shit was a
Oh, I
Yeah,
long
know.
I
count.
mean,
cheating
which
happens in
fight?
boxing
The
at the
first or the
highest level.
third?
The
Oh,
first one they
okay.
cheated Wilder, bro. I don't know why bro. If he would have knocked out Fury, it would have been a rematch right away. They would have fought again because, like you said, bro, getting knocked out in fights doesn't mean you've seen great trilogies, where fighters get knocked out and then they end up fighting again. So I don't know why they did Wilder like that, man. Fury would have
Well,
been out
how
Because he
about this? I
black.
don't think Top Rank would have signed Tyson Fury if he had got stopped in that first fight.
Yeah, they would. The Bob Arum wouldn't have invested in Tyson Fury
Yeah,
like that.
he would have. Tyson Fury would have ended up signing with Al Heyman. That's probably what would have happened.
Yeah, we
I
would
don't
have
think
got
Tyson
it.
Fury would have did all that, but I
No,
agree
he
Hey,
that
probably would have.
Bob Arum wouldn't have signed him.
Yo,
hey, let me.
speaking of that, Art Man, I saw that documentary, man, with the dude from Daniel, whatever his name is.
Oh,
Man, that
Kinahan,
shit's crazy, bro. Art Man,
The murderer,
yeah,
the
no,
narco terrorist.
drug addict. I mean, drug
Mandela,
dealer,
People
kingpin.
always talk about crime in Chicago. They need to look at Northern Ireland. That shit is literal fucking warfare, bro.
No
yo,
doubt.
Art Man, what is Art Man doing?
I
I'm
don't know.
here.
He
He's
might have
right
gone to the
there.
damn
No,
bathroom.
no, I'm just saying
Shit.
that
Yeah, right there, man.
documentary. Man, they shot up that way, and bro, that shit was crazy. And he came
Oh
dressed
yeah,
up,
he right there.
man.
Yeah, that's just wild.
Bro, I watched the whole thing. They're like, we investigating. They're talking about in Spain. I'm like, oh shit,
So
bro. Like,
Polo, if you watch that whole thing, you don't think that Tyson Fury and the people, basically robbed Wilder out of the victory?
bro, I'm still,
You don't
like I
think
said,
so?
bro, I'm still doing research, but I'm like, now I'm starting to believe, bro. At first, I was like,
Doing
man, because he used to
research.
say the craziest stuff. Yeah, I'm looking into it. Because I got a homeboy out there in Spain. I could, hit him up and say, what. But like I said, bro, I'm trying to look research into it. But man, that shit's crazy though. That dude's
That's why I
really
was going
getting
so
people
hard on
back.
this shit, because I was like, yo, this is some wild shit. Because it's
Yeah,
like,
but bro,
this
at
nigga
first
Tyson
we
Fury
thought
in documentaries about the mob and shit. And this
the
nigga's an
mob.
active fucking champion.
Yeah,
Shit's
no, but
wild.
then you see that part where he took a lot of fighters, and you saw Carl Frampton was in there. Did you see Carl Frampton was in documentary because he was getting sued because they took
Yep,
him
because
from.
Kyle Frampton, they was like, dude, how you buying these Ferraris and shit? And your last check was XYZ.
Yo,
Who
Mm-hmm.
paid
I
for this
mean,
shit?
and he said
hey,
Moving
it
that
would
bro,
have
yay,
this
been
ain't
moving that yayo.
again. This ain't nothing new, man. Look, do you remember? Not only we talk about Sonny Liston and them guys, it was a lot of guys at that time that was doing the same thing for the mob. They were being muscle for the mob. What's the guy? He was getting ready to fight BJ Saunders, little short, left-handed, southpaw Russian guy or
Oh,
Serbian
BJ
guy. He
Sander
was
was
actually,
Russian.
I think he was Russian or he was Eastern European, and he fought for Lou DiBella. He just got out of prison. He ended up doing almost 7 years, I guess. But he was muscle for the mob, and he got stopped when he went to train. They came over and got him. The FBI arrested him, and he ended up having to do time
Oh
here.
shit. Dude,
I forget his name.
yo, hold on, hold
I
on.
can't pronounce his
I
name.
remember that. Bro,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
in
a
the
little
back of my
short
brain. Hold
southpaw
on.
guy.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
I
on.
don't even remember this
His,
motherfucker.
Bro,
his
I
name
Hey,
remember
how
start
was
with
this.
an
Russian though?
A. His last name is a K something. I can't pronounce it.
Yo, hey, how do you pronounce your name? How do you say it? Bro, I was gonna ask you since I've been watching boxing. Who is Lou DiBella, bro? Like that dude came out of nowhere. Like
You
I
don't
know
know
he's
who
been
Lou
around,
DiBella is?
bro.
Well, he
I've been
used
like,
to be the head of HBO. That's how he was in the game. Harvard
yeah,
guy.
but then he disappeared.
Yeah,
Last
old
time I
ass
saw him was
promoter
Nah, he
like was it?
he
or
didn't disappear. He got when
manager.
he did that thing with when he tried to backdoor Al Heyman in that Deontay Wilder
First
situation.
fight,
That's it. He kind of got, you know,
he got the
got
boot.
back. That was it. Yeah. He became a third world country. He became a second tier promoter, which he was never.
This
He
is the
was
guy.
never that
This is the
high.
guy right here. Hold on, I pulled up the article. Give
Yeah.
me 1 second.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard pronouncing that name though, Art man.
I see it. I'm looking at it right now. But it's
It's-
so crazy that you
It
brought
starts with
this
an A
up,
and a K. Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't even thinking about this the whole time. This shit's wild, man.
I didn't even know about this motherfucker here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Hey,
seen the
this
story
guy
a
was
while
going around
ago,
beating
but
people
I
up
didn't
and
really care
stuff for
about
the
Billy Joe
mile.
Saunders. I
Yep,
didn't care
he
about
had a
Billy Joe
title
Saunders. I
fight.
didn't give a fuck.
He was a
Yup.
violent little short guy, but he could
Yeah, so
fight.
Billy Joe Saunders fight with Avital Kurtzside.
Yep.
Man, what the
Kurtzside.
fuck?
Yep.
Kurtzside's called off after Georgia fighter is arrested.
Georgia, that's right. Uh-huh.
All the country.
Said linked to charges related to Russian organized crime. What?
Absolutely. He was the muscle. He was the muscle. They would send him and he would go beat guys out. Look at him. He was a rough, violent fighter. I'm going to put it to you like this. He would have beat BJ Saunders years before BJ would have got beat by Canelo, because that little guy would have been hard to keep off. He was a tough, rugged guy. He was tough, man. But
So he ended up fighting Billy Joe Sanders. He got arrested.
Yeah,
he got
locked up.
arrested. He ended up doing from that day right there. What year is that? 13, 14, 15?
And
He
then
just
they
got
talking
out.
about his ass got stabbed up as soon
Yeah.
as he got in the pen.
He did, yeah.
What the
Because
fuck?
Damn,
because
the
he was
ops,
muscle.
the ops got his ass. They were like,
They
"Oh,
got his ass.
there go that
They
nigga
hit
right
him up.
there. 4 check, homie, 4 check."
Right, they got him.
But
They
yeah.
got his ass.
They got on his ass day one. God
Hey.
damn.
But what I'm saying though, D-Hive, this guy was dead into it. He
And
was,
in
he was putting
in
in work.
Brooklyn, New York with this shit.
Yeah. That's where he fought out of, Brooklyn. And the Russian mob had ties to the area. You know what I'm saying? This guy was putting in work. That's why he got as much time as he did.
This story like this got me looking at Stan Jonas creepy looking ass real funny. And
hey,
and
but I
then
could,
that bald head nigga. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck you doing weekends?
He funny as shit.
yeah, man.
No, I do look weird. You see him? He look like he could muscle somebody. Got on his jeans and his little black V-neck and a leather jacket with a pistol. You can see it.
Shit.
His fucking eyes too close together. He got that flat head where it looks like he's hard to knock out.
Oh.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Not
That's-
much.
Are y'all watching this Showtime card?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm watching it,
I'm about
bro.
to put it
You
on
saw-
right
Yeah.
now.
Man,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
watching
I'm
it.
watching.
Hey.
I'm watching.
The first fight was trash, but this fight right here pretty good. This Erosanian dude, he could bomb.
Yeah, Sterling. Yeah, Sterling
He's about to
Castillo.
lose.
I think he's losing.
out.
Actually, I think he's
bro,
losing.
he got dropped 3 times already in the first round.
Yeah, Castillo getting worked over.
Russian guy's beating his ass.
Yeah, the Russian guy. My homie told me about him. I'm like, man, speaking of Russian, look at this motherfucker.
Where's this
Aaron.
guy with the yellow hair from? The Dominican
Aaron.
Republic?
Dominican. That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You know the
Starling's
first dude
from
lost.
Dominican.
This dude lost. Damn, bro, it was an all Dominican card, and they about to lose. This about to be the second fight they
What-
lose.
That first
But
fight
William
was
Foster,
trash.
Yeah,
William
first-
Foster's a black dude.
No.
Yeah,
he beat
Foster,
the
he's
Dominican
good.
dude. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
they
he's
put
from
on-
Connecticut.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they put
Foster,
it, like,
he's a beast.
the
He's
dude that
black.
was
Oh
Benavides-
shit, I didn't even know.
the
Yeah,
dude that
William
was
Foster, a
Benavides'
black guy.
promoter, He
Light
got all these
skin,
Dominicans and put them on the
Yeah.
card, but they
Did I ever tell you,
like the dude lost, and now this dude's about to lose the fucking fight. It looks like.
It's because they're not good matchmakers. They're probably new to the game. They're giving these motherfuckers. They're stepping up too hard. They didn't do
Well-
their research.
Hey, but you got to understand, Showtime, hey, they ain't allowing guys to be just putting on showcase fights like that.
That's
No,
true.
he's
They,
got fast fights.
Showtime, and Fox and PBC, they developed the shit out of you. It's
Yes,
fucking
sir.
it's sink or swim in that motherfucker.
That's how they
Yeah.
make their stars, nigga. They put you up in there.
Yeah, like okay, all the undefeateds, y'all scrap it out, and the winner getting an extended contract, the loser got to go to Top Rank
Yep, exactly. Xavier
Or-
Martinez.
Nah, that's
or
Wow.
fucking DAZN or some shit.
Yeah,
Nah, that's
Yeah,
not
that's
true,
fucking
man.
crazy.
I've seen some matches on PBC that the dude got like 40 losses, and maybe.
Now, how many fights that guy have that fought someone with 40 losses?
Exactly.
Think
What
about
their first 3
10
fights?
fights.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
10 fights.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to
They
hear
ain't
that. Bro.
just
They don't.
a couple wins, 40
Like I said, bro, this
losses.
is them men matchmaking. They want
I
to
mean, look at
start.
yeah.
Bro,
I think
look at the work. Look at the work that they're feeding fucking Nico Ali Walsh, and that motherfucker could barely hang.
He
Yeah.
barely hang with that
They're
last dude, and that dude looked like he worked
they're
at fucking Starbucks or something.
bro, they're literally feeding him fucking. They're literally feeding him Subway sandwich fucking specialists, and this nigga almost getting his head knocked off, bro. Like, look at that, man. He can't even hang with garbage.
But
Yeah,
but
his
look,
last
Art,
opponent almost fucking stopped him.
yep.
Oh yeah.
But Art, man, the reason I brought that guy up, man, is because I believe, and y'all was talking about the Carl Frampton situation, that these guys, if they will, if the mob will get behind you and they will have you be in muscle, what make you think they won't, go and manipulate a fight, manipulate a decision?
Shit, like I said, they
You know
killed
what I
Sonny.
mean?
They killed Sonny Liston. I don't know if Sonny Liston was necessarily a mob situation, but I know the police definitely did it. I think it was more along the lines of a lynching. But if low level cops can pull that off, organized crime could do fucking anything.
And then they had the motherfucking killer on the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
I gotta
was
watch
wild,
that
like,
shit, man. But I
and
have
he
a
told
question.
me,
So,
yeah, people
why
think
did
I
they
killed
kill
Sonny Liston. Why would I do that?
why did they
Wink,
kill
wink,
Sonny
nigga,
Liston? I'm gonna
fuck
look
you.
into that. Why did they kill him? What was that story about?
Because he was
Because they
about to
say
be
he
one of
ended
the
up
most.
one fight he was supposed to lose, and he ended up winning the fight.
Knocking him out.
Sonny Liston was about to be one of the most dominant heavyweight champions in boxing history, and they were like, "Well, while we can get this nigga, while nobody cares about black people, we might as well go ahead."
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Shit, they
Then
tried to do it to Wilder, but he survived.
What do you mean they tried to do it to Wilder?
Come on, bro.
come on, dude, come on, Polo.
Oh,
Come
you
on,
guys
We
bro.
just
talking
had you
recently?
just talking
Oh,
about you seen the documentary of this shit, bro. You know how
you
these
guys
people
talking about
get down.
recently? I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
okay. I see.
Did y'all
Okay,
see inside of his fucking head? I'm
And then
still
people
trying.
want to act like that shit don't even exist, bro. I'm
But
What's
like,
up,
here's the thing,
Alan?
though.
I can
What I
see
don't
it.
What's
understand
good,
is
Julius?
Hardman as
What's
a
good,
Wilder
Yeah,
D?
fan. I'm
it's
not
like
gonna lie,
Deontay
bro.
What's
What's
up,
up,
bro?
man?
I
What's
was
up,
lied
Carl?
pulling
about
for Wilder,
the
and I
fucking
was like,
that.
damn. But I seen Fury,
Hey,
I was
what's
like,
up, Al?
fuck. I feel like some
Peace, you
shit.
guys.
So that's why I ended
What's
up.
good, Art? How
Why
you
did
doing?
Fury go with
Hold on,
Maurice
hold on.
Scott?
My dude Polo talking. Let me hear.
Why didn't he get a different coach, bro? I said get up Bill Sanders, get everyone else. Why did he go with Maurice Scott? Bro, he needed to do Fury like
Nigga, it
Marcus
wasn't
and
even just
Pacquiao.
about the coach, bro. You
Bro, he
know the
needed to
whole
get him.
circumstance.
But
When
bro,
Well, I
Polo,
mean,
when have you ever seen a boxer team go to the fucking where they lay out the gloves and off the bat the commission says, we don't give a fuck
hell
what you're talking
no.
about. The gloves are approved. And the glove
Yes,
look hella fucking floppy. They already got the shit cut open. Like, yeah, and just in case if he says this, you can see these fucked up insides. Don't worry, all the gloves look like this. Like,
and
you ain't never
also
seen no shit like that, bro. The
and
commission was fucking, bro. Come on, man.
and also with Abel Sanchez didn't do nothing with Dominic Brazil to reform him. He got his ass whooped by Otto Wallen.
but
Only
you
reason
can't.
why
But you
Otto
can't. But
Wallen,
listen, you can't compare Dominic Brazil. Look, he had that one Russian at cruiserweight. He was a monster. He gave
what
Usyk a fight.
Gassiev?
Yeah, he's a fucking beast, man. Don't like. And
Yeah,
he had
that's fine,
someone,
but he lost to Usyk and he ain't making no noise of heavyweight, bro.
bro, because he's
Yeah,
been getting. I think he
Gassio,
has some
he's a
sick.
bum.
No, he's a
He ain't
beast.
making no
Wait until he
noise of
gets some
heavyweight.
bro. He just like I said, bro.
Dude,
He's
fucking
getting up
Luis
there.
Ortiz would kill him.
He should be fighting Hergovic since nobody want to fight that motherfucker. Then
Yeah, man.
why haven't
told
Gassiev
you.
been running his mouth at heavyweight? He been fighting nobody.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna say, bro, he needed to do
Yeah, skip that part.
Fury like he did Marcus. No, we were talking about the Wilder Fury. You saw how they robbed Marcus the last two fights. He needed to do Fury like Marcus at Pac-Man, just sleeping quiet. Then they could count until 30. Wilder ain't getting up for. I mean,
What
Fury ain't
happened
getting
with
up for
Wilder
that shit.
Sleep Fury? You just stated that, nigga.
But
Even though
bro, he didn't sleep him like
you
Marcus
see
at
what happened, he
Pac-Man.
sleeped him, and then the
No,
ref still allowed him to get up.
Yeah, exactly.
Still allowed
bro.
him to get up. You know
And
that,
I'm
bro.
I'm glad
What Marcus
I'm
with
glad Polo brought
Marcus
that
is
up. The Marquez Pacquiao fight, because that's the only way you're gonna beat people like Canelo and Fury now. The people that are super connected, the only way to beat them is to land some Marquez or Tank Davis like uppercut and put them out for 10 fucking minutes to where they can't survive any possible count.
They have to choose
That's the only way you can beat Canelo now.
Legitimate. Okay, like I said, if you want to go, but come on, man, like you are.
Ain't no come on, Polo. You don't think it's weird that I'm telling you, every Canelo fight that he has, they always ask his opponent. So what do you think about the judges and the scorecards? Like this is like a normal thing for everybody. Like we all gotta accept the fact that no matter what, even if you win it, the judge is gonna rob your ass. Mm-hmm. They asked every Canelo opponent that. Everyone.
Shit. Like I said, bro, you know, boxing, there's been questionable, not just with Canelo, bro. I don't know, use Canelo, but we've seen last year a couple questionable decisions. We saw that, you know, Tony Harrison Charlo fight that was kind of questionable. We saw the Castaño versus the Charlo at 154. We saw
the Valdez Conceição.
That shit was a draw, bro. That shit was a
no, that was a draw though. This motherfucker here. All right.
That shit was a draw, bro.
Look at the punch statistics.
I'm gonna just say this. Hold up.
Remember, we don't score fights based on stats, though. What happens if we don't score fights based on stats, like you said?
Hey, Polo, I'm gonna just say this. When have you seen somebody get their ass whooped like Mayweather beat Canelo, and they get a card on? This is against Mayweather, you know. Canelo got a card on the Mayweather fight, and you saw what happened in that fight. You couldn't even really find a round, maybe to get Canelo. You can't.
No, he won the first round, but he won.
This isn't even no hate.
The first round.
This isn't even no hate, but how do you get a card?
That's what I'm saying,
with that
bro.
type of ass whooping? That doesn't make any sense. They removed that lady from judging for a while as well.
Right.
So
but like I said, bro, we see
it's not just like I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to.
No, I understand where you're coming
don't
from.
hate
I
or
was
nothing.
a little bit like, damn. But like I said, bro, it's been some questionable, decisions in boxing, bro. Like,
of course, there's been a lot of questionable decisions. We can go on and on about it, but like that's just one point that I want to bring up. Corruption.
That was kind of like shit. I don't know what they just.
It's not just Canelo. It's not just Canelo.
It's the whole Canelo aura is just funny style, man, because don't get it twisted, he's a good boxer, but it's like you can tell people make a lot of money off this guy. So they're doing things that's gonna work in his favor. Like the franchise belt, bro. That shit is wild. Like how your mandatory disappear because a fake belt come out of nowhere. And that's what makes me feel like, man, you sure them people ain't involved?
Nah, the cartel probably don't like Canelo that much, but I know it's the WBC.
Crazy. I read some of it that apparently when you get that, bro, you can challenge any champion, any division that has it, as long as the WBC. So technically, Canelo could go up to Brisbane and fight Rebus if he wanted to. So I mean,
you want to challenge the heavyweight champion.
You think we haven't talked about him going to Bridgerweight? We've talked about it.
No, but I don't think he's gonna go to heavyweight. And like I said, bro, he'll probably fuck around maybe at Bridgeweight heavyweight. Nah. Like you said, bro, he'll probably fuck around and go to Bridgeweight because Bridgeweight's like 215. Or probably, 300 to 200 or something. Then
Usyk said he won't smoke at cruiserweight, so I'm down for that.
Yeah, fuck the Bridgeweight division. That shit is so fake.
Yeah, come on, let's go. I'm down for Canelo versus Usyk.
You know why it's not going to work? Because they're gonna want Usyk to go to 190.
Yeah, Bridgeweight.
Nah, they're gonna make it 180 for Usyk's ass.
No, listen. How's the Bridgeweight done, bro? If you're coming from cruiserweight and you're jumping, that's
because it's still the heavyweight division, you idiot.
Why are you coming in?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Hey, by the way, Rocky Marciano fought at one.
Shut your fat ass up, bro. You
Hey,
fat as shit, bro.
hey, Rocky Marciano fought at heavyweight at 189, motherfucker. Rocky Marciano fought.
Crowd came in with shooting, man. He came in with the clip loaded.
I will beat the shit out of this piece of shit, man.
Oh god!
Come on, man. Crowd. Why y'all gotta turn this shit to VAR?
Calm down.
That's stupid.
No, fuck that.
I'm too drunk for this conversation. Y'all need to relax.
Bro,
Come on, man. I'm
about to spill my drink over here.
Hey. We just having a boxing conversation,
Bro,
man. You gotta gang up on my dude Polo like that, bro.
I
Just talking boxing, bro. Just keep it respectful, man.
Yeah, he called me an idiot first. How many times has he called me an idiot and then I let it slide? Now I'm like,
I know that. That's what I'm saying.
Our man trying to regulate on your behalf, Polo. Let him do it.
Thank you, bro. I'm saying, I ignored it last time. He was calling me an idiot a couple times. I'm like, you know what? I'm up. But then this time it's like, man, he got me in a bad day. I'm already pissed off. So like,
That,
but I feel
that
you.
shit
I
was
don't mean
funny as fuck. Cry came in out of nowhere. I was like, oh god, what the fuck is going on?
no,
Y'all can't be started
here's the
this,
thing,
man. You know what y'all sound? Y'all
say
sound
your
like two
opinion.
arguing.
And
Every
yeah, but I
time.
was saying that I think with the cruiserweight, I think cruiserweight is a good division because I'm not gonna lie, coming from cruiserweight all the way to heavyweight is a big jump. What do you guys think about the bridgerweight?
I
Like,
think it's a
imagine
good
like
idea.
Wilder could dominate and go undisputed. That's what I'm saying. But I got called an idiot. But you guys
I don't think it's a terrible idea, but I do think that number one, all the other sanctioning bodies would need to adopt it, and number two, I think that pretty much all the weight classes below super bantamweight need to be fucking eliminated in order because the people are talking about too many belts and stuff. And I think a lot of those weight divisions that don't even get a lot of American attention or international attention, I think that they should pretty much be consolidated because, like you just said, Wilder's almost a cruiserweight, and he's fighting people with 30, 40 pounds on him. So I think Bridgerweight is actually a good idea. It's a good introduction to heavyweight, to be honest.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I think that
because look
I
at
don't
Tyson
think that
Fury,
they
bro.
should eliminate every weight class under 122. I will say everything under 112. So make it 112 and up. And as far as the cruiserweight,
I don't think there's that many classes under 112. I think it's like
it's
one.
two. It's 105
okay.
and 108. You could just make them all 112, 112 pound fighters. And I think the cruiserweight division, you don't have to have Bridgewater. We can make the cruiserweight 220. You get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't gotta have the bridge weight. You can just have them all cruiserweights. You know,
and people brought this up after that Wilder Fury fight. They're like, is Tyson Fury weight should be a different weight class?
No,
super heavy,
like a super heavy.
That's the amateurs. I don't believe
because in the UFC I think they have super heavyweight.
Yeah, they have
eliminated.
They eliminated that. I don't think that you should.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you should have a super heavyweight division because if we look at it, how many fighters are all coming in at 275? And
I think it should be 250 plus. You go to super heavy.
Yeah, it should be 250. It shouldn't be 270. That's a
yeah,
start.
like 250 and above. You should go to super heavy, bro.
Yeah.
Well, but here's the thing, bro. I don't agree with you eliminating the weight class. I feel like we should keep it how it is. More belts, more competition. I don't see anything wrong with it. If anything,
because they're over there wasting time. It's just a bunch of midget slap boxing. Like nobody's looking at that shit.
No knockouts.
Yes,
all
do.
fucking.
Bro, come on, man.
Well, the thing is that you can consolidate. Hold up. Let me say this. Hold up. You can consolidate it from 105 to 112. That's not that many pounds. It's not like these dudes rehydrating the 160.
A fucking chicken sandwich away from each class. Like, come on.
Right, like, I agree.
A McDouble away from that weight, you know.
But hey, man, I'm gonna say something. All right, man.
It's not that many dudes that can get to 112. You know, it's not that many dudes that are just naturally small like that. That's why there are not that many fighters in those divisions.
Guys like Fulton are pretty rare in our community. Let's be real. To be boxers.
Testosterone deprived guys,
small dudes, man. If there was an American down there that was good, y'all would be like, yep, but man.
Stephen Fulton is a unified champion down there. What are you talking about?
It's been a ton of American fighters that were great fighters that was a 112 and below, but it's not that many great fighters of any weight class. That's any nationality.
Hey,
say that again.
Fulton's at 122.
Well, maybe you know the Mexicans and the Asians are that small, but like like Americans aren't that small. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's been a few, but it's been a couple.
We ain't that small with damn Taco Bell fucking chicken wings coming around here.
I know. I heard
right now, bro.
Them shits look disgusting. But even
never touching that shit.
I haven't eaten Taco Bell in like a decade. But even if there were Americans down there, I still really wouldn't be that interested because the thing, like I said, it's not about nationality. It's about because of how small they are and their leverage. It's hard to differentiate styles, and because they're around the same size, knockouts are difficult to come by unless you're an anomaly like Inoue or Donaire or somebody like that.
Ramon Gonzalez, Gallo, sure. Come on, man. Like I said, I watched it.
Ramon Gonzalez.
I've noticed.
Chocolito, huh?
Yeah, Chocolatito. Him and Estrada punching each other 1,000 fucking times and doing no
That
damage.
dude has fought the who's who of those divisions, bro. I mean, right now he's on the pound for pound list because besides he did beat that one dude, like his victory before he fought.
Well, he was on the pound for pound list ahead of Andre Ward, so.
I'm gonna tell you this, Chocolatito. Chocolatito last 7 fights, he 4-3. How is he still in any conversation we having?
But listen,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I ain't trying to be funny, man.
My man's a
Just being honest.
champion. Bro, look at his resume. Look at everybody's. You can't hate on that man. He's not on pound for
bro, but he's never.
Nobody's hating on him. It's just.
He's never ahead of Ward
Is it
in
really
any
gonna be there? Maybe.
conversation.
But he's fighting the who's who of who. Like I said, bro, he fought
Who?
the man.
Exactly, the who's who of who. Like,
Who is
exactly,
who's
fucking who.
Kyle,
He fought the rugby side twice and got laid the
Come on
fuck
now,
out.
Come on, man. Get out of here. Y'all
Hey, but hold on,
And the
bro.
thing is that certain B-side beat him twice and he didn't get on the pound. He wasn't the number one pound for pound.
No, I
He ain't getting
He
no
wasn't
fucking
in the
credit.
pound for pound conversation.
Man, y'all hate
Hey,
on
look,
him
we don't
already.
even talk about
Y'all
him.
some haters.
Hey, look, bro.
And it's not even
Since
hate.
you brought
It's
him
like,
up,
come on now.
Nah,
I'm gonna look up his record, right? So I want to
Yeah.
see who's the who's who that you said now.
Oh,
You said the
shit.
who's
Carlos
who.
Quadras.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
Man, you're not a like I said, you're not gonna help.
I've only heard of maybe 4 or 5 fighters that he fought that I had heard of.
Exactly.
The guy that knocked
No,
him
but
out.
listen, bro.
And they all fight
Hold
each
on a
other.
second, I'm just saying.
They
Hold
all
on a
fight
second.
each
I
other.
let
Let's
you
be
talk.
real.
Opinion, bro.
Let's
Like
be
I said,
real.
Hey,
basically,
Are you
Pablo, I
gonna
let
look
you
at somebody that
Pablo, I let you talk, bro. I let you talk, Pablo.
Ramon Gonzalez.
Hey, Julius.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you gonna look at somebody that's like 105, 108 and be like, man, this is the number one fighter in the world, the pound for pound number one in the world? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely
Stop
not.
making
Exactly.
Hey, listen, man.
Put his ass in a fucking
That's your
suitcase.
opinion. But that's your opinion. To me,
Okay, in my earlier
It is my
days, right?
opinion.
In my earlier days,
yeah,
right?
That's your opinion. I got my opinion.
Hey, well, Pablo, let me.
On there. Benito Lopez was on the pound for pound list.
Okay, let me talk
And those
about.
are
Let
great
me talk
fighters. Like,
about
not getting me
Ricardo
wrong, they're
Lopez.
great fighters.
Let Julius get it off. Let Julius get it off.
Okay.
He don't want you to examine the resume.
Nah, he ain't gonna let me
Hold
talk.
up, Pablo. Let Julius cook real quick. Let him cook real quick.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Go ahead, Julius.
I can talk about Ricardo Lopez. He was a great 108-pound fighter. 105 he started. But it was a guy at 112 at that time called Mark Too Sharp Johnson, right?
Oh, yeah.
He never talked about or fought him. Now, Rosendo Alvarez, which was a decent fighter, he went life and death with him 2 or 3 times. So that gave me an idea how that fight would have went. Chocolatito, look, bro, I've only heard about 4 guys that he fought. And we up here talking about him. And again, he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4-3. His last 7 fights, he got stopped. And how about this? He lost his last fight last year in March. Like,
you gotta
move
watch
up.
That fight, though, homie.
I'm just saying, like if you want to be noticed at this stage of the game, nobody even talking about you, but you stand there because listen, he's an HBO. He's an HBO phenomenon. He's a Eddie Hearn.
HBO hype machine, like Triple G.
He's a hype. And listen, I've heard Bradman, Stephen Edwards talk about him. I respect what Stephen Edwards talked. I respect Bradman, but let me say this though, man. You know what's so funny? Is that people get into this thing of listening to other people talk about folks, and then they blow them up. He was like, "Oh my God, look at Chocolatito, the way he throw and
bro,
and he's
a
so
beast
dynamic with his punches, and he can do this and he can do that." And then I look and he getting knocked out. Or he
like
what is that? Man, no, I get it, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
This man got his head.
Well, the thing is that a lot of dudes think they like. Hold up.
Let him finish, Paulo.
Hey, let me say this, man. The guy fought about 20 to 25 literally 25 to 30 people you've never heard of, and their records are all over the place that make you know that these are journeymen, right? Now, the first real name he ever fought was in 2015. He fought Brian Valorian. I've heard of him. Olympian from Hawaii. Good win. Then he beat Carlos Cardruas. I've heard of him. Good win. He won a decision. And then he got beat. So I don't see all this, greatness coming from
you gotta go back on me.
And keep in mind, nobody was talking about Sarung side.
Francisco Rodriguez.
Nobody was talking about Sarung side when Chocolatito lost to him. Nobody was talking about.
Look at this.
Yeah.
You got Jermell Charlo. Hold up. You got Jermell Charlo, who's fought the who's who in his division. He's on his way to be undisputed. Like, look at his resume. Gabe Rosado,
not even
Tony
top 10.
Harrison, Jason Rosario.
No, he should be on the phone.
John Jackson. He's fought a whole bunch of dudes. Austin Trout.
And if he wins his next fight, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
I think he did already.
A lot of these the propaganda. Hold up. Everybody, hold up. Hold up.
Go ahead, Alan.
Hold up. The propaganda machine will tell you that the 154-pound division is a weak division, but they'll prop Canelo up for fighting getting undisputed at 168, a division that we know is not stacked. The only reason why they say the 154-pound division isn't stacked because all the fighters over there are at PBC. But you look at the talent, just the skills of those guys. Everybody hits pretty much. Everybody hits hard. Everybody's skilled. Everybody's fought the who's who of that division. That's how a division should be. It's the same with 147. Right. The only outlier at 147 is Bud Crawford. And the reason why 147, 154 gets hated on is because all the fighters are PBC. And they mix it up. So a lot of those dudes' resumes, when it's all said and done, you're going to look at who's who of that division and look at everybody who's fought who, and they'd be like, damn, these dudes, they fought some great fighters, man. Danny Garcia fought Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Earl Spence. Sean Porter fought pretty much everybody. Earl Spence is on his way to get it. The only person that two people that Earl Spence hasn't really fought yet is Bud and Keith Thurman. We know why he isn't fighting Keith Thurman, and Bud Crawford's on the way, hopefully. So a lot of these dudes are the ones that are getting disrespected. I know he's gonna beat the shit out of Thurman if they ever fight. But they're not getting the respect that they deserve.
Hey, the guy that says Cozy Rito.
He hit that shit on the head with the politics. Yeah, that's facts.
But the thing is that this is take away from Chocolatito and what was it, Juan Francisco Estrada and everything. But you can just look at that. Why didn't Surin B-side get a spot on the pound for pound list after beating both Juan Francisco Estrada, I believe, and Chocolatito? That's politics. He did get a spot on some minor pound for pound list, but not the major ones. After he beat Chocolatito, they were talking about Chocolatito's career more than they were talking about Sarung besides supremacy. He was never fucking acknowledged. They ran that back.
Didn't he
and he knocked his ass
out?
In the next
he
fight.
got knocked unconscious, right?
Yeah, he was down. He was smoked.
Unconscious.
Chocolatito lost, and then he ran it back with Sarung beside the second fight, and he smoked his ass.
Yeah, hey, look, man. I like I said, I be respecting Brad, man, and some of these guys, and you know what I'm saying, and the guy that that D-Hive UB that was debating you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna say this, man, about that. These guys be real funny though. There are people that I see on Twitter, right? And they can be black. And this is why I tell people, don't put all black people into the same category. Because here's one. It be guys, they'll know something isn't a fact. They'll know something is some crap. They'll agree with it. Even if it's going against black, they'll always go against black people just so they can have a certain group.
Yep, Julius.
So that they can get on certain shows and be friendly with certain people, and they'll be the token black guy.
It's just for likes. And it's funny because most of these
dudes,
people,
when you think about it, a lot of those dudes, they don't know as much as they portray. Just because you got in the way on your pound for pound and stuff like that, like motherfuckers would think just because you don't like the smaller weight divisions, oh, you don't know boxing. Like, who gives a fuck, man? I like Inoue. I like Steve Fulton.
Hey,
But the thing
my
is
meme
that
I posted that shit. I said,
yeah, like
Art Man
hold on,
is a
and
casual
hold on,
because he
Pablo.
don't know what's his name at fucking 105 pounds.
Oh yeah, because you don't know CP knockout fresh mark. Yeah, because you don't watch that fucking fight at Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. when you're on your way to fucking work. You don't know boxing. Man, shut the fuck up. I can't stand those people. They really think that they're fucking boxing experts because
like
they know
some
the
type of superior boxer. Like, bro,
yeah,
you
because you remember Naoya Inoue's first 6 fights. Man, shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. Real boxing fans that pay real fucking money want to see that son of a bitch move up and get some legitimate smoke. We don't care fucking loses, but we're tired of seeing people that he's clearly bigger than. He's clearly bigger than these motherfuckers, man.
Oh, what you say, Art Man?
I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, but they got pissed off when I said, man, I'm tired of this shit. Fucking Anui fighting his cousins and shit.
Yeah,
man,
dude.
they said,
fucking sperm weights.
Fucking our man's racist.
Jerking their dicks off over Kazuka Ioka and Jerwin Ankahaus. Like, bro, nobody gives a fuck.
Hey, Art Man.
They love to throw around racism.
I be talking that same crap, man. Like they be talking to me about, over there in Japan, a lot of the guys be going by the gym name. They don't even use their real name. They be named after a gym.
Yeah, even they know they don't matter.
And I own a beat these guys, and people be jumping up and down. Oh, he stopped this guy. He knocked him down 9 times, and this and that. I'm like, man, he fought nobody, bro.
Who the fuck is this guy?
And look,
and it looked like
listen, they care so much about him, right? That Top Rank don't even air his fights. They don't even care that.
No, I really like.
He has a co-promotional deal.
Fuck with Inoue.
Hold on 1 second.
No,
I really fuck with Inoue. I really like Inoue.
Hold on,
I really want to see him get some more smoke.
Talking. What's going on? Who's talking first?
Alan, go ahead. I stopped talking.
First. I said I really like Inoue. I really want to see Inoue in there with some smoke, though. Donaire gave him a really good fight, and Domaire's package round. Let's be real.
His eye socket.
Eye socket. Excuse me. Worse.
Yeah.
Shit, but it's only
let him put him in there with Stephen Fulton. Put him in there with like Dane Moran, MJ. Put him in there with those guys. I think Fulton will whoop his ass. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I think Fulton will whoop his ass. But we gotta see that. We got to see that. And dudes will talk about, hold up. Dudes will talk about, y'all just want to see Inoue lose. Like, no, if you believe in Inoue, like I believe in Inoue, you put him in there with these dogs, these guys that are just as big as him, just skilled as him, hit as hard as him.
On the outside looking in, to me, it looked like Inoue fought the same person since fighting Donaire. I'm gonna keep it on it. It looked like he just going through the same training camp just to fight the same dude over and over.
Man, that's racist.
It don't help.
That's racist.
Don't help that he's not getting promoted by Top Rank.
Well, it's a co-promotional deal because he only signed a partial deal with Top Rank so he can have access to both markets. Some motherfucker on Twitter thought I didn't know that. The point is that they have no problem sharing him because not only do they get a discount, but they know he's not going to be some big star over here. He's not. They just like, dude, if Top Rank couldn't make a real star out of Better Beef, they're not going to do it with fucking Inoue. And keep in mind, when I say I want to see Inoue move up, I honestly think that he has what it takes to beat Fulton and beat MJ. I'm not saying he does, even though I think he'll probably beat up MJ, but I'm saying that it's a 50-50. And those are fights that'll be interesting and more people will actually watch.
Yeah. Art Man, can I jump in here for a second, Art Man? And I'm sorry, guys, I got to bring this subject up, right? And the guy that I'm going to say this, I'm not necessarily talking trash about him. I'm just gonna make a statement he made to show you how people either fall for the, for anything, or they just don't know what they think they know about boxing. It was a clip up of Canelo punching Triple G, right? And a guy said, man, Triple G got the best chin I've seen in the last 20-some years, right?
Oh, my fucking God.
Now, let me ask this question. I haven't seen, and I like Triple G. I ain't seen Triple G fight no punchers. But see, this is when somebody put a narrative out there, people just fall for any type of narrative. And that's what we talking about with Ione, with Chocolito, and guys like that, man. We're basically
Jaime Munguia.
Mogia, exactly.
Yep.
A guy
But you
that the
guys,
British
then,
guy
but
beat
in the
him
same,
all around the ring.
in the same, in the same sense, Julius, they'll shit on Earl Spence. They'll shit on Deontay Wilder. They'll shit on
Right.
Shakur Stevenson. And
Hey,
they'll shit on Devin Haney.
Man,
They'll shit on both Charlos.
That's why I sent Art Man the picture of Canelo cussing and drunk as a skunk. It wasn't because I got a problem with him drinking. That guy can drink all he wants to. I ain't have no problem with him being pissy drunk. All I'm saying is that when Earl Spence or Tank Davis is drunk, or if Broner is drunk, it's an issue. When Canelo is drunk, he's having fun.
Viva la Mexico! Yeah,
Canelo got 3 kids by 3 different women, and nobody talk about it. He got baby mamas all over the place.
What you gonna say, Pablo?
Earl Spence, AB baby mamas, and all types of shit. Charlo's baby mama, they talk about all that shit.
And Canelo had a baby mama drama too. But go ahead, Pablo.
He got 3 of them
I have a
bitches.
question though, bro. Listen to this. So as a man, when do we care what another man got like with baby mamas? I'm just saying that right now. That's
we shouldn't, and that's what I was saying.
I don't know what.
That's what I was trying
to. You guys follow. I don't pay attention to know that. But here's the thing, though. The only reason I've seen where people shit on Spence was the day that he drove drunk. Like I said, bro. You know, he was driving drunk.
Who did he hurt?
Before he drove drunk.
Shit, but here's the thing, bro. If you're like.
No, Polo, I'm telling you, as some like listen, Polo. There's somebody that's seen this stuff. Like when he was hanging out with AB and Tank, they told him don't hang out with those guys. Those guys are thugs, or they live a certain lifestyle. Don't hang out with those guys. You know, you need to stay humble, Spence. And you can go to Shakur Stevenson tweet. He tweeted like a few days ago, I think. Shakur was popping this shit. He was talking this shit. You know, dude was just like, you need to be humble. You need to stay humble. Why are y'all only telling black fighters that they need to be humble? You know what that really means? That means, you know, be quiet, nigga. You're getting too confident. Be quiet. You know, you should talk like this. They want you to play this humble, this docile.
They want you to kneel down like Bud.
They want you to be like,
and the thing is that.
Yeah, they want you to be like.
Didn't really talk that much.
They want you to be like Bud with Arrow.
They don't want you to be.
They don't like that. They don't like that. You know.
Can I?
And one more thing.
Yeah,
they don't like you when you're confident.
For a second.
Okay, go ahead, Crop.
Yeah, I was about to finish, but go ahead.
All right. 2 things. About the weight classes in boxing. I was probably thinking maybe they should probably go to the weight class system for wrestling, because I was probably thinking maybe they should probably add in 220 and 285, you know, if we're gonna, you know, ever see like a split in the heavyweight division. But I'm personally not, like, you know, against it, as far as, you know, just having, you know, type of setup, and definitely get rid of the sperm weight divisions. But on top of the other topic that y'all were talking about, you know, black fighters, you know, talking their shit, like, you know, for trash talking and trying to, you know, expand their branding. That same energy can be applied with the white fighters too, because, you know, even when guys like Lomachenko, when he was talking his shit, trying to act like, you know, he's this and that, nobody didn't have no fucking problem with him talking shit about anybody. But then, you know, like, I guess like when it ever comes to like anybody like a black fighter trying to press him, everybody wants to tell that black fighter, hey, shut the fuck up. You can't say this. You can't say that. That's not on cue to say that to a guy like Lomachenko or whoever's on the hope list, because they don't want the fighters on the coincidental to rise up to the occasion and take out, you know, fighters on the hope list, because the whole reason why that's centered is because they don't want you to be basically superior in the particular skill set that certain promoters and certain politics that are in place in the sport of boxing right now to prevent all these, you know, black murderous row superstar fighters.
Well,
They
no
don't
one
want
gives a
another
fuck about what
Floyd
Lomachenko
Mayweather.
talking about because he barely speaks fucking English. That's off top. He goes in there with that Buslushki. It's like, nah, nigga, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
It's not just boxing. You see it all in all other sports. They don't like that cocky.
You see it
They
in
don't like what
business.
you see. Yeah,
They ain't like
like
Cam
when
Newton being cocky.
Like
No.
look at Robert F. Smith. Robert F. Smith has been a hedge fund financier and a finance giant for 30 plus years. All of a sudden, he decides to pay off all of the student loan debt for a graduating class in Morehouse IRS audit. What the fuck?
What?
Out of bumfuck nowhere,
Shout
IRS
out
full
to
scale
Robert
audit.
Smith too, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to Robert
Robert
Smith.
Stiff. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah,
Wait. Say that story again. 'Cause I ain't hear
basically,
this.
yeah. Robert F. Smith is currently a hedge fund. He's a hedge fund giant. I think the largest black owned.
billionaire.
Yeah, he's a black billionaire in the United States. One of the only ones. And definitely, I think one of the only ones in finance. He's one of the largest hedge. Well, he's one of the. He's a hedge fund giant and former corporate CEO. He paid off all of the students. And keep in mind, the reason why I say this is because he's someone that has to answer to the IRS and SEC a bunch of times, but has never had a large scale investigation, I believe, in his career. He paid off all of the student loans for a graduating class in Morehouse. The moment he does that, all of a sudden that triggers an IRS audit. This man on paper is worth billions of dollars. He's been in finance. He's worth billions of dollars. He's been in finance his entire career, from graduating college up until now, and all of a sudden the IRS decides to investigate him. It's like, why would he not have the money to do that?
Yeah, but on top of that, that's not a violation.
He's been giving away money to all types of people. The moment he decides to give some money to some black people, all of a sudden it's we need to look into that. What's going on there?
I mean, take a look at how fucking LeBron James, he paid like a shitload in tuition for all those kids out of Cleveland, right? So it's like nobody doesn't have like a problem for that, but it's like for that you mentioned, it's like, why does this the government needs to be hunting down people like that, trying to help other people out.
Look at Nipsey. As soon as Nipsey got into too much commercial real estate, suddenly the ops is after him. After all these years, the ops is finally after him.
All across the world. I mean, across the fucking world.
Where was that picture you took of him? That shit was.
I mean, take a look at Black Wall Street.
You were like, no, where do you think that?
Yeah,
picture
I took that picture with Nipsey in 2014 at the. That was in Texas.
Oh,
that was in Texas. Yeah.
2014. I was in Northern California. I was in college. 2014.
Yeah, 2014. I was in Texas doing my motherfucking thing, learning the ropes, and he pulled up in Dallas.
Oh, cool.
Shit.
Say they do that quiet down talk. They both do crucial.
Oh, wait,
they don't like Carissa Shields. They don't like her at all. This uppity black woman.
Yeah, exactly. She accomplished the same thing as Lomachenko plus extra
she can't be confident.
Yeah, plus extra as a professional. Did something that Canelo could have done with one fucking fight, but she ain't getting her ass eaten.
Hey, he's about to catch up to 175. But I have a question. I've seen that now that Canelo's doing that English, I've seen him get hate for it. So I wanted to bring that up. Now that he's doing his getting a little confident. I've seen him get a lot of hate, man.
It's not as
let me ask you a question, how do Mexicans feel about Canelo moving from Mexico and living in San Diego? Is he a bigger fan with Mexican Americans, or is he a bigger fan in Mexico?
Definitely a Mexican American.
Yeah, definitely a Mexican, like American.
Definitely the Eggers.
Yep. Yeah. The Eggers and the Hectors.
Mexican people.
Yeah.
All them racist ass fucking Mexicans.
Oh, come on, Crod.
Damn, Crod.
Come on, Crod.
Crod came in here fucking guns blazing.
You can't be doing your tribalism thing over here, man. You didn't say nothing about Puerto Rico.
Yeah, come on, Crod, man. It's boxing isn't about nationality and racial pride. Come on.
Yeah, it's not about that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna keep you honest.
It's not about that, man.
Hey, y'all keep letting him say all that shit.
Even though I
Like,
think
I'm
Lomo
saying,
and Bumlovkin are the number one, the
What are
greatest
you
fighters
talking
I've ever
about? We're
seen in
letting
my
him
life.
say that. We're telling him to relax. What the hell are you
Yeah,
talking
every
about?
time you
yeah,
stop telling
like,
him to relax, dude.
Yeah,
Come on.
you
yeah,
know,
you
I'm
keep saying
just,
that. Like, I haven't said nothing. I'm
just
just saying, bro.
saying,
You
I'm
said
just saying like what I need to say.
no. That's
Fucking
cool. Like I said, I'm not
Christ.
gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna go down the low. Like I said, I'm not that low. That's not cool. Like I said, bro, I'm not gonna.
We
I ain't
we
gonna lie,
can
Hurt
man.
feelings, shit.
we
Hey,
can
Feelings, shit. I'm
control
just gonna
this
be
I ain't
nigga.
real.
All
gonna
we can
lie
do is
to you.
like
Hey,
When
all
I,
man,
when I
all
talked
this
outside
shit
of
about
is testing.
Canelo,
I
boxing,
don't
hey,
know.
hey, when I talked about Canelo fighting Charlo and Andre, man, you know how many dudes is in my inbox crying, man. It was so crazy. This dude messaged me for like a day straight, and I told him, man,
Man,
stop
I don't
messaging
even,
me. Don't you got a
bro.
girl or
I don't,
something? Go message a girl.
I
Oh, I
hate
block
you know what I
motherfuckers
hate?
with that weak
I hate
shit.
the
bro.
All
I
right.
don't even know
why does
why
he
y'all let
deserve
this thing.
why does he deserve a fight with
Hey,
Canelo?
hey,
He
now we
doesn't
getting it
deserve to
though.
walk
Nah,
the same streets as Canelo.
damn.
yeah, man, Canelo Alvarez.
He's
You
not
know,
gonna fight Carlo, bro.
Charlo and Andrade didn't deserve a fight with him, but Rocky Fielding, what's his name, Caleb Smith and Abney Yildirim, they were runners up, man.
I
Those were
always
such
tell him,
great fights,
you know what I tell him
memorable
now when
fights.
they say
I
they
think
What's
say
up?
that
Charlo should try
bullshit.
to fight
All
Caleb
I
Smith.
tell him, all I say is that who has he beat talk died the same day Canelo signed to fight Rocky
Bro,
Fielding.
now he's gonna fight Charlo. When he beats him, there's gonna be excuses.
I
You
think
ask
Who
him
he's.
said
why.
I
he gonna
think
fight
Charlo's fight
He's
Charlo?
not
planned.
gonna fight Charlo, bro.
Yes, he
He's
is,
not
bro.
fighting
But he'll
Charlo.
end up fighting.
Bro,
He's
the
not.
only
Yeah,
way
he's
he
fighting
fight
Charlo, bro.
Charlo if Charlo accept the contract fucking April 28th to fight on May 5th.
Bro, that's an excuse.
If Andre resigns with
Excuses.
Matchroom, Andre needs to fight Callum Smith. That'd be at 168. Oh well, no, he's at 175 now. Fuck. Never mind.
Yeah,
Shit,
he's
they
at
could jump up.
175.
Hey, like I said, bro.
Eddie need to get him in a fight.
Yeah, he
Man,
And
I
he
can't
heard they
fight.
beat
trying
Charlo.
to renegotiate his deal.
Yeah, they're trying to give him less money because they can't get him to fight. He needs to leave fucking Matchroom.
He
Man,
should
I
have been
blame
left
with them.
though.
Voodoo
He
for
I
should have
wish
all
never
of
he
that,
signed
stayed
with
man.
there
them.
at
One
PBC.
thing that I said,
Yep.
always said, is that I don't understand how you're on the stable with two of the quote unquote best middleweights in the world and they don't want to fight you. But you're
It's
such a
just that
horrible fighter.
Matchroom has
Hey,
all the 168 smoke though. That's what's the bad part is Matchroom and Pro Bellum and all those assholes because most of the 168ers are European. So to get some
European
legitimate,
bums.
Yeah.
well,
We have a
so
question. How you call him European bums? But I don't understand it. So, he went a
Because they
definition
suck.
of Europe.
They
No, they
suck.
don't, bro.
Yes, they
They
do.
got
They're
decent.
garbage.
The
When have you?
Russians,
Callum Smith is one
Ukrainians.
of the greatest
Okay,
fighters in the world.
okay. Better beef sucks. Then.
He's such a great fighter.
Hey. Better beef sucks. Then better beef just be literally the
better
best
be
in the
if
We're
world.
don't
talking
fight
about
on fucking
168
Matchroom.
pounds.
But no, I'm saying
We're
defensively,
talking about the
they got a
168
couple.
pound
They got
division,
a couple.
Polo. Come on now.
They got a couple Russians that's tough. I'm
Give
just
me
saying.
some Matchroom heavy hitters at 168. Go ahead.
None.
Heavy hitters?
said
Yeah.
heavy hitters.
Matter of fact,
Man,
name some
You
Matchroom
got
fighters
quiet
that
in
can
the
beat
yeah,
motherfucker.
No, he
he
fight,
should have
bro.
been. You're the
He is.
first
He
thing
was
he
He
gonna
said
said
was
hush him
heavy
up.
Caleb
hitters.
Smith. Come on,
David,
Polo.
I got you. David
He
Benavidez
got
is up
quiet as
there.
fuck.
No, I got you, bro. Be quiet. Like I said, let me talk. There's another dude from Kazakhstan that's good. You guys just don't see it. They got a couple
I said
hitters coming up from.
Matchroom. Matchroom
Matchroom.
Oh,
168
Come on,
is.
man.
they are with Matchroom. The one from
Benavidez is not
Kazakhstan.
with Matchroom, bro.
Oh, they got a couple. That one Russian that's with Matchroom. I can't remember his name, but he's cool.
Right. Nobody knows these
Beck the Beef,
motherfuckers.
Because it's
It's
coming
like
from.
what I'm
Beck the
talking
bully.
about.
Beck the
Beck
peg
the
user that
Bully.
got knocked out by Gabe Rosado.
Beckham.
Looking like shit is left. What they got? Zach Parker. Oh shit, Zach Parker. I think
He
is
got,
fucking.
hey, Beck the
That
bully got his
partner
ass
is fighting
Pacquiao.
Wisconsin, maybe.
He got demolished. That shit was funny.
He got this. That
Oh wait,
was
Zach
funny.
Parker got knocked out, right?
No, Zach Parker's undefeated, and that's who Andre would have to fight if Canelo vacated the WBO. But it's funny because Beck the Bully, people thought he was really getting ready to do something in boxing. I'm like, based off of what? He fights like Alan Babbitt. He's garbage. He comes at
All
people with
because
his
Chris
fucking
Mannix and them was hyping him up.
yeah, dude,
Yeah,
and because he was signed to fight Kovalev until Kovalev popped dirty for PEDs. This motherfucker only has
he said let Kovalev fight, and then he pops 30 for pads. That's why he said let him fight because it was going to be a pad showdown.
A pet war.
it's gonna be even. It's gonna be even Steven. But bro, Kovalev would have made him. Kovalev would have probably knocked him out worse than fucking Gabe Rosado. The kid only has 6 fights. Kovalev was about to eat this motherfucker for lunch and then move on.
He got knocked out by Gabe Rosado. That says something.
He's
But
horrible.
you're right because he lunges in with his hands down, and that's how he got
Yo, I heard that Gabe
timed and
Rosado
counted.
wants the Boo Boo Andre smoke.
That's
Yeah,
garbage.
which if Dubu Andre better not take that trash ass fight.
Bro, I'm just
Because
saying.
why would he fight him after he lost to Munguia? Just give Andrade Munguia,
Really though.
the dude that beat him. He could have been calling for that, but and I guarantee you, even before he lost to Munguia, if he would have fought Gabe Rosado, he would have got trashed. They would have trashed him for that.
No, absolutely. They would have said this is a step down because Gabe Rosado has accomplished
Hey,
nothing in
that's gonna be
boxing.
what
He
you
has
mean. That's
13
gonna be Boo
losses.
Boo's best. That's gonna be Boo Boo's best win on paper.
No.
It's not gonna be his
Shit.
best win on
Hey,
paper.
Dude,
Alante.
people on Boo Boo's resume have already beat Gabe Rosado, though, bro. Like
Who?
Selecki. Selecki beat Gabe Rosado.
Nah, but that was
And the
a
thing is
fucking.
that I don't
Nah, watch
understand
that fight
how
again.
they
Watch
could
that
like.
fight
I don't
again.
understand how the zone like. That's how you know it's a garbage company. How you gonna let fighters on your network dictate who they fight? That's not like
They
if
gave
you
Triple
gotta
G
make these
shares in the
dudes
fucking
fight. Yeah,
company.
they gave Triple G sharing a company for what? He wasn't no real like star. Like let's be real. Without Canelo, he wouldn't have done them numbers.
Cooking dinner rolls and Szechuan chicken.
Exactly. Because that's exactly the dudes he was fighting. But you can't make him fight Andrade. That's why I
It's
Yeah,
call
fun.
him
dude.
Golovkin.
It's
Because
funny
he's
because like Canelo fans get mad when you talk about Canelo, but Triple G fans they just quiet and accept it. They're like, "Yeah, y'all right. He haven't done shit," and I'm like, "Yeah, exactly. So chill."
Yeah,
there's no
they just
dude.
accept that shit now. At first, they used
I
to
mean,
fight
I
it.
ain't even gonna lie. At least Canelo moved up in divisions. Triple G's at 160 and he ain't doing nothing.
Fighting
Accomplished
twice,
Nothing.
man.
nothing.
Hey, like I said, I'll give his props. He's done, but I'm saying, remember when he was his big Eastern European knockout until he fought
Hey
Jason
guys, I got a
Canelo? What
roll,
happened?
man. I'll
All right,
holler at
Have
you.
Hey,
Julius.
stay up there,
have
Peace,
a good
Julius.
one,
family. Have a
Julius.
good night. That's
All right.
like Earl Spence staying at 147 and only fighting guys that he
Uh,
fought early in his career.
green
Hey,
beans,
I want
yeah,
to say this.
green
Yeah.
beans and Amir Khan and
Nah.
shit.
Amir Khan, the one and only Amir Khan, the fastest
Yeah,
man with
the
the
guy's
fastest hand.
been knocked out
Fighting
as
dudes
many
like that
times as
back to
Game
back.
Rosado. He was knocked out like 4 fucking times. It's like, bro.
And my whole gripe with him is that they compared him to Hagler,
Who?
compared him to Hagler, all those other great middleweights that would beat his ass and that have accomplished way more than he ever has and he ever will.
Motherfuckers say that Triple G will sleep Hagler. I'm like, oh my god, y'all are just
Yeah, I
shut the
seen
fuck.
that shit. I
And
was
these are
like,
the
Oh
dudes that
my
say they know
god,
so much boxing. Man, get out of here, man.
it's
you
fucking
know,
pathetic.
sometimes some of these people they just say they accuse us of doing it, but they do it where they
But to
just
be
say
honest,
shit
bro,
for shock value to get
everybody
shock
has
get
bias.
people to be like, oh my god, what the heck, and
Hey,
just get them to talk about it. But it's like,
Bro, if
They
Triple
fall
G
for the
was
hype and mystique. They don't look at the actual styles of the fighters that fight and what
Polo,
they've
if
accomplished.
Polo, if Triple G was that guy, I would simply say Triple G is that guy. Just like if Kovalev has slept Ward, I would say Kovalev is that guy. Just like I'm saying Better Biev is probably that
you're
guy.
not saying he's the guy because he's white. Remember?
Right? Yeah. No. I'm
no,
saying
no.
I'm saying Better Biev is that guy at 175, and I've been saying Bivol is that guy at 175.
Yeah.
But Triple G is not that fucking dude because I can easily see people beating him. But Bivol, I think I
The
always thought was
challenge
the most talented 175er. Shit.
and better beef that power, man. That fucking power, man. I'm telling you,
Exactly.
man.
I gave him his respect. I didn't say he
That's
was
the
a
But
bum.
separator.
yo, I don't want to get into it, but I see why they don't make him a star to come. I did some research and yeah, I see why the media doesn't make him into what he is. Sorry, I found out why.
What?
Oh no, I don't want to get into it, but just know I'll put it in the group chat.
Okay, cool.
Oh damn! Is this some serious shit where you can fuck around and get like they
It
might
got to
put a
be
hit,
something serious,
No, I don't
they
want
might
honestly.
to.
put
No,
a
no, no.
hit,
I don't want
they
to
might
get
put a
into
hit
it.
out on you?
No, hell
You
no. I
said
just
they
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
get
make
into
who a star?
Better
better
be
beef.
it.
Better be.
His first title fight, they were
No,
fucking booing in the crowds because it was so boring.
But these are the dudes that the media are hyping.
I mean, Better be it is he's fucking
He's a beast.
certified.
Like he is that
Yeah,
guy. I ain't gonna lie. Better Beav is a certified,
man.
but
I
even though
tried to tell
look
Bivol
at
is
people that.
more,
I tried to tell
even though
people.
Bivol is more proven,
yeah.
Nah, but bitter beef is how is Bivol more? I think bitter beef is more
Bivol has
power,
fought
but
more names. Bivol fought
like name him, name
Chalemba,
name.
Barrera. I'm naming them. Chalemba, Barrera, Joe Smith Jr., who is the current fucking champion.
David Love,
Pascal. Um,
But
he
that's
fought
why they need to fight.
Lennon Castillo.
Lenny Castillo
Um,
ain't shit, bro. Come on, man.
shit.
Man, that's
Well, fucking he fought
Sure.
Craig. He fought Craig Richards. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but look at better
Cedric
beef. Yeah,
Cedric Agnew. He fought Clayton Conceição. So yeah. So and Better Beef has only fought two people. He fought Gvozdyk and
no,
Brown. That's it.
no. Travis was a champion. You can't
Travis
forget Travis
wasn't
Club.
shit. His
Yeah,
first
yes,
belt he got off
oh my
Crowling,
god.
and they were booing him because the shit was boring, and they had no idea who
He got
Crowling
a
fucking
got a,
was.
he got the Ukrainian dude. He got Travis. He got Callum Johnson. I mean, like I said, he's a hard hitter,
Callum
but
Johnson is a fucking club fighter, bro. Callum Johnson has accomplished
nah,
nothing in boxing.
He just has
Travis
power.
Club.
Caleb Johnson sucks.
He's accomplished
I mean,
nothing.
what do you think of the Brown win? Do you guys rate him on that one, or what
That
is the Brown
yes,
Yeah.
win
I
accomplish?
literally
Yes.
just said it. He's certified.
But he was questioned. How is Brown certified? He hasn't won a world title. He only beat Bobby Jack. Look at his
Brown
resume. Who has
actually
he beat?
fought decent competition. He's fought Badu Jack and he fought Pascal. And I believe he fought Levin Castillo before Bivol did. So he's actually fought
Yeah,
some
but
people. The people that are BF's
no,
fighting
but
haven't fucking fought
how do
anybody.
you rate
Damn,
Levin
this is
Castillo though? That's
crazy.
the
Hold
thing.
up. Hey, D, I'm finna
Badu
send this.
Jack, Badu, go ahead.
Brown is a solid win for Better Beef.
He
really
can
It is a
move. He
solid
got
win.
the skills, but he wasn't. Damn, but that shit was crazy. If he can
Brown
stop
is a
a
good,
mover like
like,
he
let's
did,
be real. Brown is more like Brown
he
is one
got
of the.
skills.
He was a name at 175.
Yeah, exactly. The other people that better be at fault, they're not names because they haven't fought anybody. They haven't fought anyone. Crowling, Johnson, these motherfuckers haven't fought nobody.
Except the champions, right? The Ukrainian dude, the dude
They're all famous for losing to better be. Just like most of Canelo's victims are only famous for losing to his ass.
Facts.
Here we go. That dude, the same dude that beat Better be Bivol, the dude that Better beat, he beat
Nobody beat Bivol.
Oh my god. No, I'm talking about the dude that Bivol beat Isaac, whatever how do you pronounce his name? That's the
Isaac
same dude that
Chilemba?
lost to Ukrainian. Yeah, he lost to I can't pronounce him, Alexander or whatever the fought Better beat for the unification match.
Are you Wojcik?
Yeah, he fought Isaac and beat him, knocked him out.
Yeah, that'll happen. That's fine. But at least he fought. I'm saying Gvozdyk is his second good name. He's fought Gvozdyk and Brown. That's what I just said. That's his second good
Travis,
name.
but you don't rate them. I mean,
Who is Travis beat?
Okay, I got you. Hold on.
Oh, that's disgusting. Ugh.
Could I?
Shit, he beat it. Julio Cesar Gonzalez was a champion, the first Mexican to win. He fought Glenn Johnson. Isn't that the dude that beat Roy Jones Jr.? He fought Clinton Woods. So he had decent names. He wasn't.
You said the dude that beat Roy Jones Jr.?
Yeah, how old was Roy Jones?
Come on now.
Here we go again, man. Here we go again.
Yeah, context.
No.
Context matters.
Wait a minute.
He lost to Adonis Stevenson. He lost to Bernard Hopkins. Julio Cesar Gonzalez. Let's keep it real. What did he really accomplish? Fucking.
I mean, he was decent. He beat Glenn Johnson too. So and that was prime Glenn Johnson, not no.
And I don't think. And wait, he didn't even fight Roy Jones. What the fuck are you talking about? He didn't fight Roy Jones.
No. The dude that Glenn Johnson fought, he fought Roy Jones. Let me see. No, he fought Antonio Tarver. Oh, he beat Antonio Tarver. No, he fought Roy Jones.
So now we're moving on to Glenn Johnson. You can't give someone like third party credit for fighting a nigga. Like what the fuck is this? Glenn Johnson never fought. I don't think Glenn Johnson fought better.
You give Brown third party credit for fighting Jen Preston. He lost. So
no, I'm saying that Brown has fought some people. I'm not talking about the people who Brown fought who they fought. I'm talking about Brown has fought some people that were certified. I'm not bringing up Brown. I'm not bringing up fucking Badu Jack's resume. That'd be like me saying, "Oh, because Badu Jack beat Lucien Bute, that means Brown's good." Like, no, that's not what I'm saying.
No, that Badu Jack was a good win though.
Yeah. Badu Jack was solid. Pascal, he lost a technical decision, but he fought Lennon Castillo, and like I said, those are his good names.
You know what I heard some fans say today, and they're all laughing and hee-heeing about it? They said Macaboo is a better opponent on someone's resume than Andre and Charlo's resume. Or
they don't even.
Yeah,
they don't even.
Anybody that fucking Andre and Charlo beat.
They don't believe that. They don't. They're just saying that to make Canelo look better because they think that's the fight that's gonna be next.
Ain't that some crazy shit? How desperate motherfuckers are. Wouldn't check for this nigga a day in their life, and they talk about
they didn't know who Macaboo was. The moment the fight was announced, they had to. The moment the fight was announced,
all they did was Polo. Come on, now.
Yeah. The moment the fight was announced, all they did was Google his resume, find YouTube clips of him, and then put it on Twitter. That's all they did. They just went, "Oh, look,
pathetic, bro. They've been doing the same thing for years." talking about what Andre and Charlo, they don't deserve a fight with Canelo and this and this is that. Is this nigga God? Like, who is he
Yo, you have
supposed
a
to be?
question. You have a question though. I don't
Like,
think I'm
what are
not
we
the one
doing?
saying they deserve. I want to see him
What if
fight so you can
no,
beat him.
no. What if Earl Spence told Bud, "You're a horrible fighter. Get out of here. I'll never fight you. I'll
They be
never
like,
fight another
Doug,
American.
Uh,
I'll never
Doug.
fight another black fighter. I'll never fight another American." Things like that. Like that don't sit right with me, man.
My thing
Like,
is,
and
I
don't get me
really don't.
wrong. Go ahead, D. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm really after everything I've seen, I'm no longer really concerned about what Canelo's doing. I really don't. I honestly want Charlo and Andre to do other things. Like I no longer care, and I stopped caring once he decided to campaign at 168. Canelo, do whatever you want. Go to fucking Africa and beat that nigga's ass in a dashiki and do all that shit. I really don't care. I think we need to just stop talking about him and move on because he's clearly on some other shit. He doesn't really care what because he has his fan base. His fan base. He now knows his fan base is gonna defend whatever he does. He could fight his brother or whatever. Have him come up to light heavyweight and fight him, and it would be good. So it doesn't matter. I think we should all just move on with our fucking lives and pray that Andre and Charlo either fight each other or move up to 168 and make some noise when they vacate.
And that's what
No,
people
but I
don't. They people think that I'm still stuck on that. I want them to do exactly what you said, D. But I can't. Like that don't sit. What he's doing don't sit right with me. All these excuses that people make, while other fighters are getting hate for trying to fight the best fighters in their division. They'll use
but
the
I
I
just
same
want to see the
excuses
Charlo
that they
fight. So I
use
still
for.
want to see the fight. I don't mind seeing. I'm just saying
That's
I want
cool,
Charlo to
Polo.
get one
But
fight.
the thing is that other fighters are
I
getting
don't know
hate for
where the
trying to fight better best the best fighters in their division. You got people telling Shakur Stevenson why he shouldn't fight Oscar Valdez and why Valdez is allowed to do things like that. You got dudes like telling Boots that he ain't fought nobody to deserve no title shot and things like that. I used to really
that's
like
just Bud
when
fans.
I started watching boxing. I really liked Bum Lufkin and Canelo until they started moving funny, and it's just like, how can I defend that? I'm not going to defend nothing like that, man.
man they
And
do
look,
that.
and exactly right, Cozy Rito. He Bum Lufkin tried to fight Floyd, Andre Ward, and Laura called him out, and he ducked. He said he'll beat anybody from 154 to 168. Two dudes came knocking at his door. He hit his tail behind his legs. But this is supposed to be the
Yo,
greatest middleweight
Andre
in
Ward and who
in the
else?
last 20 years. Get out of here, man.
Andre
He
Ward
ain't
and who
done
else?
nothing. He ain't doing nothing but
Wait, what
knocking
about
out
Andre
bums.
Ward Polo?
No, he said Andre Ward and then who was the other guy? Did you name or you just name Andre Ward?
Laura.
Oh, Laura would have not. He would have beat the shit out of Laura. I think Ward would have beat you, but no, Laura would have got it knocked out, man. If he was
Okay.
when Canelo hit him with no, I'm just saying, man. It's some shots that Canelo got that one ass shot,
But the
that
thing is,
motherfucker went
he
flying
challenged him.
literally.
They called
Yeah,
him out on his word, Polo, and he didn't
yeah,
do
but nah,
anything. It
yeah,
don't
that's
matter
facts. Like I said,
if he get knocked out or nothing. Like, this isn't my thing. I don't care about who wins, who loses. I just want to see great fights. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
Right.
just
saying?
want to see.
That's it.
I wanna see fights where the winner isn't fucking predetermined before the fight's even signed.
they're doing that to
Literally,
a fight. I
man.
want to see a fight,
Shit.
man. Like I said, bro, I want to see the Charlo fight after he beats him, moves on, and beats Boo Boo, and like we can shut up and move on from this. And then I want to see that Benavidez Cejudo fight. So like I said, they
No,
should do the same thing.
the
Like they
thing
got
of it
Cejudo.
is that you talk about undisputed, but those fights that you just named would have been for undisputed. Now they'd be for nothing. They just be for Boo Boo and Andre are going up to get whooped on. Like that's all it is now.
But I mean, if he beats him, like I said, you still gotta give him credit. What I wanted to see Charlo do is, after that
And
Montiel fight,
Hey,
redeem
I got
himself,
a
fight at
question.
168. Go ahead,
I
bro.
got a question for Polo when you're done.
Yeah, like I said, I would have loved to see Charlize have one or two fights at 168, vacate that belt. I don't know how Benavidez is still the man when he, fucking missed weight. Like, how does that work in boxing where if someone misses weight, I feel like they should start from the bottom of the rankings and work their way up. So, like, in my opinion, I
Benavidez
still
needs
want
to
to see
go to
that.
175 and stop
Yeah, that's what I'm
bullshitting.
saying, bro. How many, he's missed weight 11 times?
Yo, I got a
What?
question.
Go ahead, Brody.
So let me ask you. So who would have a better history at becoming undisputed, or whose undisputed route will look much better, 10 years from now? If Castano beat Charlo or Canelo beating Caleb Plant?
Castano
So
beating
like,
Charlo.
I think it depends because, like I said, the reason why I'm not gonna Castano. Think about it. Charlo did do all that work. To be honest, like I'm gonna give credit to Charlo. Got a fight in the division. Castano got the belt, but I say it's either or. So if Castano wins, I feel like it's even because I mean Castano did beat the man that beat
You don't think
everybody, and then
Castano beating Charlo is a better fight or a better undisputed run than Canelo
no,
beating
because
Plant?
Canelo actually went
Well,
up
ask
and
no, Art,
fought all
ask
the
him this:
champions.
if Earl Spence were to beat Bud Crawford, who would have the better undisputed run, Canelo or Earl Spence? At
It's
168 or
about the but
147.
listen, it's about the same though because
It's
Canelo
not
went
about
and
the
fought
same.
all the champs. Yes, it is, bro. Spence
It's
literally
not
did
about
the
the
same.
same.
Okay,
Stop it.
here's the thing. The
It's
also
not
not the
about the
same,
same, and you
bro.
know
He
that.
fought all the champions. Yes, it is,
No,
bro.
it's
Like I
not.
said,
That's not what
bro,
I'm
you can't
talking
compare
about.
Spence with
You
Canelo.
can't
Spence was
like.
only fought,
So you gonna
bro.
compare Callum Smith
Listen,
to Sean
bro.
Porter
Oh my God, they were
or
champions, bro.
what's his
Listen,
name, Billy Joe Saunders
Canelo
to
moved up multiple weight classes,
your
and he went until he cleared out the division. And look how fast he did it. How long has Spence been at welterweight? And like I said, don't give me that because he did it to himself, bro. He, decided to drive and got in an accident. He could have cleared out the division faster than Canelo, and he would, But nah, bro. I think Canelo's run is still better because the way he did it, he beat everybody within less than a year. So I give it to Canelo. Now, if he
You
would
know
have
the way
fought,
he did it, right? The way he did it, he fought Caleb Smith at the WBC. Said, "Hey, here's a 2-for-1."
yeah, and then he fought. It doesn't matter to him, bro. Like I said, doesn't matter, bro. Like I said, it doesn't. He went and beat everybody. First of all, that was
Can you
Benavidez's fault.
imagine if Earl Spence beat motherfucking Sean Porter and the WBO or WBA was like, "Hey, here you go. Here's an additional belt for beating this nigga's ass."
Yo, what they should have done, to be honest, bro, when Benavidez made his way, they should have just had Europe and moved on to the next ranked opponent and have them fight like in October, November. Then they could have made it February and fought. That would have been better. But like I said, hey, he beat Smith, the number one
Okay,
guy on paper. Here's the thing. That's
Alan,
something
you
y'all gonna
you had
disagree.
something to
yeah.
say about you had something to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, he don't believe that. He don't believe that Canelo's run would be better
Bro,
than Earl Spence's.
yes, it would,
Don't
bro. He
nobody
cleared it
up in
out
this panel
faster.
believe that. If
Bro,
Canelo,
again, in my
don't
opinion,
nobody in this panel believe that.
first
Rod,
of
you
all,
believe that?
homie, we gotta see Spence go
Believe about what?
undisputed.
If
Okay,
who would
let's
have like hold
compare.
up?
Let's compare the
Let's
champions that
if we
Canelo
had
beat
Earl
for
Spence for
undisputed.
undisputed, he beats Bud Crawford cried and Canelo's run. Would Earl Spence have the better run in undisputed, or would Canelo have the better run?
Errol Spence.
What about
Why
you,
do you
D?
say that, bro?
Earl Spence or Canelo?
Bro, we don't need it's not even up for debate. We can just look at the resumes of Spence and everyone he's fought versus the 168 undisputed run. And again, I tell people all the time, I'm like, bro, you can't even break me off a decent name between Fielding, Smith, Yildirim, Saunders, and Plant collectively. Yo, like what, Lemieux and Uzategi, bro?
What you
Kick
taking,
rocks. Look.
bro? Here's the thing, though. You're doing that
Oh
with
shit, here we go.
alcohol. Here we go again.
What about you, Art?
Look at,
What you think?
like I said,
Man, I'm
y'all,
gonna just keep it
y'all.
100. I think that Errol Spence victory in a unification fight over Sean Porter is 100 times better than a Billy Joe Saunders fight or a Caleb Smith fight.
Because we didn't know who was gonna win.
Like I said.
We didn't know who was gonna win.
And Polo, you gotta understand where we're coming from. It's not like just to hate on Canelo. It's like, bro, let's be real. Sean Porter versus Errol Spence, it wasn't like a fight that we just knew for sure Errol Spence was just gonna win. Because even though a lot of people was like, oh yeah, Errol Spence gonna win by knockout, there was also a lot of people saying, I don't know about that.
No, but I remember I watched that fight. A lot of people said Spence was gonna knock out Porter. They wasn't giving Porter no chance. The only 50-50 fight that I remember that was, in my opinion, was I was watching is the Cub Brook versus Spence. That's the only time I knew that people were saying it was fit with the Porter fight. They
so
knew
you just
that.
had a feeling that Errol Spence was gonna beat Porter easy?
Yeah, I knew it was gonna come. I was like, nah. I think
But even then, those guys are more proven than the guys that Canelo were fighting.
Real shit.
So okay, like I said, that's your opinion. I think it was just the way
That's not
he
an
did
opinion.
it. How fast? Like I said,
That's not an opinion.
That's your opinion.
That is not an opinion.
Who have they been proven? Who have they been proven against?
This is my
Lemieux?
opinion, bro. Hey, this is a fact.
Lemieux.
Canelo's better. Canelo's better than Spence, bro. He's won world titles in more divisions, and he was a better amateur. So if you want to do that,
Well, he's had almost 60 fights, so he's had
You said
literally double
Canelo
the
was a better
fights.
amateur
that's
than
my
Spence.
opinion. Hey, that's my opinion. Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
Canelo
in the
barely has
amateur
any
Spence,
amateur.
bro. First of
Yeah, he
all,
was
like I
beating
said,
up drunk dudes in
Beating
Mexico.
fucking
yep.
taxi cab
And his
drivers.
third, listen, bro. Hey, listen. He was better. He was fighting better competition. Listen, the third guy that he fought was a world champion. He ended up being a world champion. So, like I said, if you want to do that all day, bro,
Right, but of course
Spence,
he wasn't that guy when Canelo fought him, of course, because if he was an undefeated world champion, Canelo wouldn't have been fighting him.
no, he fought the guy that he fought in the third fight and went on to become a world champion.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't that guy when Canelo fought him. He showed no fucking
But here's the thing,
potential.
though, and this is a grown ass, but I'm just saying that shows you. So, like I said, we could do that all day, homie. Like I said, in my opinion,
Yeah,
Canelo's better.
Lomachenko
That's
was
my
one of the
opinion.
greatest amateurs in history. Guess what? Still got his ass
Yeah.
beat
Yeah,
by
I saw
people.
Spence in the damn, bro. This dude's getting his ass whooped.
But the thing is that, like you said, that's your opinion that Canelo's a better fighter. I think Spence is a better fighter, and I can tell you
And
why.
like I said, I can tell you why Canelo's a better fighter, bro.
All you're gonna say is because of his competition, which hasn't even,
No,
which
but I'm
I think
saying,
Errol Spence
bro,
has
how
a
do you
better
guys?
argument.
So how
And
do
the
you
thing
guys
is that
pick it?
you
I
gotta
think he was
look
better amateur
like
and at both that
Canelo
professional. If
got
you
his
want,
name from losing to Floyd Mayweather.
That's
bro, Spence,
literally it.
bro, listen. Oh my God, here we go again, bro. So the trial, the Cotto, the triple. Okay, we can do that. Like I said, Spence got a pay-per-view star from beating Mikey Garcia, little lightweight Mikey Garcia. You gotta use a Mexican American to get on pay-per-view, but don't forget that, homie. Because that Kilbrook
Who
just
said I
on
forgot?
pay-per-view. Yeah, I'm just saying he had
Yeah,
to
and
use a Mikey Garcia to
Bud
get
is a
without.
little lightweight too. And guess what? People have him over
Bro,
Canelo.
he moved up, but listen, he moved up. He moved up, and
Mikey
like I said,
moved
he's
up
not.
too,
Mikey started at 122, homie. So like I said, and
but he
he
moved
only
up.
had one
You
fight.
said Bud moved
Yeah,
up
but he
too,
moved
but
up.
Mikey moved
But
up as
from
well.
but
Mikey moved up to
but
140
but
before he
listen,
fought Spence.
you're gonna compare 122 to 147 and 135, which is two divisions. So I'm saying like look where they start and look
What
where
are you talking about?
Crawford's there.
You just said Bud moved up as well. Mikey moved up
Yeah, but
too.
that was two
Mikey
divisions,
moved up to
two
140.
divisions.
Bud moved up to 147.
Yeah, but listen to this. Mikey started at 122 and worked his way up. Crawford started at 135, so making to 147 was, going to be way easier than 122 to 147.
But
And
Mikey,
then
did Earl Spence call Mikey out, or did
No, that is
Mikey
true, though.
call?
That is true, though. Yeah, and I rewatched the fight. The only round Mikey won was that first round when he got Spence. After that, it was a blow up. So I rewatched the fight yesterday. Yeah, Spence beat his ass. And that is true, though. Mikey
And
called
you
him
know
out.
what?
Spence showed up. And the
My
reason why he.
Floyd should have got the same cards that Earl Spence got. A sweep.
right.
Yep. He did get the sim. It was a sweep.
No, he didn't. That
He got
Adeline
he got
Burton
one draw
lady
card.
won one draw.
No, I'm talking about
What
It was
fight
it
was
was
she
Mikey
watching?
Garcia.
it
I
was
would have
CJ
smacked her.
Ross. It was
What?
CJ
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
Ross.
about
CJ
Mikey
Ross.
Garcia.
Same. I would have smacked her. Like, what fight are you watching? Like, t-
Yeah, that was
take your
bogus.
credentials and you never judge a fight again.
That
That's
cartel money.
insane.
It's that
That's a
cartel
Floyd
money.
Mayweather card. This isn't nobody. That's Floyd Mayweather. He got that on a Floyd Mayweather card, and we
And
saw
people
what happened in that fight.
and people said Floyd bribes judges. I'm like, why? If Floyd bribing judges, how that draw come up? How the
Shit.
fuck did that draw come up?
Shit.
And that's why I say Canelo would never beat Floyd because just the style. It
Now,
don't matter what weight they were
I
at.
think
He would never beat him
right now, nah. I think right now, nah. Like I
because he's
said,
a
bro.
40-year-plus-year-old
I think
man that's weighing less than like
right
around 160.
now,
Canelo's almost 200 pounds and taking steroids.
Yeah, everyone wants the rematch now. Like, oh, how old is Mayweather? 55? Yeah, give us a rematch. Give us a
And the thing is
rematch.
that they say prime for prime, but in my opinion, the prime for prime argument, just all based off the style, is that Floyd it would have been the same fight except Floyd would have had power
The
and he would have stopped Canelo.
the prime for prime argument is done for one reason only. So let's say this. Let's keep Canelo where he is now. Take Floyd, give him back 15 to 20 years of speed and strength, and put them in the same weight class. Do y'all really? And keep in mind, he did shitty against the far past his prime Floyd. Y'all think he comes back and does better? No, he gets stopped horribly.
That's why I say Pacquiao would never beat Floyd either. It's the style. Styles make fights, and they always do.
Well,
That's why I look at the style of
Pacquiao's too
Bud
one
Crawford and
dimensional.
Earl Spence. If you put Canelo in the same weight class as those guys and they had the same styles, he'd lose to both of them. Styles make fights.
Shit, Errol Spence would have broke Pacquiao off horrible.
He would have broke Pacquiao off too. They lucky he didn't get that fight. It would have been a lot of crying pack charge.
I swear, motherfuckers still talking about Pacquiao like he's active. Like, oh, Pacquiao accomplished. Okay, he did. He's retired now. Move the fuck on, bro.
Ugas beat his ass. He thought
Right.
Ugas was easy work, and Ugas broke his ass off
Yeah,
with a torn bicep.
4 losses, 35 years old, whooped his ass. Talking about, oh, I beat Keith Thurman. Yeah, all right, nigga.
He said Ugas was easy. It was just that I couldn't move the way that I want. Man, get out of here, Pacquiao. Come on, man. You a legend, but you make a lot of excuses. But don't nobody talk about you making excuses. We talk
Yeah.
about Wilder making all these excuses, which I have no problem with personally. I don't care. It's just that fighters make excuses all the time. Literally. Lomachenko made excuses. Nobody said anything. He talked about his
Lomachenko's
shoulder,
excuses were
CompuBox,
crazy.
all those.
Talking about Bob Arum
He even
bribed the
said Bob
judges.
Arum set him up. Like, that's
It's
some
like
wild shit.
it's 2
Wilder,
top-ranked
look, y'all
fighters.
talk about Wilder saying his coach. Motherfucking Lomachenko said his own promoter set him up.
And it's 2 top-ranked fighters. It's not someone from the away team. It's 2 top-ranked dudes. Arum winning anyway. Make no sense. Why would you set up a fight where you're 100% gonna keep the belts in house? Stupid shit.
I don't know. Shit just weird, man. How y'all feel about motherfucking Charlo versus Caleb Plant though? How would that play out?
I like that fight.
That's an excellent fight. It's a good introduction for Maul at 168. See where his power and his speed is. His boxing IQ gonna have to develop some. But I think Charlo's the type to, Caleb Plant can get some shots off on the way in, but Charlo's the type to effectively counterpunch and push the action. And I feel like once he gets him against the ropes, he just has to learn to be able to beat down that Philly shell. Because Caleb will just sit in front of you when he's facing a puncher, and he'll just lean in one direction. So just overwhelming with left hooks to the body, left hooks to the head, and then wait for him to roll out. I think Charlo should be able to edge off a decision, if not a stoppage, considering what we've seen. But I don't think Charlo is as quick with his hooks.
I didn't like how this nigga Caleb Plant, he got hit, and this motherfucker, as soon as he fell on the floor, he jumped, popped right back up. Like, dude, it made me think, like, how long you been boxing, bro?
And the thing is that he was running around. He should have just took that knee and got himself back together. This dude runs around
That shit was just
the
so
ring.
odd. Like, he gets hit, and his ass gets to running around the fucking ring, bouncing off the ropes and shit. It was just, I don't know, maybe because he was concussed. I don't know. That shit probably hurt like a motherfucker. You get hit by a motherfucker like Canelo.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I mean, Charlo should be able to edge a decision, if not a incredibly late stoppage. But I'd be shocked. Plant.
Oh shit! What if Plant goes in there and beats him like a boxing, like it's a close fight, but he ends up winning like a boxing lesson? Not a boxing lesson, but
that's a good win for Plant on his way back.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the thing is that Plant don't got the power to keep Charlo off him, and we've seen that the Charlos have great chins, so he can just keep coming forward.
But Plant can outbox Charlo, and that's one thing I'm worried about.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, but I think that is gonna happen, bro. He's gonna get on the. I don't know, man. I feel like Plant will outbox Charlo, but I think Charlo he can stop him late.
That's a possibility.
But the thing is that he got the size too. He's just as big as Plant. Yeah, what's up?
Yo, when the Spence and Canelo fight happens, let's bet on Mac. I'm telling you that Canelo shit is not gonna be.
Oh my god, that fight ain't gonna fucking happen.
That fight ain't happening, Polo.
Eddie listed and said we want Spence at one. I'm trying to tell you,
Eddie's an idiot, and he's a liar.
And listen, they were talking about making the Castaño fight.
Eddie is a liar, bro. He's a liar.
Bro,
he's a bold-faced liar.
Yo, Arman, you listening?
Oh, wait, what weight class they gonna fight Spence?
Once they gonna do a catch weight?
Yeah, they're gonna do 160,
163?
164, I guess.
Yeah, is our man there?
Let me tell you about Eddie Hearn. He's a habitual line stepper.
No, I'm talking about Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso said whatever Charlo was on there. He said he mentioned Spence. He did mention Brian Castano
Oh well,
and
Eddie Reynoso's running his mouth. You know it's some cap.
no, it's not some
You
cap.
know
Man,
it's
He
keep
some
said
that
he
cap.
that
said,
ped man. That
bro,
ped dealer
listen,
needs to be
man,
quiet.
here we go again, bro. You sound like Karat, bro. You sound like
Keep that
Karat.
muzzle on.
Man, you sound like Karat, bro.
I don't even know who that is.
The dude that has the skull and stuff. The dude that claims
Oh,
to
you're
be
talking about crowd.
James Speak.
No, I don't. Like I said,
Oh, oh.
I don't think Eddie's the plug or anything. But I just don't think he's about fighting Spence. I don't. I don't see it.
Nah, bro. Bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If Castano ends up beating Charlo, don't be surprised if we see a Castano versus Canelo fight. I'm gonna tell you
That
that
I
right now.
believe, because Castano want that
Oh
money. He's
my
been fighting
god.
his whole career
Bro,
and
they
hasn't really
Castaño
done done shit.
and Canelo? Are you kidding me?
That I
Oh my
believe. I
god.
believe
Oh
he'll
my
do that.
god. Have you been watching boxing? I'm trying to tell you. Don't be surprised. And you know Canelo and Castano are like not good friends, but they know each other. They FaceTime them. They spar. No, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
You think
If
that's
that
a
shit,
good fight?
No,
Canelo will work that dude.
I don't think it's a good fight, but I think that Castano will go all the way up
undisputed
to
was
Yeah, I
wherever
think.
undisputed.
Yeah,
Canelo
I'm not.
tells him to
Yeah, I think
go.
he would do it for a bag. But I'm just saying that's not
Yeah.
a.
But listen, two undisputed champions going against each other today. It's gonna
Well,
do
he's
great
gonna get
members
knocked
for.
out by Charlo, so we're gonna break those
Hey,
ties.
hey,
Like I
hey,
said,
but
I'm gonna laugh if he ends up back for it. I'm just saying if it happens. I'm trying to
but
tell you.
Polo. If Charlo wins
What?
that fight, can Jamel Charlo get the same offer?
Yeah, fuck it. If he, yeah, like I
Oh,
said,
okay, cool.
no, yeah, I want to see it. But here's the thing. I'll be honest. The only reason they want to do Castaño because they know that show do pay per view. But come on, man, two Latinos
Castaño
undefeated.
ain't no. Don't nobody know who Castaño is.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Castano is
He
what?
got
He's like 16, 17 and 0 and pretty much done nothing but fight Jamel.
and beat Teixeira, the guy.
He
Hey, and he beat
came to a
Teixeira, and he
draw with
beat the
Lira.
man. And listen, and he beat Teixeira, the man that beat
Teixeira
Yoel
was a
Adames.
fucking paper champ that anybody. The Curtis Stevens beat Teixeira, bro. And Curtis Stevens'
Hey,
career ain't
and
shit.
Teixeira beat Adames and ended up dropping him. Let's look at the highlights. Bro. Let me play the fight on screen.
Brian also beat that African dude. No,
Oh, fucking Wale
Wally?
Omatoso.
Yeah, and he beat the Frenchman. Who's that dude that just fought?
Exactly, bro. Jamal James beat Wale Amatoso. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Hold
What's
on.
his name?
I mean, look at these fucking
He beat the
names, dog.
Frenchman.
That's
He beat that
exactly what I'm
French dude
talking
too.
about.
They just fought like
This
he beat the
nigga
French
talking
dude
about
that
Wale
fought like a couple of weeks
Amatoso.
ago.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh wait,
Hello.
Brian also beat Michael Soro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Brian also beat Michael Soro. So
What is his name?
Wale Amatoso.
Yo, I just find it funny how this dude was all high and Carlos Adames, and that's the same dude that lost us to Sarah, man. As we watched the fight,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
play it on my screen.
Wait, what?
Oh wow.
Bro,
He
the
was
more
high
you
and
talk
Carlos
shit about
Adames.
Adames, the worse Munguia looks for fighting fucking Ballard.
He's undefeated in American. I thought you guys want to see.
Ballard is fucking garbage. He's nobody. He's fought nobody. It's funny because whenever you guys talk about undefeated champions, Charlo and Andre were undefeated champions, but back in 2016, it was, well, who have they fought?
Exactly.
So it's
They
just
still
y'all switch the
undefeated. Hey,
energy.
shit, we can, like I said, when it happens, he beats both of them. But we're
Then
gonna
he
be
gets
back here.
credit. No funny stuff, Polo. Well, I can say it tens and thousands of times. My stance won't change. He will get credit for it. I am not one of these other weirdos. I will give that man credit. You know, they put up a good fight. No funny stuff. If I see my own eyes, like, damn, Charlo's over here working this dude, and then something
Hey,
funny happens, then I'm gonna say, man,
don't
that
look
was
at it like the
funny
guy did.
business. If
Don't look.
if Canelo goes up in there and he just works Charlo, then I'm gonna say, damn, he beat Charlo. He beat Andrade.
Hey, but watch it
He
with.
beat them
Don't.
dudes up. That leaves no doubts in my mind. That's all there
But
is
if
to it, man.
Charlo up in there talking about some, you like my skills, then I ain't fucking with it.
No.
Nah.
Oh,
Right.
here we go again.
Talking about,
Yo,
hey, not bad for 21 and
Artman.
0. I
Hey,
admire
Artman.
your
I was just
skill.
talking
What
about
the
that.
fuck is
Hey,
that?
we was talking about that. That if Castaño beats Charlo, don't be surprised if we see a Castaño versus Canelo, bro. You saw that call. He's like, he saw that video chat. Artman.
Like I said, that shit's believable. I believe it.
Yo,
I believe Castaño go all the way up to 175 from fucking 154 if Canelo asked him.
Yo, Artman, you there?
He's muted. He might be on the toilet or some shit.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't laugh because I sent him a video and that shit was funny as hell.
Damn, like, why do you have to fucking go that far?
I don't know. He might be on the toilet. Shit. That's what I do when I take a shit. I go to I mute.
Yeah, you're not gonna put it on.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm
man,
telling
that
you,
main event was crazy, man.
Yeah, he knocked the motherfucker out.
Yeah, he knocked
Nunez.
out.
I like that Nunez guy, man.
That first fight was horrible. Both those motherfuckers need to retire.
Yeah,
that
was the Showbox card, right?
Yeah, that first fight was dog shit.
No, but the other fights were good though. But that dude, the Areta,
the first fight was terrible.
Yo,
yeah, those two idiots need to. Go ahead, Polo.
No, I said that Nunez beat the shit out of the other dude, man. You saw that knockdown when he got him.
Carlos did like pretty much like a lot of pity patting, and I kind of felt like he was too afraid to take exchanges, so he left himself wide open for that right hand, and Nunez he timed that shit beautifully, man.
What weight did those guys fight at?
I believe that was at 130 or 126.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, it was like an all feather, super feather card kind of deal.
Yeah,
they're pretty big for some fucking featherweights. Shit's crazy as hell.
Are they
tall?
They
kind of look like junior welterweights, honestly.
Yeah, they're just buff. Like they got decent amount of muscle.
Yeah, because I saw them. I thought they were fighting at junior welterweight.
I believe so.
Yo, hey, Abraham Nova might lose next week, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. That drain to 126.
Who's he fighting?
Some dude
he's fighting Jose Enrique Vivas, and that was the same guy that got his ass beat by Louis Coria.
No, he didn't. Okay. He lost to Ruben Villa. What are you talking about? He has one loss. He lost to Ruben Villa, the dude that Navarrete.
No. Like Vivas fought Louis Coria, and Louis Coria beat the shit out of him.
But I don't understand how he beat the shit out of him. He won, or did they ever end up fighting? Because last time I checked,
no. If you actually watched that fight, Louis was actually winning that fight, and the judges gave the decision to Vivas.
I'll rewatch it, but I'm telling you, man, let's see.
Yeah, because like Vivas, like to me, he's not that good of a boxer, and knowing Abraham, Abraham's a great pure boxer, but you might have a good point, because if he does look drained, kind of similar to the Richard Pumipich fight, he might lose.
It says that on his box ring, it says Abraham Nova's next fight is with a William Encarnacion.
Oh, really?
Oh, probably COVID. Probably, yeah, because remember Johnson? Let me look it up.
Oh, shit.
Johnson pulled out because COVID?
Yeah, so well, that's what he says. I don't know if that bullshit.
Bro, but how do you? Oh, it was probably because of the COVID thing. No, but here's the thing though. You can't always say they're faking it because, bro, COVID's like. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have to show that they have it, bro. I mean, shit, I don't know how they can't just say
to postpone. Not necessarily. Tyson Fury didn't show any proof when he postponed the fucking Wilder fight.
Yeah, that's true.
He showed no fucking proof.
Oh, William. Yo, I wonder what happened with this. So he's fighting some Dominican dude.
Yeah, something like that. But
and then you saw Renee versus Luis Melendez is on the 29th. Damn, Renee's about to.
Hey, this nigga said this is Canelo's world. We just in it.
Giron versus Melendez is a.
Who said that?
Yeah, you trying to bet? I got Renee winning.
He said, "Oh, Canelo's world. We just in it."
Oh no! Like
that appears to be the situation.
Hey,
and that's what it kind of seemed like to me. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to go with Renee on that one, honestly, because.
Oh, Arman, now that you're back.
No, I was.
Oh my God! Joe Smith Jr.'s next opponent lost his first 2 pro fights. The first one by knockout, the second one by split decision. This nigga.
Arman, I was saying, don't be surprised, bro. Don't be surprised if Castaño beats Charlo and we see Castaño versus Canelo. You saw that call, man. He was like, "What's up, Brian?"
That's fucking.
Yeah, I seen that shit. That
he
was
probably gonna slide him some tacos or some shit.
Typical,
some tea.
Black salute.
that Canelo got to give his fellow Latino.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I see the play that Canelo does, man.
Here's the
But
thing, though. How
Look,
can you say that, bro? Be honest, because the reason, look into when Cambosos fought Lopez, he caught. But here's the thing, though. He didn't call Haney because remember a couple of months back, what was all that shit Haney was saying, man? I'm pretty sure Canelo ain't stupid. Someone translated what he was talking, and he read that shit. He fucked with Tank. I'm saying.
Haney speaks English. Why would he need translation? What you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Canelo. Like on Twitter, Haney
Oh,
was talking shit, and I'm pretty sure Canelo saw that. So be honest, bro. If someone's talking about your camp, talking about that, you want to call him, but he fucks with Tank. But I'm trying to tell you, don't be surprised if one day Canelo ends up walking Tank out.
he sold Tank some gloves. That's not fucking with Tank. That's making some bread off Tank and getting free advertising.
yep.
Yep.
I mean, shit. When Devin Haney was talking about his camp, Eddie Reynoso said, "You guys are just hating.
No, he said
You
no,
guys are
it's
just
no
hating.
life.
Yeah, no peds, no life. How about that?"
I'm like, no.
No,
Why
he said
does
no.
that camp keep testing positive? All the camps that are run out of Mexico, why does that camp keep you fucking up?
Shit,
Has
I
any
mean,
fighters on Robert
that happens
Garcia's
to-
stable tested positive for peds?
Yeah,
Which ones?
I
Who?
think back in the day, what's his name? Hold on, let me look him up. I can't remember his name, but I remember hearing a story.
This can't be when Robert Garcia was a fucking pro fighter himself, bro. Bring up some current shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about currently. Like, this
Yeah,
time frame.
current fighters.
He gonna go back to when Robert Garcia had a fucking mullet and shit, like
This
before
nigga
he had
talking about the
kids.
90s and shit. 92.
Like,
Yeah, when he fought like
you just,
Castillo or some shit.
yeah,
That
all
one
right,
fought
yeah,
Castillo.
bro, yeah. Bring up some shit when he was actually a coach.
he was a coach at that time. Hold on,
That's
let me
what we're
Wait,
saying.
it's so
I'm
crazy.
saying,
Like,
He was
I
a
wonder.
man.
Now Floyd would have beat his ass. Floyd would have beat his ass.
oh,
Robert
yeah,
Garcia.
that wouldn't have been competitive. He would have got
Floyd
annihilated.
would have stopped him.
Back when Floyd had bricks for hands before that shit turned to glass, yeah, he would have got his ass demolished.
And it's crazy because people still said Floyd had respectable power. People said Floyd didn't have no power, but motherfuckers wasn't trying to walk in on him.
I
I
said
think Marcus Madonna said
Andre
that.
Andre Berto described it perfectly. He said it's not super knockout concussive power, but it's just really fast power that forces you to reset your position and can blind you and keep you from walking forward. So it's like, yeah, he may not be able to knock you out, but you're not just getting ready to like walk him down and shit.
And I think when he fought Vicious Victor Ortiz, he put his whole body into those two shots when he knocked them out.
Oh yeah, Flo was pissed because of the headbutt.
Yep.
Yeah, he was pissed. He was like, man, fuck you.
And they still tried to make Floyd seem like he was a bad guy or, a thug for that. Like the dude was fighting dirty. That's what he hits.
Yeah, they tried to say Floyd cheated after Victor Ortiz threw a fucking
Larry
headbutt.
Merchant,
after
Grand
Victor
Wizard
was
KKK ass said that.
headbutting his ass. Yeah, fuck Victor Ortiz.
And Larry Merchant.
Yeah, Larry Merchant.
That Victor Ortiz versus Guerrero fight was some sad shit. I'm like, wow, Victor just fell the fuck off, bro. And Victor talking about Victor talking about he still wants to fight. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck are you? Who are you gonna fucking fight?
Didn't he say he wanted to fight Spence, Crawford, and Canelo or something?
Oh,
Like
No,
at
he
least
said
fuck
three.
Jake
no.
Paul. He said Jake Paul, Mayweather, and Canelo.
Well, everybody wants to
And-
fight Jake fucking Paul. That's a check.
He might.
No,
he.
but
I
listen.
feel like he could fuck around and beat Jake Paul.
No,
Jake-
he'll get wasted.
No, man, you tripping, bro. Unless the fight is fixed, not, bro. Actual boxers will beat Jake Paul. You seen that shit? How are you getting almost knocked up by an MMA fighter, bro? That shit is fake. He literally could have rushed him. That would have been a normal boxer, bro. They would have.
You say that, but Chavez Jr. lost to fucking Anderson Silva's old ass.
But that shit wasn't fixed, bro. That shit was legitimate. With Jake Paul, bro, you could tell that shit's fixed, man. How the fuck?
Jake
you're
Paul
saying
has
that.
a no knockout clause, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I
how the
think
fuck-
for himself, yeah, he's like, don't knock me out or I'll sue your ass.
But here's the thing, though.
What?
Exactly.
I'd take the
Of
fight,
course.
not knock his ass out.
Right.
How does
like,
that even work in boxing?
Well, you know, it's that Showtime Triller bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, Showtime making a grip off Jake Paul's sweet ass. They're like, man, yeah, keep your old dumb ass right here. Keep
So
making us
basically,
bread.
And then when they're tired of him and want to drop
If you
him,
knock
watch
out
it,
Jake
actually-
Paul, then do you just get sued or?
You probably lose half your fucking purse and shit and never get invited back. That's all. I don't think.
I
Because you
mean,
can knock a nigga out by accident. Like, you can put too much into a punch and be like, oh, shit. And then just accidentally knock him out.
Yeah, because when he almost got put on his ass by Tyron Woodley, you saw it in his face.
Yeah, he saw
Yeah.
him. He went to the ropes and he's like, damn.
He was like, oh, fuck, Tyron, calm down.
Tyron Woodley faked that shit, man.
Yeah,
Fake
that's
that shit.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
And people want to suck Jake Paul dick over Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley was on a losing streak in fucking MMA.
For real. No, but
Yeah, so he was
someone made
just
a
coming
joke.
in just to get a payday.
Yeah,
Like,
someone made a joke. He's talking about retired MMA fighter. He should go
Let's
ahead and fight Khabib. He should go ahead and fight Khabib. Let's see how that shit works out for him.
Oh my god, Khabib ain't got no fucking hand. Khabib will fuck around and get wasted.
No, Khabib with fucking suplexes. No, Khabib beats Jake Paul, bro. Come on now, bro.
In boxing, no, he doesn't. In boxing, no, he doesn't.
Look what he did to Conor McGregor.
In MMA, he would beat Jake Paul.
Yeah, he submitted Conor McGregor.
No,
when he started to box Conor.
No, but when he boxed Conor, he dropped him. You see that?
He knocked him down, but Conor McGregor got up and managed to recover. When they started trading toe to toe, Khabib started getting fucking tagged.
Bro, he won that shit, bro.
He did win it, but he submitted him.
Bro, he fucking.
Also, Khabib's not a better boxer.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, he got talent if he trains, yeah, but I think Khabib can waste Jake Paul.
No, bro, no.
Yes, bro.
No, dude, Khabib is trash. His trash stand-up game.
Bro,
no, MMA, yes, his stand-up game is garbage. Why do you think he fucking has to submit everyone?
Bro, but man, who can see him on the ground game, bro? He's arguably not even lost a round in MMA, bro. Who's the? I
agree, but this is boxing. He'll get slaughtered.
Okay, like I said, bro, we gotta see him in boxing, bro. The only dudes that I could, who has the best stand-up girl in MMA, bro? That's kind of. I mean, Cain Velasquez was
Peter Yan, because Peter Yan used to box. He's pretty good on his feet.
Oh yeah. He's fighting
Adesanya. Adesanya, Robert Whitaker. Fucking who's the dude at heavyweight now? Jan Blachowicz. Yeah, Ngannou's pretty solid.
Fighting is solid.
Yeah, Derek Lewis, because Derek Lewis is the highest heavyweight KO rank. So yeah, obviously Derek Lewis got killer stand-up game because that's all that nigga know how to do. But yeah, no, there's a few that are solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, Khabib's fucking stand-up game is trash, and a lot of the dudes in MMA, their stand-up games are trash. So that's why they're so focused on wrestling. Like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu by the Gracie family was literally invented because an old man in Brazil that was older, small, and weaker than a lot of the people that would rob him needed a self-defense method, and that's he chose Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So BJJ is people who don't have hands.
Also, the problem with trying to, focus more on grappling rather than striking in mixed martial arts is that, if you don't know how to focus on your ground game while taking hits, then 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to get stopped.
Yeah, and also, that's the thing. Like, striking for MMA and boxing are two different things. Like, striking, they teach you to defend. While you're striking, they teach you to defend against head kicks and takedowns and shit like that. Shit you're not even going to experience in boxing. So you might misinterpret a feint and end up getting smoked.
Yeah, but on top of that, with mixed martial arts, is that you're not learning any fundamentals from boxing.
Yo, did you hear that? Armando Serrano's trying to go to MMA and challenge Valentina. What's that Russian girl's name? The MMA champion of UFC?
Shit, Carissa Seals was trying to challenge Amanda Nunes, so.
Shit, that shit was no, hell no, bro. She would have gotten her ass whooped.
Oh wait, are you talking about Valentina Shevchenko?
I would give Serrano a little bit, but she's still losing because I've seen Serrano. She does got ground game, but I think she would end up getting her ass whooped. But I could see
I think Valentina would get slapped by her, but I mean, if it goes to the ground game.
Yeah,
no. Like Valentina would easily get knocked out.
By who?
By Armando Serrano. Apparently, I'm trying to tell you that shit. I've seen Serrano.
She'll get knocked out if it's a boxing match.
Yeah, but I'm
if
talking
it's
about
a ground game,
then
she loses.
And Serrano's ground game is all right. It's not the best, but I mean, if she survives out there, and wins the title.
I mean, I don't think Amanda, fighting in MMA is, too realistic. But I mean, if she continues,
she's undefeated. She's undefeated. I mean, she has a job, but I mean that shit was competitive. But nah, arguably, I think the only fighter in women's boxing that can actually do something is probably Amanda Serrano, bro. I'm gonna be honest, because other than that,
I think
nobody.
Clarissa has better. I think
Shit.
Clarissa has like a better pathing.
She needs
You think
to
so?
find the Clarissa needs to find a wrestling method and stick to it. She doesn't need to do that hybrid shit. She needs to either pick Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, Sambo, like
Pick like
something.
American style wrestling.
Yeah, or Greco-Roman, or American style
Yeah.
freestyle wrestling, and then master that shit so she can have a defense mechanism. Because a lot of people get this fucked up. Most of the best MMA fighters come from boxing and kickboxing, and only learn jujitsu or wrestling or something to defend against it. Like for example, Adesanya was a kickboxer and Muay Thai specialist, and he only learned Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to defend against it. Like a lot of dudes are wrestlers with some boxing skill. They only learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Sambo and other shit just to defend against it. But a lot of other people would stand up if they could. People like Daniel Cormier is a wrestler, Tyron Woodley's a wrestler, Henry Cejudo's a wrestler. But a lot of the main guys, like earlier in the day, like Chuck Liddell and those motherfuckers, they were
Tito
doing like
Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz. They were doing like karate and shit. And the only reason they even learned ground game was to just defend against it. So the ground game became popular because it's fewer paths to victory standing up. This is why boxing makes more money, why boxing's harder, because there are fewer paths to victory. With ground game, there's all kinds of things. You roll over on somebody wrong, they fucking pull a shoulder and the fight's over. And then you get a
Right.
TKO. Like it's some shit like that.
And if somebody bends your leg, somebody chokes you out, like
Yeah. Someone grabs your fucking ankle and try to break your
Pushes
shit
the
and the
shit.
fight's over.
somebody
exactly.
literally does a
Also,
backflip
on top of
kicking.
that, like when you get knocked down in a mixed martial arts fight,
They
there's
don't let you get up. They just wave it off. They're like, "Oh shit, you're out." Yeah.
no. But on top of that, let's just say if somebody kicks you and then they, bum rush you to the ground, like you could easily, get fucked up out of that, entire exchange. So
Yeah, exactly. There's just far fewer paths to victory in boxing, which is why boxing gets more respect. There's far fewer paths to victory. Either you win a decision, or you got to knock the motherfucker out, or you get knocked out. It's that simple. Whereas in MMA, there's so much bullshit that can happen. Motherfucker, I've seen MMA. What? Who? What?
Terrence Crawford. He wrestled that. I heard that motherfucker was good, bro. He would do good in MMA.
nah.
Well,
Yes,
he
would,
wrestled.
bro. Yeah, he
He
wrestled.
wrestled.
If it sounds like
Terrence
really,
Crawford does have like a background in it, but
yeah,
I
he
mean,
fucking he was good, bro. I've heard stories that he's actually good, and I've what I've been told, because by the wrestling community, he's actually cold. His son is actually like one of the best in the country, so no, he would have done good.
yeah,
And we've
both of
seen
his
how
sons
he
are
picked up.
they're at the
And
top.
you've seen how he picked up Sean Porter, man. That shit, bro. He picked up Sean Porter. Like he was.
If there was
Sean
more
Porter
money in MMA, Terrence Crawford would be over
shit.
there.
Yeah, but there's no money. Unless you,
Yeah.
I think Bellator, you make more money than UFC. Look how big UFC is. UFC, you don't make shit unless you're
One
Conor McGregor.
championship in Asia,
They
you
make
make
more
a
money.
lot of bread. You make a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
fucking
one
bread.
champion. Yep, that's why they signed. Yep,
Demetrius Mighty Mouse, who just got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
You talking about MMA?
Oh shit, he said MMA. Damn.
Man, you hate it, bro. You gotta understand when you like boxing MMA.
Can't
It's like,
stand MMA, man.
nah, MMA.
yeah.
Nah, I like
Like I
both,
used to
though.
do MMA, for a little bit as far as like training wise, but
MMA is cool. It's just sometimes it's more boring than boxing. Like MMA, once they get stuck on the ground, it's like fuck.
yeah, it's like really
Just two
irritating.
sweaty grown men and
I like boxing.
whatchamacallit, coochie cutters on top of each other trying to wrestle.
I mean, shit. When it's two grapplers and
like I used to wrestle
Nah,
back
but
in high school.
Like it's cool, but it's just not. It's not my cup of tea, man. It ain't really
you
my
gotta
thing. That's
you
what I'm
gotta
just
watch
trying to
like
say.
Usman. You gotta watch Francis Ngannou, Jair Rodriguez.
I like
guys
Israel Adania though. I like
Adesanya.
Adesanya?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, who's that one? That might be Usman's toughest test. Who's that one Russian that's like in his way? I can't pronounce his name, but he
Oh,
just
Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah,
That
that
Wait,
dude's
what is his
really-
first name?
Khamzat.
Khamzat.
Kamzat.
I typed it
Y'all
in the
niggas
fucking
tripping.
back chat.
Man, he's a bro. That dude's gonna be a problem. Bro. I'm trying to tell you, that might be Usman's toughest match.
Yeah, everybody's saying that Kamzat will fucking fold Usman. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Can we see it? This nigga is barely
Yeah, but we gotta
folding
wait. He
any
has to. He
people.
has to fight Burns.
Yeah,
If he taps,
Kamau Usman.
bro. If he taps up Burns in the first round, then yeah, we're definitely gonna see it.
All right, if he do some crazy shit like that, then yeah, that's crazy. We got to see him against Usman.
Yeah, because he's. I mean, that is.
I'm not gonna lie. When he knocked out Gerald Mershaw, I was laughing my ass off. Gerald looked scared. He came in there. He was looking at him like, "Oh my god, please don't come near me." And then he's one punch. But I was like, "Get this
Bro, do you
motherfucker
see
out of
how he
here."
did that one Chinese dude, bro? He literally had him in the air and like was laughing or saying stuff.
Man,
Yeah,
you know what I hate?
that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
You
that
know what I
shit, bro.
hate?
Imagine you get choked out to sleep, bro. Damn.
What's up, Alan?
You know, I hate when a girl is fine and you go check her profile and she got an OnlyFans in her bio.
Right?
Motherfuckers, they trying to make money, bro. Let me tell you, as a working stiff in corporate America, I'll never blame a girl for having an OnlyFans. I completely understand. There's so much bullshit, and then
No.
Bro, so
It's
many
like,
women are like,
yeah, I
hey,
agree. But it's
a lot
like,
of
I
bitches.
don't care if you have an OnlyFans, but it's just like, man,
Yeah,
girls
don't go
graduate high
decide you.
school, they turn 18, that's the first thing they do. You ain't even try to get into the world first. You said, let me go ahead and pop
Terrible,
that.
man.
because if
Hey,
you
bro,
got
it
the
used to
looks,
be.
if you got the looks, you got to maximize. A lot of girls just don't have
Shit,
the
if you
looks
got
to
the
get on
body,
OnlyFans.
Maximize your
you know
dollar.
niggas is
Shit.
just like, oh, let me look. If she got a nice body, she can make some bank. But it
Ex-
is easy though.
Exactly.
Like y'all, yeah, you
You
do the
could
bare minimum and you make bank
you
on
could
it.
be
It's
on
so
you could be
easy.
on OnlyFans and in college, and that's an easy way to pay for college.
Bro, at least they go to OnlyFans now. You know, back in the day, and a couple years ago, they was hitting that
They used
pole.
to be just sucking dick in
No,
the
they
back of
used
people's pickup trucks.
no, they used to go to polls. What you mean? They hit up the local
They
strip
still
club.
go to
Be like,
polls, Polo. They
Yeah,
do polls
they still
and
go
they
to
do
strip clubs.
Parties.
OnlyFans.
bro, it was so
Yeah.
awkward when you
Go
go
to the
to
club.
bro. The awkwardest thing, bro, when you go to a strip club and you see a girl you went to high school with, and you're just like, fuck.
I'd be laughing
Shit,
my
let me
ass off
get a
a lot of that.
dance.
I'd be like,
Shit,
bitch,
I'd
you
be
talked
laughing
all that
too.
you talked all that shit in algebra 2, now look at you, bitch.
No, some of
I'll
them
be like,
like
let me get a
no,
dance. We can talk
no,
about
they
our
be.
old
Yeah,
days of high
let me get
school.
yeah, give me like a fucking lap dance.
I mean, like if they like some of them, they was cool, so I was like, yeah, whatever. But it's just so awkward. It's like, damn, it's shit. But they be, doing their thing.
Like, yeah, don't get me
Yeah, did I ever
started.
tell you
Like, I'm not like one of these dudes. Like, if you have an OnlyFans, I don't care. I don't care. Like, people, like, I really don't care the choices people make with their lives. It has nothing to do with me.
Do with me.
You know, I'm not gonna talk down on you for it or nothing, but it's just gonna be like, huh?
Hey, yo, D
What?
Hive. Are
Yeah.
the girls in California, like I know this, but like out of that you were there, are they fine or what do you rate them? Are they overrated?
No, the thing about California is a lot of the girls are attractive because a lot of attractive women come from all over the world to live in California because they know they can make it. Because California is not only the pornography capital of the entire country, but
Oh, little boy freak.
it's also one of the modeling hubs. Like a lot of the modeling hubs, like New York, Miami, California, you're always gonna find hot women. So in California, yeah, there's a lot of hot ass women because they come from all over the world just to be in California to max out their looks. They want to be in model. They want to be in movies. They want to model. They want to be in commercials, and most importantly, they want to meet rich ass men. So they come to California to get it. Same as they go to Miami. Same as they go to New York. Same as they go to anywhere else.
Yeah.
Texas is where all the thick women is at.
That's what I've been hearing.
Hey,
I need to get my black ass down to Texas and see what's good with
hey, D
that.
Hive. I
You
know
know
they.
how
I know.
many like
I mean,
Bro,
there's like a lot of cute girls down in fucking Louisiana too, down in fucking New Orleans too.
Nah, them bitches swimming though. I ain't trying to do all that.
Dude,
hey,
dude.
hey, D Hive. Hey, Ellen. They
Yeah,
got them.
what's up, Polo?
The Mex-
what's
I
up,
mean, like
Polo?
some of those
the
females are
Mexican
okay.
girls, man. I know they find in Texas, man. When I was living out there with my auntie, boy,
The Mexican
they went
girls?
to. Yeah, they bad out there, huh?
No, they got fridge built bitches there, but nah, they got some fine Mexican girls. They got some really cute ones. They got some ones built like fridges
Got
though.
some
I ain't gonna lie
fucking
to you.
Oh,
like
I'm telling you.
refrigerator, looking women.
That's the probably the women in Mississippi.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah,
got like
definitely.
it don't matter like thick. They got some thicker. It don't
But
matter if
some
she
of them fucking like
Hispanic,
southern
she
women
black,
too.
she white. They got some thick girls out here, man, and they fine.
Oh, yeah, everywhere. Hell yeah.
Come down to Texas, you get you a real bad one. You know.
Right. You go to Florida, you get them Cubans. Though. Them Cubans are. Ooh, I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you, bro.
Cubans are cute, man.
Yeah, you go to Atlanta, you get them trannies.
Oh hell no.
Oh
No,
hell,
yeah,
oh hell no.
yeah. Some of
Hey,
them
you
Puerto
come.
Go to
Rican.
Atlanta, you get the AIDS.
That's
Yeah,
true too.
Hey, come to
Damn,
Tampa,
Alan, you
bro.
about to be in the Air Force too? You about to clean up shop, man? Get your little uniform on. You gonna be fucking killing them hoes.
Hey, we got
Oh, no
decent women
doubt.
out here. Hey, we got decent out here women out here in Minnesota. Y'all better slide through, man.
Oh, so
Where you
you're in
live, Polo?
Minnesota too?
Yeah,
Oh, damn, I
Okay.
didn't know.
yeah, we got them all over. You go to Minneapolis, they're all over, bro.
I wouldn't doubt.
Oh, dude,
That's
this dude over here, he talking about Canelo and Bud that you sent me on Twitter. I'm surprised. Like, I don't. I mean, I get what he's saying, but I don't understand why he brought up Bud. Like, why is he sucking Bud dick?
They did.
I don't know.
Wait, what the fuck?
That might be our man trying to talk. He might be
Were
walking
you
in
breaking up? Was that just me?
a
no, I
snowstorm.
hear
I don't
that
know.
too.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
could
What was you
be.
What's
saying,
up, Travis?
Danny?
Gotti boxing.
What's good,
Oh, I was
Travis?
talking about. I was talking about that guy. That guy that you sent me on Twitter. So he was talking about the Canelo situation, but he was just using it as an excuse to suck Bud's dick. And I was like, okay, I don't like. It's just weird. I don't know why the fuck. I don't know why he did that.
Shit, it's a
A lot of them dudes ain't even
man.
real fans. Like they don't support Bud.
I'm just glad this dude stopped like making weird videos of himself and trying to like respond to people that way. That shit was creepy.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was a fan of Bud before, but then after I started seeing what they're doing to Spence, I kind of stopped fucking with. Because I mean, I
No, I
thought it was
still
crazy.
like
Because
Bud. I don't really like. I don't really
no,
mess
it's
with the
just
way
what they're
that they talk
doing.
about
Like,
Spence though.
yeah, like calling him a drunk and shit. Yeah, I don't really respect that.
They
That's the
sound
shit.
they
Like,
sound bitter and jealous, man.
yeah,
Like some
Spence get
hoes.
quiet. That's why Spence got a lot of because he's quiet, bro. He doesn't really like even with the Mikey Garcia fight. Mikey Garcia was the one doing the most talking. He's like, I'm tired of them saying they're gonna knock
Well,
me
drop
out.
the
Like,
link for him, Art man.
who?
Oh, this Travis guy do wants to come on. But yeah, no, Bud is fine to me. I don't mind Bud. Bud's fans have a weird way they interpret history.
Yeah, they try to make it seem like everybody was ducking Bud when that's really not the case. I feel like the only dude that you can really say that ducked Bud was Thurman.
And Danny Garcia and a couple others. But like you said, bro, I
Nah,
want to see the
I don't
fight.
think Danny ducked him.
No,
Keith Thurman,
Danny never.
hey, Keith, one time, man, Keith, one time Thurman. I remember he was the best welterweight. And pause later, spent. Remember back in the day, Keith Thurman was a problem. I remember when he fought Danny Garcia. So let's do it.
Everybody look
Keith,
good until they fight somebody.
Well, the thing about Thurman is that I ain't gonna lie. I saw this Thurman video. Thurman was talking this shit. He got me like, all right, Thurman, let's see if you can fight as good as you talking right now. Then okay, I can see you back in that contention. I'm not saying you'll beat Bud or Spence, but I want
Nah,
to see the fights.
I
he'll
like
get
that
yo,
shit Thurman was talking
he'll
Yeah,
get
about.
his
Thurman was
ass ripped.
talking that shit though. I
yo,
like that.
what if he goes in there and stops Barrios and looks like that? Well, then we're gonna have to talk shit to Checkmate and be like, how did that
No,
people
but
without the
the thing about Thurman does get a lot of
I'm gonna
disrespect
talk
though.
my shit. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk my shit. If he goes in there and watches Thurman like Barrios, like it's not even competitive, like legitimate. I'm gonna talk my shit. Check me. What happened to Barrios at 140 was good, but Barrios at 147, and against Steve Thurman, bro, checkmate was like Barrios is this man. If he goes in there and gets washed, bro, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
and the thing is, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Thurman's supposed to go in there and beat the living shit out of Barrios. If Thurman look horrible, bro, oh my god, I don't
But
even
if
want
it's
to see this man
Yeah,
fight
if
no
it's
I'd
more.
be
Well,
laughing.
the thing
but
about it is
listen,
Thurman
if
do
it's a
get
competitive
disrespected a
fight
lot.
though,
He does get a lot of disrespect when he
yo, but
was
what if it's a
at one
competitive
point the
though?
best welterweight in the world. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
talk about his antics, but he did put in work. You
yeah.
know what I'm
Until
saying? So
Pacquiao came along and shit,
yeah,
we saw what
Pacquiao
happened.
beat his ass.
Yeah, he did
It
beat
was
his ass.
it was a
It was
split decision,
Well,
competitive.
but
no,
Nah,
not
bro.
me. Let's say because it was a split decision.
Nah, bro.
Like
He
they
dropped
try to
his
make it
ass
seem
and then
like
he
Pacquiao
fucking.
beat him, but it was a split decision.
I mean,
So
it was a competitive. Nah, but them two knockdowns, bro. Nah, he was fucking Keith Thurman up, man. That first knockout, I'm like, damn. He caught Keith
that was more
Thurman
of like
coming.
a flash knockdown, though, in my opinion. That first
yeah,
one.
Nah, then he hit him with that body shot, and I think Keith
But
Thurman went.
everybody knows Keith Thurman is weak to the body. But Pacquiao put in
Bro, he
work.
caught him
Like I
right
ain't gonna
there,
lie,
though.
bro.
Pacquiao was juiced up.
Oh, here we go again,
Oh
man.
shit.
There's no proof,
Hey,
no
hey, they
nothing.
wasn't doing
Hey,
random testing though. You know
hey,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey, hey! How
Facts.
many tests did he fail, bro? How many tests did he fail? He ain't failed none. So that. We can
Oh,
do that
you on
through
that shit
theory.
right there.
Yeah, we could do
Hey,
theory.
hey,
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If they failed, then okay.
yo,
But hey,
I did probation for 2 years and like had to test every 2 weeks and I ain't failed not one test. I just got high for 11 days straight and then got clean for 3 days. I mean, doing coke. And then like shit, then I
oh,
pass all my tests. I'm saying like just because somebody passing all their
Oh
tests,
shit!
don't mean they ain't
God
doing
damn!
shit.
hey! Like I said, we can do that all
Exposed.
day, bro. We can do that all day.
Say
Exposed.
that again,
Exposed.
family. Say that
Y'all
again,
must not know
family.
me. Like, hey, I don't hide nothing about what I do, cause
Hey, family.
That's
Say
cool.
that
That's cool.
again, bro.
you know what I'm
Oh
You was
my
saying.
doing drugs
god.
for 11
Ain't
days
nobody.
straight. You did
Hey,
it.
I'm getting hella money on YouTube. I've been doing this shit for 6 years. Ain't nobody gonna buy me shit. Ain't nobody gonna pay for shit for me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You
So
said you
like,
was
and,
doing you
and
was doing drugs for 11 days straight, and then you got clean 3 days, and you passed.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my
shit.
god.
I was
Exposed.
selling crack too, on
Shit.
you know, on probation
Hey.
too, and house arrest and all that
Oh
shit.
man.
Y'all
Oh
know who be
man.
doing coke too. You know, the quote unquote best heavyweight in the world. That motherfucker be snorting 8 balls like a motherfucker. So there
That
you
Like
makes
go.
David
see, y'all sound like y'all
Benavidez
young
look.
and shit. So
I am young. I'm
yeah,
21.
yeah. So
Now,
it's kind of hard to have that conversation with you. Like when you
what
30,
conversation?
35, I'm 38. You've been through like a lot more life experiences and shit.
No, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
But I know what you're coming from. We all go through different shit. So like, I'm not gonna personally admit, what I've done, but shit, I know where you're coming from, bro. Like that's weird.
Yeah, like
That's crazy. That makes
fuck
Benavidez
motherfuckers.
look real stupid for not being able to pass if it's that really that simple.
Yeah.
That makes Benavidez look horrible.
Didn't you say that he was out here in the club partying, cheating on his girl? Man, I started laughing when he said that. Man, that shit had me dying.
They all cheat on their fucking women. That's how rich niggas do.
He's a family man,
This,
though.
yeah, it's a bunch
Not
of
all of
cap.
them. I think Walter being faithful to that chick he with.
Oh
I think
well,
Caleb
so
you
Plant,
know.
too.
Caleb Plant being faithful for sure.
Yeah,
I think
Caleb
so
Plant.
too.
Yeah, he ain't no fucking pussy monster like that. He better be faithful.
Yeah, man, that bitch is bad, man.
He is bad.
I was posting his girl like for about 2 weeks after that fight. Just like on my lives, I put a picture of her and shit. That
She's
bitch got some sexy ass legs, man.
that girl is bad.
I think I still got
Yo,
her on my phone now
Oh my
I
god.
really want to. I really want
and
to
in my
hear.
bookmarks.
Yo, I really
I
want to
be
see
doing
her
some
interview with Canelo.
disrespectful shit. Like I be following these niggas, girls and shit, but like I don't even be following the fighter, and I be doing that shit for years. Like Kevin Farmer, I've been following his girl for years and ain't following him. I've
Wait,
been
Tevin
following
Farmer got a
Broner.
fine girlfriend with his
Hey, I've
cockeyed
been
ass?
following Broner girl since like I started in like 2015. And I'm following him, but I be on her page way more. Who?
Yeah.
Charles Hadley, his girl bad. Hey, hey, I be on them.
You follow
Wait,
Ugas girl?
is Tevin
Shit,
Farmer?
I tried to take Clarissa Shields to a fight and Letitia Crawford.
Oh
You know.
Lord.
Sheesh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, really not cause like I'm attracted to him like that. It's just like it's business. I really wanted Letitia Crawford so I can get in the family and shit. That's some
Be
good
careful,
company.
Bud might fuck around and start busting caps and shit.
No, that's why like I'm gonna treat her ass right so he don't fuck me up.
Shit.
Cause like I was inviting her to LA to a fight and I had the tickets. I just told her
What
like
she
just
said?
pay for your way here.
Oh,
I'm gonna treat you right
hey,
out of
Did
respect for
Tevin
him.
Farmer ever open that strip club?
I don't think so, but he got a truck company with Peter Quillen.
Oh shit, Peter Quillen ass on that truck company too. That's smart.
Yeah, I just talked to him like tonight, like about a half an hour ago,
Oh,
cause
that's good. Look.
he got some apartment complexes here in Grand Rapids, and he
Oh
said he only
wow.
rent out to veterans. So I just got approved for my Section 8 and shit. So hey, I can pocket my YouTube money and I can live off of the Section 8 for free. You know,
Well,
That's what's up.
I'm glad Peter Quillen is doing good. Since he been out the game.
yeah, that nigga rich as fuck, bro.
A lot of these boxers
He
can
got
make
a
some money.
million and a half dollars in jewelry alone. Like he got a few different apartment complexes.
You know,
Damn.
Like
this
Danny
nigga's
Garcia,
doing.
he started to buy properties too. I
Yeah,
saw Danny.
Oh yeah,
Danny
Danny
Garcia
Garcia.
rich
He
as
like
hell.
the best businessman out of all of them. He got the clothing line. He got a barber shop. He got an
And
apartment complex.
That clothing line is
yeah,
trash.
That's
I
they
ain't
got
what's
gonna lie.
up
their
though.
I
own
think
YouTube
either him
channel.
or his
So
dad selling a lot
they
of
got
weed too.
everything.
His dad definitely selling drugs, and he
Yeah, his
doing a
dad.
lot of
That's probably
drugs.
his dad.
Yeah, Angel Garcia look like fucking a methed out Scarface looking at.
That
Yeah,
boy be going
Shit,
in. I
Earl
still
Earl
remember
got
he was
Earl got
calling
his
Keith
ranch
Thurman
too.
all kind of niggas and shit.
yeah,
That shit
Errol.
was funny as hell.
He's like, "What's up, nigga? You're not gonna do shit, nigga. You gonna get knocked out, nigga." I'm like, bro, nobody calls this man out.
Yeah, cause he from the hood though.
What the fuck do that mean? You get slapped in the head? Let some
I mean,
fucking.
he ain't. It ain't like he white. I mean, if it was Caleb Plant saying this shit, then it'd be
Nah, I
different.
don't care who you are. Even certain black people just can't call me nigga without,
Oh
some
yeah,
introductions.
yeah. You right. You right.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
fuck
cause
agree.
it's
that
just
shit.
disrespectful. Period.
Yeah, you come out of nowhere. I've never even done business with you. Like, what's up, my nigga? I'm like, well, dude, I'm gonna reach for my
Yeah,
shit. I'm
that's
like,
the
wait,
thing
hold
too.
on.
It's
Well,
just
that's
like you
like
gotta.
casual, but I'm just saying, like how Angel was saying it. You can about say bro like that and still piss somebody off. Like,
Angel was
what's
It's
up,
screaming at
bro?
bro. It's
the.
just like you don't know. You can't go up to somebody you don't know. You Mexican. I mean, like, what's
Yeah.
up, my nigga? It's like,
But
bruh, don't
Angel,
talk.
Angel
Call
Yeah,
was
me.
shit.
screaming
Yes, you
at the
can.
top
I
of his
lived in LA for the
lungs,
past
though. He meant
7 years,
it
so yes, you
disrespectfully.
can.
Though I'm
No,
from Texas, it's kind of different around here. You gotta be like a real close with somebody if they allow you to say it.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
Angel was screaming at the top of his lungs. He meant that in the most disrespectful way possible. Like he was screaming at the press conference. He was like, "Yeah, you hear me, nigga? Yeah, you hear me?" Like he was on some fucking Steve.
What press conference was this at?
This press conference for Thurman.
He must have been on one that day. He
He
was on a
was,
good one.
yeah, he was on some serious shit. He was like, "We're gonna knock this nigga out." You hear me, nigga? He sound like fucking Steven from Django, bro.
Yo, watch the Keith Urban. I mean, watch the Amir Khan versus Danny Garcia press conference, man. He said some shit like that today. His ass would have been, man. He said some out of pocket shit.
Shit, you saw Tio and his dad with Haney.
Yeah, they were fucking on some bullshit.
They didn't make the WBC president didn't make him apologize though.
They make who apologize for what?
Tio for saying nigga, but they made Devin Haney apologize for saying no white boy would beat me.
Yeah, I'll never lose. Like Bernard Hopkins, they made him
Oh,
probably
that's
for
some
that
bullshit
bullshit.
though. That's
Yeah,
some
Luke
bullshit.
Campbell.
Saying no white boy will beat you type shit. Like, because if another race said ain't no black fighter beating me, that'd still be like
But you know
fucking.
they ain't true though.
Alimenter said that about Marvin Hagler before he got his ass whooped, and multiple other people have said it and they haven't gotten the same backlash.
The
Yo,
thing
I
is
was
too is
there
that
when Bernard Hopkins got knocked out of the ring by that white boy.
Oh,
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith
Like that shit
Jr.
was like a funeral, bro. Like the whole arena was quiet as fuck.
But that was crazy. Though.
And
I was
like
like, damn.
when Joe Smith
I
tried to
actually can't wait
celebrate,
to
they
go
started
see him
booing his
fight
ass.
next week.
He was like 56 years old.
And they was gonna rob him. Joe
There's
Smith was winning all of those rounds, and they kept like giving them to Hopkins.
Yo, I'm
Like you
watching,
can
bro.
tell, like
Yeah,
just
I don't
watching
know
the
why
fight in the arena.
you watching, but I'm
They
literally
was
studying
only
with
they was
Thompson.
only showing the highlights of Bernard Hopkins like hitting him, but he was only landing like a few punches in the round, and they was just only showing Bernard Hopkins highlights.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
if it's the
Bernard
Bernard
Hopkins is a
Hopkins
legend.
fight, it's his last fight. They're gonna give it to him, but unfortunately, Joe Smith Jr. said, "Fuck that."
That
Boom.
white boy knocked his ass out the
Nah, he
ring.
knocked his ass
Yo,
out.
I don't know what fight D have you watching, but I'm watching Castagno. He's beating Lara's ass. I'm literally
Oh my
rewatching
god,
the
what
fight.
the
wait,
that shit was a draw. He barely fucking won.
No,
with
he
Castano.
Barely
tripped.
won.
Yeah,
He's watching
bro,
Castano versus Lara, and I'm like, again, he
he
didn't
tripped
do
the
enough.
traumatized.
He tries to
Bro, he
flurry at the end of the
traumatized.
rounds to steal him, and it doesn't fool the judges.
Bro, he fucking landed a shot. Lara almost fucking
Well, he
dropped.
He
won the
didn't
fight.
he didn't beat Laura.
He
That was a
didn't.
draw, wasn't it?
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
Larry,
beat Lara. Yo,
he gets
no, Larry should have won.
he can't convincingly win any of his step up fights because he tries to flurry at the end of the rounds, thinking it's gonna steal him, and it doesn't work.
Yo, that dude got a confusing ass guard, man. The way he be moving his hands around and shit. It's like that little peekaboo type shit he be doing.
damn.
That shit like kind of throw you off. Like every other fighter kind of got their little motion, but he kind of just like he move his hands a little bit different. It's tricky. And then he tag your ass. At least from the Jermell fight. I ain't seen none of his other fights.
And that's a lot of people. A lot of people haven't seen any of his other fights because let's keep it real. He fought Laura and Teixeira, and
Oh no,
you
I
know,
seen the who did he fight to beat the I saw the Teixeira one.
yeah,
You
he
know,
fought Teixeira.
but yeah, that dude is good, man. If I was Jamel, I wouldn't have fought him again. Like no matter how much they pay me.
Nah, I
Damn,
wouldn't fight him
that's
again
that's
Bro, they be
crazy. Yeah.
tripping though. Be
because he
You
honest.
can
know,
knock him out.
I didn't think
Shit.
it's
I mean, like I thought it was a draw the first time I watched it, but like I still think Castano could do more. I don't think Jamel could do much more. He ain't knocking that dude out.
damn, you heard it, bro.
Nah, I
Tell
don't think Castano can do much more
bro,
than that.
tell these dudes that
He fights
if
the same
Castaño
way
ends up
I mean,
every fight.
he gave up the last 3 rounds, bro. So like
Like in my
he had
opinion,
he
it
had
was
to
more
fight
of what
one.
Jermel didn't do, than what
Yeah,
Castano did.
Castano has made no adjustments via his losses. He fights the exact same way. And like I said, the
He's
only
never
reason why he
lost.
got the only reason why he got the draw is because he tries to flurry at the end of each round to get some punches in, and it's never enough to fool the judges. That's why he hasn't been really successful in a lot of his step up fights. And I do disagree. I think that Charlo, all he has to do is focus on the body, throw the uppercuts, time him when he's coming in with straight rights, and he won't be able to move in and get so much work done. And I do think he will probably get the
Shit.
stoppage. It'll probably be late, but it'll probably
See,
get the
like this
stoppage.
sound
Yeah, he's
completely opposite of what everybody was saying after that fight. They were saying Castano won, he got robbed,
But you know what
you
that
know.
is, man.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
they
bro,
don't
it's
like
not that.
Charlo.
Why you bro?
yeah, they
No, it's
just
not
hate
that.
him.
Castaño did enough, bro. I don't bro, you
Uh,
gotta be honest, bro. Call shit
Polo,
out.
we
Castano
can't hear
didn't
you.
do enough.
He won his rounds bigger
Castaño
than
still
Charlo,
won.
you know.
Yeah, and that's where I disagree because all he did was throw at the last 25 seconds. He just tried to flurry like he does in most of his
Yeah, but
fights
The
like if
thing
he
about
when
hit
he
your
can't
Charlo in
ass
that
land.
hard
fight
as
was
fuck,
he
like if
wasn't patient
he
enough.
hit
He
you
was
hard
making
at the end of
shots.
that
You look
round.
at and Charlo's just throwing. He's just throwing punches, not
Yeah, and
timing them
also
out perfectly.
Castano was hurt more times than Charlo was hurt. Charlo was hurt probably once. Castano was hurt 3 times.
And instead of being patient when he hurt him, he was just throwing shots. Like he would just jump on him with no patience, no timing, no nothing. That's the reason why that fight went that way, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And he wasn't even. You look at the corner, he wasn't listening to Derek James. He was listening more to his wife on the sidelines, and his wife is a weirdo.
That nigga was getting tagged.
yeah, he was.
His
It was a
wife is
very
a
tough
weirdo.
fight.
Jamel,
What's up?
you say Jamel wife a weirdo?
Yeah, she's a weirdo.
I know, like he think it was his baby mama or his wife was fucking Jamal, and he got mad and he was
Oh,
talking about it on the live stream.
Real? For real?
Yeah,
are
his
you
baby mama
fucking
or his
That's
wife,
serious?
one of
oh
them.
my god.
No,
I did
So,
not
I'm
know that.
telling you, he said that shit.
who is
I
Like they
just
got all
Jamel?
kind of weird shit going on, like he fucking with my baby mama or some shit he was talking about. Like look it up. I
Who
heard
is
him say it.
oh,
Jamel
I do
Charlo's
remember
wife?
that. That's when they
Who is
was
she?
fighting. That's when they was
Yeah,
beefing on live. Why would he
it
say that
was
on live though?
They're
it was on the
both
live.
fucking weirdo, bros. Like they're both fucking
Jamal is the
weird.
weirdo, bro. Cause like, how could you fuck your brother's girl or baby mama or some shit like that? Your twin, and then the
Wasn't he
girl is
married?
the weirdo
Wasn't he
too.
married at the time too? He was married to his
Yeah,
wife
what the
still.
fuck is the matter with Jamal, man?
Oh my god,
yeah,
both these
man.
niggas are creeps.
But the funny
He-
thing about it is Tony Harrison was like, I know Jamal just been beating your ass ever since he was little. and
Yeah,
that,
we
it
didn't
kind of
listen to Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison exposed their asses way early. We did not listen.
nah.
Man, that shit was
I
hilarious.
used to mess with the Charles heavy, but all this stuff they've been doing, like he was bigging up what Punch Drunk and shitting on Wilder and shitting on his fans. It's like, and the thing is, like these dudes shit on the fans is like y'all share the same fan base.
Yeah,
With
talking
Jamal
about
running
skills
around
pay
here
the
acting
bills.
crazy, like if he run up on me like he be running up on people at them venues, I still on his ass,
Oh no doubt.
you
Like
know,
I
he
don't
be
know
like
about
talking all that
that.
gangster shit. He be
automatically. And if he try to run up on me with a crowd, I'm gonna stab everybody. I
no,
used
because
to
he be
I used
talking.
to go
I
to
don't know
every
about
fight
that.
with a shank on me because I
Oh
knew
my god, bro.
motherfuckers used to threaten me and shit before I went to them fights.
Oh no
Like,
doubt, I know they be trying to pull up on dudes be talking big like they gonna pull up on somebody. I see it all the time.
yeah,
Talking
they'll
all that
never do
junk.
shit.
He was talking, but Mel was talking about Wilder like that. It's like, dude, Wilder was slapping blood out you, dude.
He
Well, no,
talking
he
about,
said
oh, I'm gonna get
he'll
my
smoke his
goons.
bitch ass is what he said.
Yeah, he said
If
I'm gonna get
Wilder
my
smack him.
goons and light up the block. I'm like, dude, Wilder got a whole fucking compound. You niggas will get lost in the jungle. Wilder be like Predator on your dumb asses. Like, bro, let's cut the
Well,
bullshit out.
no, like, Jamel, he cool with Spence, and Spence is tight with Trap Boy Freddy, and Trap Boy Freddy down there got all the guns and dope and shit. So they got a squad. Boosie know not to fuck with them down there. So You know they doing something. He got a squad, but
Boosie,
like you ain't
Boosie
finna
don't
do
fuck with
shit,
people.
huh?
No,
I said I
Jerron
don't think
Brown,
I
I
don't
didn't
think
say no
Boosie fucks with
gangster.
people.
Well, like shit, they shot his ass up when he went down there. Boosie killed one of my favorite rappers and shit. You
Oh
know that
god,
nobody ain't never heard of because he
we
killed him
air
before he blew up.
we airing out Boosie and shit.
Damn,
He was convicted of that shit.
Oh okay,
You
it's
know,
crazy though.
Wait, who?
Lil Boosie.
Boosie, little
Boosie.
Boosie,
Yeah,
yeah.
he put the
Oh
hit out
yeah,
on
yeah,
Listen.
yeah, yeah, that guy. Oh wait,
Yeah,
didn't he get shot?
yeah, he got shot by like one of Spence homeboys. Set him up.
Wow, dude, that's crazy because I heard about him and then I read
But
up on.
Wait, what y'all talking about?
Boosie got shot at like the Big
this
E or some
man,
shit in Oak Cliff.
Yeah, I remember. I
Yeah,
remember that.
is Tevin
shit.
Farmer ever gonna fight? I don't know. People keep saying they want to see Tevin Farmer and Tank. I don't give a fuck about that weak ass
Nah,
fight.
that's
Nah,
just
that
I
like
thought
shit
what
dead
Tevin
Barbarian
now.
said.
Farmer was
That's
gonna
just
fight
Yeah,
gimmick.
Tank will
Nick.
fold Tevin Farmer and get no credit for it.
Yeah, like Tevin Farmer lost to JoJo Diaz. JoJo done lost to Devin Haney. You know, like shit. Tevin need to work his way back up.
Shit,
I
Tevin needs
thought
to just go ahead and move up to 135 and cause some problems then.
I think that's where he was at, wasn't he? Or no, he was at 130.
No, he's at 130. Yeah.
He ain't got no power at 130. He gonna get his ass beat.
Yep. he got
Yeah, Tank would
he,
have folded them if they would have fought.
he got like 30 fights
Yeah.
and fucking 6 knockouts, bro.
But like Tank them didn't want to make the fight. They was trying to offer Tank like 4 or 5 million or something like that. They turned it down like 3 different times.
Oh shit!
Yeah, tanking
Who
him is
turned it? Hey,
moving.
yo, Tank turned it down.
Yeah. Or
Don't
Yeah.
let
unless it was Mayweather Promotions. And I
shit.
don't
Don't
know
let
why he would have
checkmate
whooped
hurt
his
that.
ass.
Don't let
Tank
checkmate
will
do that.
Tank will move a lot of these dudes' asses. It's just
But they don't be
Smeller
making
B
no
and
fights though.
Floyd be doing that bullshit.
Yeah,
Hey,
they don't want to cut him loose. They don't want to let him off the chain.
And you know what?
yo,
In the end, like if he retire undefeated, that's all people gonna remember.
but
Nah,
at
people
130,
gonna talk shit about
135,
Tank. If he don't
yo,
start clipping certifieds, people gonna talk shit about Tank for the
That's
rest of
what
his
happened to
life.
Floyd.
but at 130, 135, he will, but not at 140, man. Them in-house opponents looking like Sabir Matiz, Gay Antoine Russell. I forgot what the.
Yeah. Canelo was the
You,
only one that Floyd was just fought real quick, like when we wanted him to fight him. Other than that, he like put all that shit off. Canelo was the only one. He signed that 6 fight deal, and Canelo was like the second fight.
no, it was
That's because
Odie.
everybody said that he was ducking Canelo. I'm pretty sure that if like everyone was like, oh, he's ducking, Canelo would knock you out. You've been cherry picking up until this point, and Canelo's your first opponent that you haven't picked, and he was like, okay, cool, let's see about it, and then got him out the way, and then everyone said, oh, Canelo was too young, he's a cherry pick. So
Nah,
it was a
that's
lose lose
bullshit. Like
situation.
Canelo was good back then. He just like he is now. He might be better now, but like I actually bet on Canelo to win that fight. I
No,
lost to
I
Canelo.
know.
Wow, you
Listen,
bet against
bro.
fucking Mayweather? That's
Man,
bold.
shit, Canelo is the truth, bro. He was knocking motherfuckers out cold. Like he already had like 40 some wins and a unified champion.
Yeah, but
You didn't
Against
think he was
nobody though.
hungry?
listen. I think if they would have done the fight a couple years, like 2014, 15, I think Canelo would have done better. I just think he was too green when he fought
Yeah,
Holyfield.
when Mayweather older.
Listen,
They need to have that
but
fight
listen, you
now.
can't compare.
Oh
You
my
If you
can't.
god.
want
It
to
was
fight him, you want to fight him when he young and shit. Shit, fight him when you old. Then let's even the
Oh, that
split the
Yeah,
makes
difference.
no fucking sense,
That don't
bro.
make no sense
yeah.
That
though.
makes
Hey,
no sense, bro.
nah. So now it should be like a little bit closer. You know,
So
Floyd's a little bit
Floyd
older.
gotta be 50 to give Canelo a shot.
Some people feel like Floyd will still win.
He might.
yeah. Let's discuss. Hey, okay. Hey, you
I mean,
invited to the carne asada, homie. You invited to the carne asada, homie. You need to know what it is.
some of that bad meat.
Nah, it's gonna be good meat. What you
I want
mean?
some
It's
of
gonna.
that bad meat Canelo had in that first
Exactly.
Triple G fight. That motherfucker
Yep.
was
Yeah, I got
big
you,
as
bro.
fuck.
Hey, I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. Don't
Man. And then he get caught and he like way smaller. That shit was like obvious as fuck.
It was.
He was way smaller in the second fight.
Hey, Polo, he's still invited to the barbecue?
trip.
Exposing the
He took that privilege away fast.
He's like,
Nah,
Oh
nah,
my
stay your
bad.
ass
Nah, like I
home.
wouldn't say that shit I might say it on a video. I be trying to be nice to Canelo though. You know.
Yeah, because his fans will spam your inbox with the N word quick than a motherfucker.
Well, no, but like if I be nice to Canelo and shit, then like I can get some Mexican fans. And like when I used to go to the fights, you know, I used to be with Mexicans and shit. You know, like shit deep. They had my back. I even got cool with some I don't even know them motherfuckers now. I don't remember them now. But they had jumped some dude, a Triple G troll or something. They got the arguing in the crowd, but they all had Canelo shirts on, Team Canelo, and they beat the shit
Damn.
out the dude. I posted the video, and then like
Uh,
the family that done contacted me on Facebook and shit. I got cool with them and the mom. I think I'm still
Mm.
friends with the mom to this
It's probably
day.
it was probably L Dog's dad that they was jumping.
oh, you petty
Yeah.
as shit. Nah. What?
I would want to see that though. Just a bunch of Canelo fans beating the shit out of a Triple G fan, a Bum Lovkin fan. That'd be funny.
They did.
I'd be laughing.
They beat up Billy Joe Sanders fans.
Yeah, I wish I
And
had all
Billy
my
Joe
damn
Saunders
pages
fans,
and shit.
Billy Joe Saunders don't have no fucking fans. That'd be like slapping retarded kids. Like he don't have no legitimate fans.
You got the British.
That'd be like fat slapping the British dude.
Yeah,
Hey,
Billy Joe Saunders has no fucking following.
he's supposed to be a gang member or some shit.
Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
him and Tyson Fury. Like
Oh,
Well, yeah, because
Andy
they on
like a
that.
Kinahan.
gang.
Yeah, they're on that Kinahan plan.
Willie Monroe told me that like Billy Joe Saunders had somebody like threatening his girl or sister or some shit while they was fighting, some shit like that. He might have just been making some kind of weird excuse,
Damn, Willie
Nah, nigga,
Monroe.
there
but
ain't
he
no
said
weird
like
excuse.
somebody
Willie
was
Monroe
like,
said that.
yeah, he told me that.
Didn't Willie Monroe lose to Billy Joe Sanders and get his ass whooped?
Yeah, and that was
Oh
his
shit!
excuse. He said like they was threatening his family and shit.
Bruh. Oh my. All right, man. You need to get
And
this
he was
man number
completely
before he gets you shot.
agreeing with me with them small gloves with the
Who?
Triple G shit too.
Oh
You
wait,
know, like
who
Black
had the
bro is
small
just
gloves?
legitimate, man. Because there's
Triple
been some
G.
dude.
Wait, who had the small gloves? Who had the small
Triple
gloves?
G, them gloves was looking small though.
Oh, y'all
But
trying to say Triple G was cheating?
but
Triple
yeah,
G could have been cheating,
he was
man.
Triple G got small ass fucking hands. What y'all expect from this nigga?
them
There's always
gloves
some
was
shit going on in
like
this fucking
looking at
sport.
the gloves side by side, them motherfuckers was tiny as hell.
Hey, I'm
That, that,
gonna ask you, bro. Who do you got if Charlo ends up fighting Canelo? Who do you think wins that fight?
Oh, Canelo easy.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to tell these guys. They've been crying that they want the Charlo Canelo fight. I'm like, shit, when it's not competitive or when it
Nigga, we
looks like.
wanted it at 160. That's who we wanted
No,
to
exactly.
go
it's
at.
We
At
said that
160.
bro.
Charlo loses
Canelo's talking
now.
about 168. No, we want to see that shit. Hey, remember, all right, man, you made it come. You want to see more Mexico versus US? And there we go. Canelo Charlo. Sign the contract.
Yeah, can we get Tank versus Williams Zepeda and Frank Martin
Yep.
versus El Rayo? Can we get that
Can we
shit?
get
Yeah.
Zurdo versus Marcus Brown. Yep, make it
Oh
happen.
yeah. Oh hell yeah, make that fight. Zero versus
Yeah,
Marcus
let's
Brown.
make it
Fuck yeah.
happen.
Yeah, let's make that fight.
Zero versus who?
Marcus
Marcus
Brown.
Brown. Man, why
Okay, let's do it.
Zero? Yeah, acting like Zudo's a real nigga. 42-0 against nobody.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. What American fighter from 161? Ain't nobody fucking with Zurdo, bro. Ain't nobody fucking with. That's American. You guys know that.
Bro, look at who Zurdo's been fighting.
But bro,
What are
nobody
we
wants
talking
to fight,
about?
bro. I
Hey yo, who
literally
was that
talked to one of
Marcus
his
Brown
guys.
just fought? I'm about to go watch that. That dude, that white boy beat the shit out that boy, man.
The Russian dude,
It
the
better
Russian
be
dude.
a.
I mean,
Yeah,
Marcus Brown just didn't, fight, very
He
smart.
got his ass whooped. He got his
I
ass
don't
whooped.
even know if Zurdo could beat Joe Smith Jr., dog. Like, I really don't.
That dude that Joe Smith
I think
went
Joe Smith Jr.
life
can
and
beat
death.
him. I'm not gonna
No,
What's
lie.
hell no.
Zerto's biggest
No, he
win?
can't.
Jesse Hart?
No, you know he beat. Listen,
Jesse,
Garbage.
here's
hey,
Jesse.
man, I know why you talking stuff.
Here's
Ain't you the one that said they was
Jesse.
gonna
I'm
beat
just
him?
keeping it 100. I really don't know too much about Zerto. I'm gonna
Hey,
keep it 100. I really
Jesse.
Bro,
don't.
when we talk about the resume, we bring up these fucking names like Jesse Hart, Amatoso. Like, look at these niggas.
Listen. The dude that Joe Smith
Bro, don't make
arguably
it seem like
lost.
I'm hating. I just said, is that his biggest
Bro,
win,
y'all
bro?
gonna
That's
let me
somebody that he
talk,
beat.
Oh
bro? You gonna let me talk? Literally, the dude that Joe Smith was getting his ass whooped, and arguably people say he lost. I had it a draw. Fucking Surdo smoked early in his career in 2013 when he debuted HSL. We could do that.
And
It was
that big,
2015, and it was Blazov. Yeah, he got a UD against him.
and
We
he
feel
whooped
you.
his ass. And then Joe Smith versus look how that fight ended up, man. Joe Smith was
I
getting his
mean, we
ass
could do that all
beat.
day. Shit, McDonough had a
Shit,
better performance than Canelo. Is he a better
shit.
fighter
Like
than
I said,
Canelo?
Real
hell
talk.
no.
Yeah,
Nah, but come on, man. No, Sudo will beat Joe Smith and Bivol.
maybe
Better
even in
be
the
that
second fight too.
be surprised. He'll probably get Bitterby a fight, but I think Bitterby edges out. But we gotta see, bro, how he does it. But no, he beats the shit out of Joe Smith. Out of
Who's Zudo
everybody, Joe
fighting
Smith,
next?
it's either Bivol or somebody else. Because if Bivol moves on, because he's his Mando, you know, he beat that Cuban dude, so now he's his Mando.
Wait,
Yeah,
not
he's
the
his.
Bivol's mandatory is a Dominic Bozell, isn't it?
Sudo won the. It was eliminated, and that winner was gonna be his manager. It's Bivol, or he has to fight somebody else in the rankings. But now he has to fight Bivol, bro. If
Well,
they
the number
mandate
one
him,
ranked guy is this Dominic Bozell person.
they
So
haven't updated it, bro. It's gonna be Surdo. Watch. But like I
okay,
said, bro, if you want to do that, like I said, we can do that. Hey, they do Brown versus Surdo. Let's bet money, and then when it's not what you expect, it's gonna be Jesse Hart 2.0.
Jesse Hart and Brown fight the same. Stop it.
Hey, bro. First of all, Sudo's never been dropped. As soon as Sudo lands clean,
'Cause he ain't fight
Brown has to
nobody.
make.
That's
Yeah,
I'm
he did
trying to
fight
tell
nobody.
him. I'm
I
Who
trying
y'all
to
think gonna
tell
win that
him.
with Joe
literally
Smith
talked
and
to
Marcus Brown?
people.
I think Marcus Brown
Uh,
taking.
yeah, I
Marcus
think
Brown and
Marcus
Jesse
Brown will get
Cotton.
a decision
No,
on that.
but if he gets caught, he's getting knocked the fuck out. If he gets caught by
Dude,
the Joe
people keep
Smith,
talking about Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith Jr. caught Bivol twice with his best overhand rights and didn't do shit.
but okay, but like I said, when he fights Brown and it's not ends up to what you think it is, but I think I got Brown, but it's not. If he catches Joe Smith catches Brown, he's getting knocked out. I'm sorry, Brown ain't
Like
getting
you
knocked.
literally just said that he went life and death with motherfucking Vlasov, but then you still talking about how he got all his power. Like, bruh, come on.
Shit, I don't know, man. Brown wasn't looking that good in that Bear Beef fight, man.
It's fucking better be if he's the hardest puncher in the fucking division. That's just like when people say Lubin looked like shit against Charlo. Well, yeah, because Charlo's
Yo,
a fucking puncher.
bro? I gotta watch the Gene Pascal fight though too, man. I don't know. You got dropped 3 times, man, and Joe Smith.
Well, Gene Pascal was also on PEDs, but we know you don't care about that kind of shit.
Yeah, well, like I said,
Shit, hey, can we blame him though?
listen.
You
You know
know
what?
Bernard Hopkins was on PEDs and shit.
Wait, which drug test did Bernard Hopkins fail?
Hey, he wouldn't take the test with Pascal. You remember that shit? Take the
Oh
test
yeah,
for
I
the
remember
fans.
that HBO.
Take the
Oh yeah,
test. Take the
yep.
test. You
I
cheater.
remember
You
that.
cheater.
When they fought in Canada, and he was
That
like,
shit
"Take the
didn't age well.
Yeah.
yep."
Yeah, well,
Yo,
same
I
with
don't even know
Pacquiao
why
and
you.
Thurman, so I guess we'll just call that what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, what do you
yeah.
Oh
mean?
yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, he should Thurman. That's Thurman fault though.
That
Like
is
not demanding random drug testing because he old as fuck and you think you gonna win anyways. You know, you should have just did it just because it's Pacquiao and he had all those rumors.
Mm. Zerto should fight Callum Smith. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If the manager, if he doesn't
Oh
have
okay.
yeah,
Bivol,
that'll be a good
I'll
one.
pick I'll pick Zerto to beat Callum Smith.
but wait, what happens? What happens if
Yeah,
he
I got
knocks out
Zerto.
like Smith? Like, what if he
This
knocks
Callum
out Smith?
Smith ain't
Like,
shit.
If he
nah,
knocks
but
out
like, let's
Callum
say,
Smith, that makes
That'll give him
Canelo
a
look
little bit
like
more
garbage.
credibility.
That
yeah,
does.
I'm
Cause
saying,
Callum
no, but
That
listen,
makes Canelo look like garbage if he knocks out Callum Smith.
yo, I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna call you right now. Like I called it.
Man, Callum Smith was
UFC Smith's
running
gonna do
and
damage,
curling up the whole fight. You can't really knock
man.
out nobody that's scared and don't want to fight.
Yo, but I'm trying to tell you, eventually they are gonna do that Suda versus Canelo fight. So whoever grabs the belt, Canelo beats, grabs the belt. That's eventually gonna end up making that fight.
I
It's
wouldn't be
not a way.
surprised,
Hey,
and that's the
yeah.
sad part about it. I
I
would
think
not be
Canelo gonna
shocked.
go up there
How
and
would you
fight
not
like
be,
for that
bro? You think
bridgerweight
Suda was,
title.
bro? First of all,
like
when Suda
Macaboo.
was at 116, you gotta put some respect at his name. When he was at 116, who was calling him out, bro? Who was calling him
I
out,
like
bro?
Zerto Ramirez, but
Bro,
again,
you need to see.
I need
Listen,
to see him fight some damn body.
bro, I literally talked to his people, bro. He's been listen. Plant is not going to be Sudo. Darrell brothers definitely not going to be. The only one that Kellum Smith is the only one that had
Bro,
his chance at
Andre Durrell is like fucking 39. We know he's not
no,
beating fucking
but I'm
Zerto.
talking about when he was
Like,
a champion. Sudo was a champion in like between 2016 and 2018. James DeGale was around. Why did you hear any of them call him out? He was a you never heard someone. Now that he's at 175, the only one that called him out was Bivol, though, and that's Bivol, though. But like when he was at 160, who wanted to fight him? The only dude that I could see potentially beat him was gonna be this James DeGale ain't gonna be no Sudo, bro.
Uzutegi, they were actually gonna do that fight. You know that if Uzutegi would have been planned, that fight was next.
Oh, he was gonna move up to light heavy.
No, because remember Sudo was they were trying to make Uzutegi versus Sudo because Uzutegi was with the Mexican promoter, and you know Sudo was so they were trying to make that fight unification fight happen. But I personally like Sudo a bit better than Canelo though, but that's just me though.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that Zerto it hasn't failed any drug tests instantly makes him, in my book, more likable than Canelo. So that's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, realistically, his chances are kind of slim.
Against Canelo, I'm just saying, but the day happens and he beats Canelo, but I'm gonna be talking about shit. I'm gonna
Is
be
that really a
saying
good look for Canelo though? He loses to Zerto.
That would be
no.
fucking
How
awful.
though? How Sudo is the bro? Sudo ain't no fucking bum. That's what y'all
He's
don't
not a
understand.
bum, but
Yeah.
He's not a bum. He just
Bro,
has fought
he called him.
nobody.
But
And Caleb
listen, you
Plant was
can't blame
having
a boo
Canelo
boo.
missing wild as hell.
Yeah, but then he knocked him out. Listen, who actually called him out? Like we can do this all day. Boo Boo's horrible. Then who is Boo Boo fought? Exactly. We
Bro,
can do
who
that
who
all day.
who's calling
They
who's calling Boo Boo out?
yeah, don't nobody
Who's
We
want
could
to
calling
do we
fight
could
him.
do
Sudo
the
out?
same thing. Who's
Listen,
calling him? Who's calling him to fight?
yeah, who's calling Sudo out? Who's calling Sudo?
We,
168.
we
Who's
can
calling him out?
again. You're talking about Boo Boo. We can do the same thing with Boo Boo. He's being heavily avoided. Who's calling him out? Like, come on.
Man, I don't
Yeah,
think
like I said,
Devin
he has.
Haney all that either. He getting dodged by everybody. This motherfucker is the boogeyman of boxing. And I
And
think
I and
like
I'm
I
and I
think
think
Tank could
Haney
beat
has
him.
one of the highest ceilings. Yeah, I disagree. I think
I
I
think
think Haney could decision tank.
Nah,
that's a
beat it if
50-50
Tank
fight for
if
me. I think Tank and Haney could beat each other.
Yeah.
and I don't think so at all. I think like Devin
yo
Haney
yo
gonna get
yo
his
yo
ass
yo. I
whooped.
was gonna ask you if Benavides if Sudo and Benavides in a fight and Sudo ends up whooping Benavides' ass, is Benavides still American or is he Mexican?
He's American still.
Oh, okay,
Why are
okay.
you
I'll
asking
remember
me?
that.
I'm not
Remember that.
Mexican. I don't care. I don't give a fuck if he loses.
Benavidez is a Mexican American. He's always been that way.
He was
No,
He's
but
gonna
born
be
here.
hey, but
American.
He
is.
definitely
No, he's
like talk
Mexican American.
real clear. He ain't got no accent, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, but he carries the flag. No, he's still Mexican. He's Mexican American. I'm saying, is he gonna be considered American when he gets his ass whooped, or is he?
If he
But
don't
why are you
speak
asking
Spanish,
us,
then he
Polo?
is. But
Yeah,
if he
like
don't
we
I'm
speak
just
we
saying.
don't care about that kind of stuff with you should ask some Mexican people
Yeah, I
because
was
we're
gonna go ask some Mexicans that.
yeah,
No, I'm just
because
saying because I'm
I
saying
nah,
don't
ain't
think like that.
Benavidez from like California?
Nice from
no, he's from
Arizona.
Arizona.
He's from Arizona.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's from
that's close
Arizona.
enough.
But that's Cuban. But that's what they do with Cubans. When Cubans are undefeated, they're Cuban. When Cubans lose, they're black. Like Lara was Cuban. Lara was Cuban all the way up until he lost to Canelo. Then he was a black dude.
Who said that? Are you talking about like Latinos in general?
Especially with all that running
Yeah.
and shit he was doing. He
Yeah,
definitely
Mexican.
became a black dude that night.
Oh my fucking god, bro! No,
Here's the
Canelo fans said that they were like, "Oh no, this man." Like the
He's
first one, when black people were trying to claim Lara, they were like, "Oh no, he's not black. He's fucking Cuban. Get the fuck out of here." The moment Canelo whoops, beat him, or yeah, the fight happened and then Canelo got the decision. It was, "Oh no, look, Canelo whooped this whoop his black ass." I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, wait,
I
how?
mean,
You know, like that's one of the only fights where I was kind of biased towards Canelo. Like I thought that Laura
bro,
won the fight, but I was glad that he lost just because of how he was fighting. That shit was pissing me off.
listen though. The thing is though,
You know,
did
like
you see
fight,
that?
dude. What the fuck?
Yo, in that first round though, you see when Canelo landed that hook, that overhand, and you see how Lara almost
I just
flew.
hate the whole running thing. Like,
Yeah,
No,
if you
but
don't know how to
I
cut the
mean,
ring off, just say that.
yeah, they
no, but
want you to
here's the
stand
well,
thing
in front
though.
of Canelo so he can look good beating the shit out of you.
I mean,
Here's
like
the question
Floyd,
though.
Floyd
Here's the
didn't
thing.
really run. You know what I'm saying? But like Laura, some shit that he be doing, it be like moving away real
Trying,
fast,
yeah, because like I said, bro. But here's
trying
the
real
thing.
hard to
Here's the
not
thing.
fight.
Listen, listen. But
My
here's the
thing
thing.
is
If
just
you
cut
do
the
that,
ring off
how are you
better.
gonna win the fight though? If you're running and if the other
Hey,
person is looking for you, landing on you, you ain't gonna win the fight like on your bite. And sometimes Lara does that in rounds where he legitimate doesn't throw. Like he literally
But they
just.
they have to cut the ring off, Polo. They
And
gotta be
listen,
better at that.
and I'm
Dude,
telling you, bro.
Miguel Cotto toward the end of his career won fights on his bike often.
He lost to Saddam Ali, bro. Come on now.
Dude, he beat Margarito on his bike.
Hey, Margarito whooped his ass the first time. Stopped him. When
Yeah, because
Margarito was
he fucking cheated. But again, we know how you feel
all right,
about
we go.
that.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
Margarito's a
like I said,
cheater.
though.
Yeah,
That's why Shane
Cheaterito,
Mosley knocked his whole ass out.
Cheaterito, bitcho.
And I think
Hey,
Mosley was juiced
that's
up
what
when he knocked
Mikado.
him out.
Probably,
Cheaterito, bitcho.
So
Mosley was
but
probably
that's
on
some
that
karma
juice.
though.
Hey, you got hand wraps, and Mosley needs you, so it's two cheaters fighting, so it's all good.
They
Hell
actually
yeah.
released a story.
Well, but they
You
took
What was
his
guys,
it?
hand wraps and then just left him
I
out there
gotta get going.
to fight and
Oh,
juice
that
up
is
Shane
true though.
All
Mosley.
right,
Yep,
Crod.
yep.
Peace.
I heard about
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna take off too. It's late and I'm drunk. Y'all have a good one. Thanks
All
for
right,
having
good
me
night,
on, Art.
everyone.
All right, D.
Hey,
All
but
right,
Peace.
D.
Have a
All
good
Margarito,
night.
right, peace
Peace,
out.
everyone.
yeah, but Margarito stopped Cotto.
Salute.
Then Cotto got his revenge, and then Cotto
Shane
lost to
Mosley
Sean
whooped that
Mosley.
ass. So
Hey, then Sean
Yeah, that
Mosley
was
got
like
his
the
ass kicked.
most entertaining one-sided beatdown in boxing history right there.
Which one?
Like with the Mosley and Margarito shit.
No,
Like
I've seen
Mosley was
worse.
hitting him hard as fuck, like the whole fight. He was taking that shit all the
Shit,
way
I'm.
until like about the eight.
No, I've seen the worst beating is between the Wilder Fury 2 or what's that?
Oh yeah.
Chavez Camacho. Chavez Camacho.
Chavez and I ain't never seen that one. I'll have to check
Yeah,
that out.
that shit was
shit. Well,
bad.
Terry Norris and Sugar
That
Ray
Wilder
Leonard was a
Fury 2
beatdown.
shit was like kind of crazy. Yeah, that might be worse than the Mosley Margarito. Now I
Yeah,
think about it.
watch Chavez versus Camacho, man. Watch Chavez versus Camacho.
And
All right, I'll watch
who
that.
got fucked up? You saying Chavez Senior and Camacho?
Hector Macho Camacho, yeah.
Yeah, so like it was been Senior that fought him.
Senior, yeah,
I
senior.
know
Not
Camacho was the one he retired Sugar Ray Leonard, so he probably was aging a little bit when he fought Chavez.
No, they was in their prime. What you mean? Camacho was in his prime when he fought Sugar Leonard.
Oh,
That's when Sugar. No, Camacho was in
yeah.
his prime. Like
Yeah, he
when he
was in his
fought.
prime then, but I'm talking about when he fought Chavez.
No, when he fought Chavez, that's when he was. When he fought Sugar Leonard, I think he was like toward the end. I don't know because he kept fighting until he was old. So when he in the '90s, in the like middle '80s, early '90s, he was in his prime.
Okay. Mm.
When he fought Sugar Leonard, it was in the middle because remember Camacho ended up fighting Tito Trinidad, and then he ended up fighting De La Hoya after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's like going way back. How old is you? Were you remembering all that shit?
Because I used to have it. No, I'm a young dude, but I rewatched the fights. But I used to have HBO. You know, HBO used to have all the replays. So
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have HBO too. But like
yeah.
I'm 38, so like in 93 I was 10. I started watching boxing when I was like 7, but I
So
barely
you
can
seen
even
all the
remember that
fights.
shit.
So you saw the Eric Morales versus Barrera fight.
Oh yeah. I was keeping
Classic,
up with
right?
them and the Gotti war fights.
Yeah. They don't know nothing
Oh
about
no,
that. They don't
speaking
know about
of
the bro.
Gotti, Floyd versus Gotti was a worse ass beating. That was one of the worst ass
It
beatings.
Yeah, but he didn't really do that damage how like
Chavez and
Fury did to
Camacho.
Wilder or
Yeah, Chavez, bro. Look
Mosley
at
did to
Camacho's.
Margarito.
Yeah, Chavez. Just look at like what his face looked like after the fight, bro.
Well, the
Like,
thing is, Wilder still got some success because he still put Fury on his ass.
nah. The
But
second
that's a
fight.
no,
We're not
not in
talking
the
about
second fight.
No, not
the
in the
second.
second fight, but
That was
still.
some like shocking shit to watch, man. After
I'm
Wilder's like
fucking lying,
dominant
bro. I
all of
was
these
like,
years.
damn.
That shit was
Well,
crazy,
Fury's a
bro.
cheater though, so
I don't know if you could say that after the third one though. He came back and like,
no, you can you can kind of just but
yeah, he proved that it wasn't a fluke.
No,
once a cheater,
he's a
always a
dirty
cheater,
fighter,
in
but he
my
is a
But like
opinion.
dirty
if I
fighter. But
cheated to
he
beat
was.
you this one time, then like, I'm gonna need to cheat to beat you again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Fury, he was kind of he didn't want that third fight. He got but
He didn't want the second fight. You don't remember? That's when he signed with Top Rank and Bob Arum delayed the shit. He
but
just like that. He
my
just
thing
bad.
is
He bad business.
yeah, he's a bad business. He's like the thing about Fury is that he gets away with all the things that he's done. And like
Yeah, like with the coke, the steroids, he got banned from boxing over there in the UK. They brought
yep.
him
Yo,
back.
why did they ban him? So can he ever fight now? He can, or how did that work? I never really looked into that because I
I
didn't
don't
really
think
dive
he
into
can.
it.
I don't think he's still not allowed to fight over there. I don't think.
I don't know if it was the shit with the steroids or he was like talking shit about gay people and shit. He
Oh
was
yeah,
doing
he
all
was
kind of
talking.
stupid shit.
That's Billy Joe
That's
Samuels
why
too.
he was out here kissing dudes and shit because he was trying to like trying to show people that he wasn't homophobic, but he was
Which he
kind of
probably
like
still
going
is.
overboard,
Fury's a
kissing
piece of
niggas in the
shit
mouth and
outside of the
shit.
ring.
But yeah. Say what? Outside of the ring. That's what I've mastered. I'm a professor in that shit, talking shit about what motherfuckers do outside of the ring.
But he's
That
a
should be
character, bro.
interesting. You could
No,
only
but
talk about a jab in a fight for so long.
no, but he's a character though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I like Fury. He's funny as shit though. Even though I don't agree with like, some of the shit he's done, but he's funny as shit, man. Like you need those
Fury's
characters.
not funny to me. He's like them
Nah, he's
It's
British
funny.
dudes are
it's
not funny to
fans that
me.
make you not like him though.
His
You
fans.
know, his fans, yeah, they gonna defend everything that he do. So
I'm not
like if
gonna
you
lie,
speak,
bro.
yeah,
Some other fans be out of pocket too, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
yeah, hey, should they know to stay away from me because I'll be going hard on that boy, and I've been going hard on him for like a lot of years.
Who?
Wilder,
Oh,
fighting
like
all
you
them
got.
fucking bums, man. He wouldn't
Oh,
even fight Shannon Briggs.